Text. What does context have to do with facts? So, and then you ignored me. So can we start by answering my question? What does context have to do with facts that exist in objective reality?
That's not even what we're talking about.
I'm sorry, your microphone was cutting out. I didn't understand a word you said.
I say you kind of moving the goalpost.
No, I'm re-asking the same question. How is that moving the goalpost when I'm re-asking the same question that you ignored earlier? What do
Because
facts have to do with context? You said that you have to have context for facts. I would like you to tell me how context have anything to do with facts that exist in objective reality. And whoever's got the background noise, that's really loud.
that's a mighty. But we were talking about um how we can't go beyond human understanding perspective when it comes to our universe. You say we can,
Well,
and
no,
you
I'm
went that.
asking. That doesn't at all address the question I was asking.
No, I'm saying that's
What
where we
does I'm
started at. That's why
saying? I'm
that's
saying that you're
yeah.
not addressing my question. Is what I'm saying. So address my question. What does context have to do with facts? Because you said context was important. What
No,
does context have to do with facts?
Amadi said that, and he's on mute. So that's
I
why I said
mean,
I
he
want to get it
wasn't
back to
speaking,
him.
and there was a whole
Yeah.
lot of background noise.
No. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I wasn't speaking because I was doing something else. I didn't get it. I was
So
far away
mute
from the
when you're
phone.
doing other stuff, please.
So I said I'm far away from the phone. You're not listening to the context. So what I'm
What does
saying
context have to
is
do with objective facts in reality? Objective reality facts and objective reality context. What do they have to do with in each other? Please explain that. That's the question I've been asking.
okay because we're using
But what does
language,
that have to do with
words,
facts and
right?
objective reality? Facts and objective reality is what
I
we're
can
talking about.
answer it, but you're
You're not
coming in
talking.
a plain
Language
scale
is people.
question every time I
Language,
speak.
language
It
You got
gives
to
presupposes
they
space it
have
people.
a
out.
Listen,
bias
listen.
perspective.
Language. Stop. Language presupposes people. I'm not talking about people.
But
I'm talking.
language has
Stop.
different meanings,
That's what I. That's
brother.
why I'm
So
not
you need
talking about language.
context.
That's why I'm not talking about language. I'm talking about facts and objective reality, and what
It's
context
not
has
talking
to
about
do.
language.
And what
So
context.
so
Oh my
we're
God.
talking to people who are mute.
You people, you guys, you get all bent out of shape when I try and stop you from talking, but you have no problem interrupting me. So listen,
Exactly. You're stopping
yeah,
us
so
from
that's
talking.
stupid. That's
That's the whole
being a
point.
hypocrite.
Why you don't understand me?
Either don't get upset when people interrupt, or don't fucking interrupt. So listen,
Yeah,
what
what
does
the fuck you
context
mean?
have to do? Listen, I
Vice
mean,
versa. Don't
listen. I
I'm
mean,
talking about
interrupt.
you
something outside
cannot,
the
you
universe.
cannot,
You
you
over there.
cannot,
Don't
you
interrupt.
cannot, you cannot listen while you're talking. So listen,
Vice
listen
versa.
to me, listen to me. What do facts in objective reality have to do with context?
I just told you your language.
But
Okay. If two people from
language
two different
presupposes
okay,
people. I'm
Interrupting
not
again.
talking
people
about
some people
Interrupting
people.
again.
please.
I'm
You're
not
interrupting
talking
again.
about
You
people.
can't listen if you're
Okay.
interrupting.
He's talking about
Exactly.
people. I'm not talking about people.
Listen if you're interrupting.
He's talking
Exactly.
about people. I'm not talking about people. I am
But you
removing all
can't
people.
listen if you're interrupting.
He's
What
talking
you just
about
said.
people.
Atheists are people.
Motherfucker.
Listen if you're interrupting. That's what you just.
Dude, because he's talking about people is why I'm interrupting. I'm not talking about people. Sans all people.
Yeah,
No people
but you
involved.
interrupt yourself.
No people involved. What does context have to do with facts and objective reality? Without people,
Okay, so we're speaking words, right? To describe the
language
objective reality,
presupposes
right?
people. No, without people, without language.
So we're talking about what ants see.
I'm talking
I mean,
about
I don't understand.
objective reality.
I'm talking
Say
about
there's so listen.
we're talking
So
about
listen.
humans.
Listen, since you don't seem to fucking
Humans
understand,
are
shut up and
birds.
listen. Let me explain since you don't seem to fucking understand. There is a rock on Mars. Yes or no?
Mars is a rock.
So there is a rock on Mars, correct?
Yes.
Yes, that's a fact and objective reality. What is the context around the rock on Mars?
Okay, but Mars might not be a word in somebody's language.
I'm
That's
not
all
talking
trying to
about
tell
that.
you.
I'm
That's what
talking
the
about the
context
rock, the
matters.
actual physical rock on Mars. I'm not talking about Mars, dumbass. I'm talking about the rock on Mars, dumbass. Listen to my fucking words and track my language, or I'm just not gonna fucking talk to you because you're changing what I said. Don't do that. Don't lie about what I
We're talking
said
about
right to my face seconds
outside
after
the
I said.
universe. And
Dude,
you're
listen to
all
this
over here.
entire sentence. Listen to this entire sentence. Do not lie about what I said to my face
Pet your
seconds.
cat or whatever you
Shut
got.
up. Listen. Do not lie about what I said to my face seconds after I said it, you piece of shit lying fuckface. Don't do that.
Donald, you all right, bro?
Yeah, what
Perfectly
happens if you
calm.
can't listen? What happens if you can't listen if you're interjecting? Sounds like you're doing a lot of
He
interjecting.
lied about what I said, you piece of shit.
I hear what he's saying if you're interjecting.
I heard the lie that he
said.
said about me already, you piece of shit. Okay,
While he's talking, like right now.
Alvin, you need to stop interrupting the conversation with your piece of shit, stupid ass dumbassness. You're just a dumbass, Alvin. You're just a fucking dumbass.
It will only work if you take away the green bean and give it to me.
So what seems to be the matter?
Nobody's getting modded.
Of course.
What up, X?
Hello, my beloved. Some manners.
I wanna get back to the basic of what we were talking about.
I would love to
We were
talk
talking
about
about how beyond our human comprehension, perspective, understanding,
What does
there's no
that
way
mean?
we can understand it. So let me try to simplify it for you. So what I'm saying is beyond what we can know.
You're just repeating yourself. What does that mean?
I, I mean, everybody else understands. I'm
No,
trying to.
I don't understand. So everybody else does not understand because I'm
No,
everybody
I'll
else.
give you
I didn't
$10
say-
if you just let people speak for 2 minutes.
But I don't understand what he's saying already. He's just
Okay, so-
repeating himself. You can't just repeat yourself to explain something. If I don't understand the thing that you're saying, then repeating it does nothing.
Right. Just okay. So what I'm saying is, when it comes to this universe, there's still a lot that's unknown. Right.
Sure, but that doesn't mean we can't know it, and I understand much of it.
I understand that.
Well,
but
then
I'm
what you're saying
saying
is false because
God, you got
demonstrate
it,
that
bro.
it's
Oh my
impossible for us
God,
to
people
understand
gotta
something.
ventriloquist or something, man.
You're already saying false things. You can't support that, and I'm not going to let you spread lies on my channel.
You just said you agree with what I was saying, though.
We don't know everything. That doesn't mean that we can't know everything.
I never said we couldn't. You interjected.
You
that.
said that you guys are talking about outside of human knowledge. So if we can know everything about the universe, if it's not impossible to know everything about the universe, then that's not outside of human knowledge. So what is the thing that we are talking about that is outside of human knowledge?
I mean, you gotta let me land my plane. So
But you
can
were
get
already
to it.
false, so no, I don't have to let you
You know
land your
what?
plane.
You got it. You got it.
Once you're false, you
I think-
you have to start a different argument.
If a God that exists, man, you scared him away. 'Cause
You're-
You won't let him speak.
I mean, he's already false. If you're false, you have to stop, and you have to use a different argument because that argument is false. So it's useless.
Have you ever been wrong in your life? Have you ever been wrong?
Everybody has been wrong. Everybody has been wrong.
So what if you're wrong at this moment?
Well, I know that there are things that I'm not wrong about. Like,
Yeah.
contradictions cannot exist. There's never been a single contradiction that's ever been shown to exist in objective reality, so we don't have to worry about things that contradict existing.
No, I ain't gonna
Like
lie.
singularity?
Singularity is not a contradiction, it's just a failure of math.
So okay. So you mean that the black hole is infinite?
No, of course not. That's just a failure of the math.
You just said that.
No, I didn't. I said
Okay,
it's a failure
the math
of the
goes
math.
on forever.
It's a failure of the math.
Okay, because you're dividing by zero. I mean, why? It's just
No,
going to
there's
a
no
thing.
division by zero. Dividing by zero.
Of course.
say-
So what seems
Hey,
to be the
stop!
matter?
Stop! Dividing by zero does not get you infinite.
So what seems to be the
Stop
matter?
talking. Dividing by
Of
zero does
course.
not get you infinite. It gets you undefined. Infinite is a set. It's not dividing by zero. It's actually not.
This
at
guy is
all.
impossible to
sense.
talk to, man. He's a dumb loser.
Y'all don't understand math, and you're calling me a loser?
You don't have any logics behind your reasonings.
Well, that's just
Nah, but-
false.
How do you spell pi?
Thing he got a lot of medical things going, so I can.
He's just imaginary things, man.
Donald,
He's
Donald, how
delusional.
do you spell pi?
He's delusional, man.
P-I.
Yeah, but I
Unless
mean,
you're
he
talking
thinks
about the
he's a
thing you eat,
wise
and then
guy.
it's P-I-E.
Nah, but look though, the situation he's in, I can see why he's frustrated.
I'm not
irritated,
frustrated.
but
What are you talking about? I'm not frustrated at all.
right, I hear your words, but I'm saying I'm going by your
It's
actions.
his normal behavior, man.
The
He's
volume of my
anxious and
voice has
toxic.
nothing to do with my emotions. You need to
He
get that
always
straight.
wants
The
to be right
volume
and
of my
everyone
voice
else
has
is
zero
a
to
dumb
do with
retard.
my emotions. I can be perfectly calm and still be loud.
You don't ever let anyone else speak, man.
I don't
Yeah,
let people
people
say
lie.
false things.
proves
As
who
soon
you
as
are,
you're
man.
false, as soon as you're
You
false, as
interrupt
soon as you're
yourself.
false.
Yeah, of course. If that gives
Stop
you
talking,
your
stop
God, man.
talking,
Yeah,
stop
you-
talking, stop
you're
talking,
God.
stop
You're
talking.
Well,
you're
that's
above
why
us,
I
man.
said
Stop
let's-
talking. So as soon as
No,
you're
why
false,
would we?
as
You
soon as
can't
you're
just
false, dude,
say
shut up. As soon as
You listen to
shut
me, you
up.
faggot.
As soon as
Listen
you're
to me.
shut up. As soon as you're false,
You're behind me like a child.
as soon as you're false on my stage, you get to
Of
stop talking
course.
about that. You have to go to a different
Your
argument.
behavior is the definition
Dude,
of false.
shut up.
How can you say false when you're the definition
Donald,
of false?
objectively, how do you keep a wormhole open?
He's
Nobody
very
knows,
delusional.
because,
You
well, I
don't
mean,
know?
we know how to do it on a quantum scale. We don't know how to do it on like the scale that you're
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
about.
Quanta.
Explain it. Explain
Who
it
is
then.
we?
Explain
Tell
it.
me, who is we?
We.
Who in your team or in
Okay,
your
okay,
network do you
okay.
know
Dude, you have to stop
that has
talking.
this quantum? Please tell me, who is we?
I'm gonna answer you, but in order for me to answer your question, you have to stop talking. We is the physics community in general. Any PhD in physics that's actively working in the community, that's what I'm talking about. So yes, we understand how to keep a wormhole open on a small scale. We don't know how to do it on a large scale.
Small scale.
Yeah, we've actually built wormholes in the quantum
Built-
simulator.
And went where? Connected to where? Where's the other side?
There are two particles.
We're not talking about Star Trek, right?
There's two particles,
There are
and,
two
and
particles.
they're the things that are connected.
Oh, you talking about the action at a distance?
That's wormholes, yeah.
No, but look, I'll say let's show some grace, Amadi. Like,
I mean, all you have to do is control yourself, dude.
yeah. So yeah, let's just show him some grace, and then this is his room, so
Oh, sure, yeah, thanks, appreciate it.
yeah. But so I'm gonna try to keep it cool, calm, and collect with you. This is the basic of what I'm saying. Like I was saying earlier, right? When it comes, because you make these rooms about God, right? You have
Sure.
this kind of obsession with God.
Not
so
obsession.
the thing is, not in a bad way.
It's not obsessed at all. It doesn't
Right.
match the
What-
criteria,
I'm
so
not
don't
saying
use
it-
that word. Just don't use that word.
Do you know what the definition of obsession is?
Let's look it up together. How about that?
There we go. Let's do it.
Obsession. Is he just gonna say being obsessed with something? The state of being
Yeah,
obsessed
just-
with someone or something?
There you go. So when you
So,
make
Obsessed.
when you make
So
room,
no. What we have to do now is look up the definition of obsessed. That's what we have to do. So calm down.
go ahead.
Cool your
I know you know I'm calm. You know I'm relaxed.
All right. Well then, just slow down.
For sure.
Definition. Preoccupied or fill the mind of someone continually, intrusively, and to a troubling extent. None of that applies to how I run these rooms. When I'm done with this room, I don't even think about these rooms.
I hear you.
So I'm
but
not
people lie
obsessed. So
all the time.
it doesn't match the definition of obsessed. So let's not use that word. Again.
So I'll use another word than obsession. You have this. How can I put it?
Interest. I have an interest.
Yeah, you have a strong interest.
No, I didn't
Compulsive.
say strong. Just interest.
Okay. Anyway, so
Hyper focus.
No, not a hyperfocus, because hyperfocusing is intrusive and it changes your behavior. These rooms don't do that.
Okay, sure. Okay. But yeah, I got me laughing. I forgot what
I mean, just the
so-
definitions of the words that you're using don't match the behavior that I do. You just have
It
to
does, but
understand.
just
No,
not
it
to
doesn't. You have to understand that you don't have access to my fucking motivations.
Right. I hear you.
No, you don't. What did I say?
I don't have access to your motivations.
Okay, let's move on from that then. So don't use
I
any
am
language.
trying to
So
move
from
on.
here on out, don't use any language that invokes motivations with me.
Relax.
I'm perfectly
Relax.
relaxed, you piece of shit.
Oh, I gotta be a piece of shit.
Because you're telling me to do something that I'm not doing.
Is it because
You're
you're a piece
lying.
of shit?
You're lying. You're
Are you
lying.
projecting
You're a
out?
lying piece of shit. Because
Are you
liars are
projecting
pieces
that
of
out
shit.
of you?
Don't lie.
you that
Just don't
liar?
lie. Just don't lie anymore, okay? Just don't lie.
Are you that liar? That's a piece
I
of
don't
shit?
lie. So no, I'm not a piece of shit lying liar like you.
You're lying now.
I'm not lying. I don't lie.
Everybody lies.
I don't even tell my wife that outfit looks good when it doesn't. I tell her it doesn't. I don't lie.
Okay, anyway, let's move on. So like I said,
So just stop using motivations language. That's all you have to do.
I thought we was gonna move on from that.
Now we are.
Okay, so like I was saying, you have a very biased perspective
That's
on life.
motivational language. You don't have access to my motivations. We already agreed to this, so you don't know that I have bias. Demonstrate I have bias.
Okay, in this
Bet
conversation.
anybody $500, he's gonna interrupt in the next.
Every
Yeah, I
time he's
know.
wrong,
It's
I will
okay.
interrupt
It's
every single time he's wrong. Every single time he's wrong, I will interrupt. Just bet on that.
That's definition of bias.
That's not bias. What define bias?
Let's look it up.
Let's do that. This is annoying because we could just.
I know
So,
you're
prejudice in favor of or against one thing, person, or group. So it's not bias at all. It's not prejudice. Whenever you say something that is wrong is when I stop you. So it's after, so it can't be pre. So that doesn't. The words you're saying, the definitions of the words you're saying don't match what the behaviors you're describing. You're just lying.
Okay.
See, that was a lie. I'm not biased.
Sure. Okay.
Because just stopping you when you're wrong is not bias. So that was a lie. How do you not understand this? It's a very simple thing. When you say something, intentionally that is untrue, that's a lie.
But you stop me when I'm telling the truth.
I don't do that, actually. I only stop you when you're
true
wrong. When I
the
can
true color of the
listen,
sun
listen,
is
listen,
white.
listen,
The
listen.
true color of the sun is white.
Listen,
The true color,
listen. Oh my God, can you listen to what I'm saying, please? You accuse me of something and then you don't let me explain myself. When I interrupt because you're wrong, I can demonstrate you to be wrong and I can tell you how you should be right. So I don't just randomly stop you. I only do it when I can demonstrate that you're wrong. And I do that.
Okay. But all I'm saying is it's subjective.
No, there are objectively wrong things to say. That's stupid.
You said objective or facts.
Yes, facts exist in
Earlier.
objective reality.
But what did you just tell him just now?
I told him
There
that
are
there
things that are
are
objectively
opinions that
wrong.
are wrong. Things can be said that are not correct.
Does that make sense? There are opinions that there are things that are wrong. But
Can I
Yeah,
speak,
people can hold
please?
opinions that are
facts
wrong.
are objective.
People can hold
Hello, can I
opinions that are
speak?
wrong.
Buddy.
Sorry to jump in,
Let's
but
just
can
move
I?
on to Charlie because this.
Move on to
Go ahead,
Charlie.
Charlie.
Yeah. So the title says, "What is God?"
That's
I
what it
would say
says.
God is the necessary existence, because in the material world we know that not everything can be contingent. We can't have an infinite
Demonstrate that.
contingent. We cannot have it. Okay, I'll demonstrate logically. Everything we see in the material world leads us to believe they are contingent,
Well,
right?
demonstrate that. That's
So
the thing you're demonstrating. Don't
okay,
repeat yourself. You just
demonstrate
repeated yourself. Don't repeat
there's a
yourself.
physical
Let him
principle.
finish.
Demonstrate that they're contingent.
Let me
Demonstrate
finish.
I didn't hear his theory.
There's a
because he
physical.
repeated himself. He didn't say his
Oh my
theory. He
gosh.
just repeated himself.
I'll state it. There's a principle in physics. It's called Newtonian mechanics.
Newtonian
An
is not
object
the way
stays.
that the world works. Just so you know.
Please, can you?
That's
Well, I
not
mean,
a
you're
principle.
false already, so you're
That's
false.
not a
You should
principle.
stop talking. You should stop being wrong.
Yes,
I don't know
please.
why you want to
Can I
continue
speak,
being
or you
wrong.
want
You
to
are
interrupt
already
me?
wrong. Newton is not how we.
Please,
Newton
can
is.
I
Excuse me.
Please,
Newton
can I
is.
speak,
Excuse me.
sir?
Excuse me. Newton
Can I
is.
speak?
Excuse me. Newton is not how we describe the world. Einstein is how we describe the world. You're already wrong.
No, we can still use like the
No,
principle.
we
The
don't use.
mechanics still
We
hold
do
up.
not use
Einstein
Newton.
doesn't know quantum physics.
Yes, quantum physics and
the
Einstein are
mechanics still
different,
holds.
but Newton and quantum physics are different too.
Hey, Charlie, you
Oh
got.
my gosh! Please,
got-
can I finish?
Hold on,
No,
Charlie,
because
you got-
you
you're
gotta go
talking about.
very
You keep
fast.
You
talking
just
about
interrupted me.
Newtonian physics. We don't use Newtonian physics. Don't
Char-
use Newtonian physics anymore. And then you
Charlie,
can
you got
continue
kids.
talking after you stop using Newtonian physics.
You tell me
Please,
you
can I
don't use it
continue?
with speed.
As long as you stop using Newtonian
I- can I
physics, you can
finish?
continue. But you have to
Can I-
stop
can I
using
finish? Speed
Newtonian
every day.
physics.
How about okay? How
Hey,
about this?
Charlie, you know how you got to deal with kids?
How
Show
do
that
we do
grace.
that?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just like dealing
So
with an
that's-
apologist is dealing with
No,
children that
you're
are like 2 years
dealing with
old.
it.
They just
That's
keep,
what
they
you-
just can't help but keep being wrong. They don't want it to stop
That's
being
what
wrong.
you are, Donald. So
I'm
Charlie,
not
just
wrong,
show
though.
them
Are we done?
grace, please. Don't get
I'm not
frustrated
wrong
and
though.
irritated.
That's the
Okay.
problem.
So okay, so can
Go
I
ahead.
can I finish, please? Can I go?
No,
The
don't
issue-
continue about
It's,
Newtonian
look,
physics. Move on to something other than
you're
Newtonian
panicking.
physics.
I don't know why you're panicking.
I'm not
you
fucking
don't know-
panicking, you piece of shit lying
You
liar.
are.
Yeah, you panicking,
You are.
bro.
Because how do you know I wasn't gonna move on to something else? How do
Because
know?
you said, can we continue,
Yeah,
not can we
Donald,
move on
you're
to
hot
something else.
micing.
So yes,
Exactly.
we can
You're
move
hot
on to
micing,
something else.
Donald.
We
Donald,
cannot
you're hot
continue with
micing.
Newtonian
You're hot
physics.
Michael, Donald.
All right. So since you don't like Newtonian physics, we can talk about Newton.
It's not
but
that I don't
even
like it,
Newton,
it's not how we describe the universe.
But Newton himself, he called.
But it's not how we describe the
Newton-
universe, so it does
oh
not
my gosh,
matter.
please. Please. Newton
No,
himself.
not
Sorry,
please. Stop
Einstein.
talking about
Einstein
Newton.
himself.
But he-
Stop
but he-
talking about
he did-
Newton.
he-
Stop talking about
Sir, look,
Newton.
calm down.
I'm
Calm
perfectly
down.
fucking calm, you
hold
piece
on.
of shit.
Donald,
Stop
Donald.
telling me to calm down. Don't ever tell
Are
me
you
to
high?
calm down again, you lying piece of
Are you high?
shit.
Donald,
Donald.
did your
I'm
father do
perfectly
this to you?
fucking calm, you
Donald?
lying piece of shit. Stop
Donald.
lying
Raising
and
your
just
voice.
do your thing instead of
You're probably
and,
10 and red.
instead of
It's
trying
okay,
to
look,
guess
Donald,
my
would you like to
motivation.
talk about your
Calm down.
childhood?
You don't have access to my fucking motivations.
This is crazy, man. I fully
Donald.
agree.
Yes, because you
You're
won't
reasonable.
just say your argument without using
Okay,
Newton.
let me finish. Let me finish,
No,
please.
I'm not going to let you finish. Stop using Newton.
I'm gonna move on. We're gonna
Yes,
move
move on
to
to something other
Einstein.
than Newton.
Okay. Einstein, when he speaks about a general relativity, right? When he speaks about, he uses an analogy
I don't
of
care about
like
analogies. I
a.
don't need an analogy for general relativity.
And
But
can
you
you
can
please
finish if you
just
want.
All
It's
right.
just going to be useless.
So he himself, Einstein himself, disliked the idea of active nature or active matter,
Cite
in
your
which
source on
matter
that.
acts.
Cite your source on that.
Yes, please.
No. Cite
He
your
says,
source. Please.
oh
Cite
my
your source.
gosh,
Please. Cite your
oh my
source.
gosh, please
Please.
calm
Cite your
down.
source.
Donald,
Motherfucker, what did I say about telling me to do something I already was?
Remember what I
Don't
said,
fucking do
Charlie.
that. What I need you to do, Charlie, is
See?
cite your goddamn source, you piece of shit lying liar. Put the quote in chat of Einstein saying anything about fucking active gravity or active matter. Put the citation in chat. Otherwise, you're fucking lying, you lying liar.
I told you, Charlie, what to say. I told you.
You
bro.
lied. You don't get to lie on my stage. He never said anything about active gravity or active
Right.
matter. Cite your source on that. Otherwise, you're fucking lying.
Yep, you right, Donald. You right about everything.
No, I'm right about this.
So you're not right about everything.
Of course, I'm not right about everything, but this I'm right about.
So how do you
Oh.
know when you're right and when you're wrong?
I have a thing called epistemology and the scientific method that demonstrates what is correct and what is not correct. I don't know why you're laughing. That's how it's done.
No, I just find humor in a lot of things. So
I
it's
invited
not-
you up, Charlie. Just click the accept button. Alex, welcome to the room.
Somebody said, "Is he angry with God because of
I'm
his
not
low-"
angry at all. I'm not angry.
Donald,
The volume of my
Angry.
voice
Donald.
has zero to do with my emotional
Donald.
state. You lying pieces of
Donald.
shit.
Do you
I've
do-
said this over and
Donald.
over.
Donald,
Do you have any
listen to
medicinal
me.
marijuana, Donald?
Donald, listen to me,
I'm
brother.
live on YouTube. Let's not talk about drugs.
Donald, you are smart, but you crash out more than
I'm
any
not
man I've
crashing
ever
out.
met
This
in my
is not a
life.
crash out. You're lying.
Brother,
Yeah,
yes,
you
you
crash
are.
out.
This
a
is
lot,
not
bro.
a crash out. You have no idea what you're talking about.
If you have multiple people saying things,
They can
you're
all
the
be
only
wrong at the
one.
same time. Yes, that's correct. I mean, y'all
So
have
all the
demonstrated yourselves to be wrong over and over and over in my room just now, so I can't trust any fucking thing you say. Y'all
Right.
are
It's-
not credible sources because everything that you said has either been wrong or a lie so
Donald,
far.
masters in physics, getting it right now. I know my stuff. Now, to what they were saying earlier, I agree with you. Newton is not how we describe the world anymore. But
Do you agree that
instead of
Einstein said something about active matter?
no,
Exactly.
let me get to it. Let me get to the point.
Well, no,
if
that was
they
their
don't
lie.
know these things, Donald, if
That
they
was their
don't know
lie.
these
Well, you're
things,
interrupting a
let
science
them-
major.
Donald, he
let them
agreed
talk
with
about it.
Donald.
Let them talk
Shut up,
about
you're
it, and then
interrupting.
show them why are they wrong. You have to show them why
I
they're
did.
wrong.
I did that. I did that.
No, you're interrupting the process.
Not before you interrupt them. Exactly. That's the
I
problem.
cannot show them without interrupting them.
Yes, you
I cannot
can.
show them that they're wrong if they're still talking. That's impossible. I have to be
Donald,
able to
you'll
stop
never
them.
you'll never
I
save
have
the
to
world
be,
like this.
excuse me. I survive in the world just fine. So I have to be able to stop them and tell them they're wrong as soon as they're wrong.
That's not how it works.
Yes,
Donald.
that is how it works here. That is exactly how it works here.
But that's why you're not going to be able to influence anyone.
I have
Because
influenced plenty of people, so you're just wrong or lying.
I think you're lying right now.
Well, no, I can demonstrate that there's at least
I think
at
that
least
you've
6
withered
people that
so
I've
many people
influenced.
into submission from them just being tired talking to you, Donald. If you're really wanting
mean-
me to be honest, I think that's what the issue is.
I mean, if that's what it takes,
I
I'll do
agree.
that. If that's what it takes, I'll do that. I don't like having to repeat myself 5,000 times for a thick-headed theist, but sometimes I have to do that.
You're gonna make an atheist turn Christian.
That's never happened. I can disprove
Well, I mean,
Christianity trivially.
I'm atheistic too, but you know, I'm I like to think I'm a pretty level-headed guy to talk to about these things.
Well, I
But
am too.
you know,
All people have to do is cooperate with the conversation, and I have conversations just like we're having right now. You notice how I'm not emotional? Because the volume of my voice has zero to do with my emotions.
No, those decimals went up.
I can sound just like this and be super fucking pissed off at you and sound just like this. I can yell at the loudest tone to my happiest friend. The volume of my voice has zero correlation with my emotional state. Y'all have to start understanding this. I've been saying it for 4 fucking years.
So what are you saying? You frown and smile at the same time?
That's not at all what I said. No, I said the volume of my voice. I'm not talking about smiling or frowning. I'm talking about the volume of my voice has zero to do with my emotional state. Learn to listen
really,
with the ears that your God that doesn't exist gave you.
actually, that's really interesting, Donald, because I can just look that up. Is an increase in volume correlated to changes in emotion?
And it's going to
Just
be a
quick
general answer.
overview.
It's not going to have anything to do with me.
Why not?
Because it's a general answer. I'm not a general
Why?
person. I'm a specific person. So there
I
are
mean,
these things called.
Wow.
There
I
are
mean,
these things.
I
Listen,
am.
listen,
I mean,
listen, listen,
I'm
listen.
an
You asked me a
individual
question. Let
person
me answer.
too.
Let me answer the question you asked me. There are these things called crowd dynamics in which a group of people is extremely predictable, but a single person not at all predictable.
Okay, Donald. Here's the thing, right? Is if okay, you are an individual person,
Yes.
but the behavior you're exhibiting is a part of the general
But I'm
dynamic.
telling you that this is not that case. I'm telling you that the volume of my voice does not have anything to do with my emotional state. I'm telling you this. And you're just telling me that I'm wrong about my own emotional state, which is fucking arrogant as hell.
I mean, it's arrogant, but it's right.
No,
Yeah.
it's not. Because the volume of my voice, because right now I am super pissed at you. I am so fucking angry at you
And
right
we
now.
can tell.
But the
And I
volume
can
of
hear
my
it.
voice is
I can
fucking
hear it.
quiet. Do you notice that the volume of my voice is fucking quiet, even though I'm fucking angry as hell with you right now? And when I'm happy with you, I can be loud, even though I'm happy with you, you arrogant son of a bitch! Oh my
Why
god,
you laughing,
you
Drills?
all are so fucking arrogant. You think you
This
have
is
access
great,
to other
man.
people's
This is good.
motivations?
Yeah,
You don't
Donald's
have access to my
yeah,
fucking
Donald,
motivations, you
yeah,
piece of shit.
Donald's
You
complaining.
don't have
Donald's
access to my
complaining.
fucking
Yeah, so
motivations, you piece of shit lying liar.
So Donald's complaining modulation with
Move to the
tonality.
audience, Alvin,
Yeah, you're
because you have nothing to
You're
say.
You're
You are just saying word salad. You guys have to
So
understand.
are you. These are word salad.
This is
You
not
are
word salad. This is a very simple fucking statement. I'm going to move you to the audience. This is the
Modulation
last
with
time I can do it. You will never be able to come back on stage, Alvin.
Oh no!
So listen. You have to understand my words. The volume of my voice has absolutely zero correlation with the emotional state of my mind. My mouth and mind are not correlated. I can be quiet while angry. I can be loud while happy. Not correlated. So fucking arrogant. Alex, feel free to come on stage.
Did everybody get kicked down?
No, just one person because he wouldn't shut the fuck up. Charlie got kicked down because he was lying all over and over, and I got sick of talking to a liar. I get tired of talking to liars. It's so fucking annoying. But it's fine for them to come back up if they want to. I invited them. I might not be able to invite them back up. I don't know. But
No,
hey,
I think with your rooms,
T, are you around?
your rooms are entertaining. You make it entertaining.
Yeah, what's up?
Can I make you moderator so you can invite everybody up for me, please?
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you. So everybody is more than welcome to come back up. You just have to stop lying about me. T, is the volume of your voice correlated in any way with your emotional state?
Not usually.
See? I'm right, dumbasses.
So I'll repeat what I said. He is conflating modulation with tonality. We're
That's
not
what y'all
talking
are
about.
doing. That's what
We are
y'all
not
are
talking
doing.
about the tonality in your voice. Speaking like this and speaking like this is the same thing with modulation. We are
Y'all
talking
are
about
the
the
ones that are
tonality.
conflating.
You
Y'all are
can
conflating a
speak in
general
a
with a
low
specific.
tone and show anger in the low tonality.
No, I
So
don't.
once
I'm not
again, when
angry.
we say you sound
I'm not angry. I'm not
we're
angry.
talking about the tonality, not the modulation
I'm not
in your
angry.
vocal cords.
I'm not fucking
So you
angry,
keep
dude.
talking about the modulation.
Okay, you have to fucking stop
Understand the
repeating yourself.
difference
You're
of the
just
two.
repeating yourself over and over. Stop repeating yourself. Stop repeating yourself. Stop
Vice
repeating
versa.
yourself.
Vice
Stop
versa.
repeating
Vice
yourself.
versa.
Stop repeating yourself.
Vice versa.
Shut up. You're just repeating yourself.
It says the person saying, "Stop repeating yourself. Stop repeating yourself. Stop
Yeah,
repeating yourself."
because you
Vice
won't stop
versa.
repeating yourself.
Yes. Vice
Stop.
versa.
Stop.
Vice versa.
Stop. Stop.
Vice versa.
Stop.
Vice versa.
Stop.
Vice versa.
Stop.
Vice versa.
So we have to move on to something else because y'all don't have access to my emotional state. You just don't. It's very annoying talking to you arrogant sons of bitches who think that you know my motivations just from talking to me because you really, really, really don't. I mean, I can't tell you how wrong y'all are every time y'all say anything about my emotional state.
You sound angry right now.
I sound angry right now. That's hilarious. Do I really sound angry? Is this how, like, if I were talking like this to a clerk at the store, would you say, "Oh my God, we should call the cops because this man is angry"?
Yeah. If the person talks like this and they say, "Stop, stop, stop, stop."
Well, that's
stop,
not how
stop.
I was talking when you said that I sounded angry, and that wasn't anger. That wasn't anger. That wasn't emotion. That was Alvin. It was not motherfucking emotion. It was
what you were displaying, which is the equivalent.
T, you're gonna have to move him back up. So Alvin, it was not emotion. It was just I wanted you to stop talking, and I was repeating myself over and over and over because you would not stop talking. There was no emotion there. There was just me wanting you to stop talking. Invite him back up, please.
Yeah, he's invited.
That's cool. Yeah, no, Don, I understand, but I definitely like how you have your own room because I don't think you'll be able to be in any other room.
No, I act
I don't know
differently.
if
I
you'll
have
be
to act
able to
differently in
do it.
everybody else's room because if I acted like this, they'd just.
Because without the
fucking ban me.
mob badge, bro, you gonna lose it.
I don't lose it. I don't get emotional. This is not emotion, you guys.
I hear you.
No, you apparently
JCC,
don't.
what up,
You
man?
apparently are ignoring the words that are coming out of my mouth, and that's frustrating. So that's emotion, but it's because of you ignoring me over and over and over.
Yeah, it's cool. You easily frustrated. It's okay. Hey, JCC.
No, we've been at this for half a fucking hour. That is not me easily frustrated. This is me doing it for half an hour, repeating the same thing over and over and over.
Okay.
That's not easily frustrated. That is fucking patience like Job.
All right. Hey, JCC.
Yo, I'm in an elevator. I don't know if you can hear me or not.
We can hear you.
Oh yeah, it's like kind of like an echo, but it's cool. It's cool. No, I remember you had said something that you said that the universe. What did you? I forgot. It was good though. I forgot what you had said. It was so long ago.
About how it formed.
How it caused everything to be or something like that.
Well, yeah, it exists, therefore other things exist. Now, it existed and expanded from something that already exists.
Okay, yeah. You have one more detail, but I forgot. But I just wanted to remind you. I remember that conversation. It was so long ago, though. So.
Well, I'm glad you remembered it. Good for you. Awesome.
Yeah. Steve, what up, Steve?
Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday, baby.
Had me crave some tacos now. I was trying to figure out what I was about to eat.
I honestly don't want to hear from Steve. That nigga pissed me the fuck off. Hearing that nigga's voice pissed me the fuck off.
Huh? Would you say that again, Mikhail? My bad, I didn't even hear
you. Exactly,
Yo, is that my nigga Galaxy? Yo, Wagwan, my guy. Where the fuck you been?
Fuck,
I see you.
Please,
Yo,
do not tell anybody.
No,
bet.
Won't happen. But yo, much love, my guy.
But like I was saying, Steve, your voice fucking pisses me the fuck off. Thank you.
Well, why is that?
Exactly that. Exactly that.
You said
Well, if
Steve.
anybody understands what he's talking about, I don't.
I'm trying to understand. You said I thought you said JCC's voice irritates you. It's
No,
Steve.
he said I always piss him off, and I said, "Why is that?" And he said exactly that. So if anybody else understands, I don't.
I think he's saying like the voice. You got like a
Oh,
regular voice.
oh, oh! Now I understand. It's the sound of my voice. It's the inflection of my voice. It's the way I talk. It pisses him off. Trust me, he's not the only one. But if you'll notice, he doesn't disagree with what I say. Just the way I say it. I know. I piss a lot of people off the way I talk.
But how can somebody get pissed just because the way somebody naturally?
Hey, man, you got to ask him.
Mikhail, how can what causes somebody's voice to piss you off?
I don't fucking know the way it registers in my fucking soul.
No, that was funny. He said,
Nah, that's a fact though. That's a fact.
no, I get it. Look, as a human, trust me, I get it. I get it. No, I wouldn't let that piss me off
Yeah,
though.
now JCC's the exact opposite. Nobody dislikes the way his voice or sound or his inflections, but a lot of people don't like what he says. No, actually, to be perfectly forthcoming, JCC always makes sense most of the time. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Now,
yeah.
we were talking. I want to see if this, can y'all understand this? So beyond, when it comes to our universe, beyond human perspective, beyond human understanding, beyond human comprehension, there's no way we're going to know about the universe beyond that. Does that make sense?
Well, it's somewhat self-serving because if it's beyond human comprehension, how can you even talk about it? Forget about it making sense. It's beyond our comprehension.
You can conceptualize it, right? But
No, it's
you,
beyond our
yeah,
comprehension.
right.
You can't do
You
anything
can,
about it. No, no,
no,
it's beyond our comprehension.
you can think about it. You can hypothesize about it, but we can't gain knowledge to something that we
Well,
don't have.
no, I mean, to hypothesize about something means to conjure a potential explanation. But if you are at a point of trying to understand something that is fundamentally incomprehensible, it doesn't mean anything to even think about it because it's
That,
not something that's capable of being thought about.
that's exactly what I just said. You just
Right.
said it better than I did.
Yeah, he
Right.
did. He did
Well,
say
you can have a theory
it.
about it and not understand it completely.
Well,
Yeah.
when you say theory, you mean just colloquially talking about something like could possibly happen. Sure. Yeah, that's all I was saying too as well.
Like Sir Isaac. Sir Isaac had a theory,
I honestly say I
but
don't
he didn't know
know.
for sure.
I honestly say I don't know what happened prior to the expansion, right? And
Well,
that's
I
an
kind of
honest
do.
answer.
I kind of do, but I need to interrupt for something off topic for a second. I need to qualify something I said earlier. I said that I go into other rooms and I don't act the same. Well, I do that, but once I get to know the room and I understand whether or not they're going to kick me off for acting the way that I do, I start acting the way that I do if I can get away with it.
Okay.
So, and
Now
I can
you
tell you what happened. I can tell you what happened before the expansion.
okay? Go ahead. I'm definitely interested in that.
So we have this thing called ADS CFT correspondence. It's called anti-de Sitter space conformal field theory correspondence. And what this allows us to do is using the holographic theory, we can remove a dimension. We usually remove time, and we can put, when we remove that, there's space to put gravity in. And gravity, we know, can be repulsive. So the repulsive gravity is what started the initial expansion of the universe.
You know what else would be repulsive?
Lots of things.
I'm going to go back to the statement that something is beyond our comprehension.
It's not that.
Now, if you want to modify that and say, well, we don't understand it now, but we might be able to understand it in the future, or we maybe can hypothesize about it, then it's not beyond our comprehension.
We can
But
understand it right now.
that's not the point. The point was we're talking about something that is, quote, beyond our beyond our comprehension, period. If you're going to make that statement, then it's useless to talk about it
Unless you can demonstrate.
unless you want to modify the statement by saying, well, it might be beyond our comprehension now, but we might be able to hypothesize, think about, learn about it now and in the future. But if you make the statement now, it's beyond our comprehension, then it's a waste of time to talk about it.
I'm making mods, so I'm going to make Steve a mod. So that, would you mind helping me invite people up?
I don't mind, but I'm giving you a warning. It's a mistake. No, I'm just kidding. Of course, I'll invite you. Would just want me to invite everybody up? Or
No, whenever
I
we
don't see
kick
anybody
someone.
raising their hand.
No, whenever. Okay, yeah, you can invite.
Yeah, sure, of course.
What's great?
Yeah,
about
it's
it,
whenever
though,
we
is
kick
it's
somebody. Don't
people-
kick anybody. Let me and T do it, and then you can.
I
invite them
won't
up.
kick anybody to the
Awesome.
goo.
Awesome.
Unless
No, I'm the one that kicks. Me and T are the ones that kick right now. Steve is the one that invites because we have to have one person that invites. Otherwise, we run out of uses.
what can I do? Can I be the secretary or the treasurer?
Sure, you can be the treasurer. I've never made a penny off of this room in 4.5 years.
Hello. But
Actually, it'd be better. You should be secretary, seriously, because secretary keeps all the notes.
That'd be
yeah, but
awesome.
Steve, you know how somebody says, yeah, that's beyond my knowledge. That's not saying that they can't get to know. So saying that's beyond our comprehension, unless I say we can never know, that's not
Comprehension is different than knowledge.
Yeah.
Knowledge means you don't know now, but you could know in the future. Beyond comprehension means we cannot understand it yesterday, today, and tomorrow. We cannot understand it. Period. End of story.
Impossible to understand, and I don't.
Impossible to understand. Thank you.
Yeah,
That's
I
what
don't
it means.
think that exists. I don't think that there's anything in the universe that's impossible to understand, given how simple the rules of the fundamental physics are.
Oh, you can define things like that into existence, like the omega number, for example. That would be the number of steps required to execute a program that you could determine without executing the program itself, because any static analysis would be effectively the same as executing the program step by step. So you can like come up with like mathematical terms that are technically unknowable, but I don't think that actually applies to
but
people
that's
in
just
reality,
a formal.
right?
That's just in a formal system.
Yeah, that's just formal masturbation. That's all that is, right?
But like in objective reality, I don't think that the universe is ununderstandable in any way. I think it's very easily understandable.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think that as far as we have encountered, there hasn't ever been an example of anything in the universe that is not understandable, that we haven't just defined into definition as being ununderstandable.
There's
right?
only one case of that, by the way.
Well, God.
Yes.
So yeah, I looked up comprehension. It's saying the action or capability of
Understanding, yeah. That's what we said. Understanding is comprehension. Knowledge is just you can demonstrate something, you know it to exist. See, I can know that quantum field theory explains everything there is to explain about the quantum realm, but I don't understand all of quantum theory. I don't know if anybody understands all of quantum theory, but there are people who understand each little bit of it. Excuse me? Who? Who said that they do understand all of quantum theory?
I thought I heard him say, I can feel it, is what I thought I heard him say.
Oh. Well, yeah, everybody feels the electromagnetic force. You don't feel the strong nuclear force, though.
But you gotta try harder.
There's no trying. Your neurons are too big to feel it. And they're not constrained in the nucleus like the strong nuclear force is. The strong nuclear force is constrained to the nucleus of the atom. So you don't feel it. Nothing feels it except for the quarks.
Oh, I love quarks.
Quarks are awesome.
Yo, Dom.
They change flavors. Yeah, what's up?
I got a question. Are you similar in personality to like Sheldon Cooper from The Big Bang Theory? Do you think so?
My wife would agree to a limited extent.
Because like this guy just threw like the most sarcastic statement I've ever heard right at you, and you just didn't get it, I guess.
What was the sarcastic statement?
Just the one about the strong nuclear force. Just try harder. Just try harder.
Oh, try harder. Oh.
Just try
Yeah, I
harder.
don't get jokes. I don't understand jokes. If you warn me ahead of time, I'll get the joke. You just gotta warn me ahead of time. I don't get jokes. Social cues are like alien to me.
Well, they're overrated.
I agree. We don't need them. So does anybody want to talk about God? That'd be cool.
That sounds controversial.
Got a few people in the audience. Feel free to come on stage. I'd love to have a conversation.
Nobody's raising their hand at this time, boss.
Yeah. David, welcome back. Are you in the bottle? David, you're muted, in case you didn't notice. Okay. Guess David doesn't want to talk. I am all out of my bottle. My bottle is sadly empty. There's like a couple drops left. I could scavenge, I suppose. Ow. Why does everything have to hurt so bad? That Everclear gets me sometimes, man. If anybody was curious, my liquor of choice is Everclear.
That is some nasty shit. Let me tell you that.
Walmart and other grocery stores sell this concentrated fruit juice, and I have watermelon and strawberry, and I squirt that in it. Tastes like a fruit drink.
I mean, I don't even like that stuff that's 150 proof. What the hell is that called again?
Bacardi 151.
Bacardi 151?
Bacardi 151 or something else, yeah.
I mean, you guys are fucking old school if you're bringing up Bacardi 151. They haven't made that shit since fucking 1999, guys.
You can't be serious. They stopped making it?
Yeah, no, they haven't sold Bacardi 151. I'm a rum collector, I know.
Wow.
Oh.
I have bottles of Bacardi 151.
That would be why I couldn't get it at a bar when I asked for it, like, 15, 20 years ago now, I suppose.
Right,
My favorite rum is, I like Bacardi 8. That's my favorite.
Yeah, if I go anything above 80 proof, if I have more than one shot, and sometimes even one shot, my stomach just, yeah.
I make my own wine, and my wine is 16%.
Most wine is 13.5%, right? So your wine's a little higher than average.
Yep.
Oh, no, I'm sorry, pardon me. No, that's right, 13.5%.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
like 8 to 13.
Most wine is
it's
like
called something else. I don't remember what it's called anymore, but below 8 is called a different thing.
By the way, I'm starting to think that Guthrie, the kidnapping, is an inside job, and she may have never even been moved. It's starting to sound to me like a Benet Ramsey situation.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
There's been a kidnapping?
They need to give the family a polygraph.
They need to search the house is what they need to do. I'm starting to think she was never taken from it.
Yeah, she's at the Holiday Inn in Tucson.
And then, by the way, Donald, if you didn't know, she's been missing for about 9 days now. Her pacemaker pacemaker communication was turned off. The house cameras were turned off before she was taken. We're also finding out now that there apparently was a 12 to 14 hour delay from when the family found out she was missing till they reported it missing.
There's ransoms.
6,000 Bitcoin, which also if any of you know Jeremy, and whatever you think about Jeremy, he is an expert on Bitcoin. And the press has reported that they've made a demand for 6 million Bitcoin. There's been no ambiguity about it. But Jeremy, according to Jeremy, if you wanted to be anonymous, you wouldn't ask for it in Bitcoin because Bitcoin is totally traceable.
Utterly and completely public.
Yeah. Now, Steve, don't confuse expertise for zealotry.
Okay,
also
okay.
very
Jeremy is
transferable,
a
though.
zealot. He is not an expert.
Oh, fair enough. No, very good point. Very good point. But T, do you agree that Bitcoin is totally traceable?
Absolutely, it's a public ledger.
Yeah, it's 100% traceable.
Which, if you wanted to remain anonymous, you would demand some type of other cryptocurrency. You wouldn't demand Bitcoins.
There
Yeah,
are
like
private
Monero or
cryptos.
something,
There's
right?
definitely private cryptos. Sorry.
Yeah, but if you once you start to change it from Bitcoin to Ethereum and different things, and it gets messy.
It's transferable,
Try to
but
trace it.
once you start with Bitcoin, you can transfer it all the way. You can track it all the way to the end. The Bitcoin itself imparts a tracking number into the next transaction, into the next, that persists the whole way.
It's a blockchain.
Well,
Did
I
you
mean,
say
I'm even
black-
talking
the
once you
blockchain?
transfer it out of Bitcoin, you have to transfer it to cash to get rid of the Bitcoin tracking.
Well, yeah, you can do things like buy art. So at the end, you're not going to really find it. Depends on the route that they take. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it has to
Yeah, I
be
mean,
transferred to
you can
physical.
You can do
have to get it out of
on-chain
cyber.
swaps to like Monero, and then once it's in Monero, it's gone effectively because the next transfer out is no longer traceable. So the on-chain swap to Monero is just the next obvious move once you got Bitcoin, right?
Wait a minute. My kitty cat's like right at my feet. She's usually not. She's usually like laying down. Maybe I'm not.
Yeah, I'm seriously starting to think that she's still on the property somewhere.
This seems like the family says they're willing to pay the ransom, which means they have money. I mean, does she just not want to wait until they die?
Yeah, we have no idea if they fed her to pigs, if they put her in acid.
Do you think that? Well, I mean, do you think that she's dead, Steve?
Do you remember Joanne Benet Ramsey or whatever her name was?
I don't remember if she died or not. Jean Benet Ramsey. Oh yeah, she died. The child. Yeah, she died.
No. They reported her missing, and then she was found stiff as a fucking board in a closet or whatever like that on the premises.
Worse, actually.
I think she's dead, and I think she's still on the property, and that's what I think. But hey, I could be wrong. That is what I think, though. She is dead and on the property somewhere.
That sucks, man. How old is she? Do you know?
84.
Wow.
84, 86. I think 84.
So you think she died when the heart pacemaker thing stopped?
I don't think she died of natural causes,
Well,
if that's what you're asking me.
No. I'm saying when. You think that when?
No. My understanding is that the pacemaker communication and the live video feed were turned off like right at the same time.
So do you think that's when she was killed?
I think that's when she was, let's say, abducted or
and then maybe something happened later that got her killed.
Yeah. And I think it's an inside job.
I get it. Like the family did it.
Oh, somebody living on the premises, or someone who has had access to the premises.
Yeah, if they got money, they're gonna have like a crew. What is it called?
I think unfortunately she's dead as a doornail and on the premises, and it wouldn't surprise me if she's chopped up into 10 pieces. But whatever.
Sucks. That really sucks.
Chopped up and buried.
But hey, that's why I don't want to live long enough to become a burden to my family. That's exactly why I'm going to Switzerland. That's the whole reason that they would have done it. I mean, there's no other reason to do it than that she's a burden on the family and they didn't want to take care of her anymore.
Yeah. No, and Donald, to piggyback on what you're saying, my will and or whatever, it's all ready to rock and roll. I've got 2 kids. They split it all 50-50. I've got one of my brothers who's an attorney, the executor of the state. It's all ready to rock and roll. My kids get everything split 50-50.
I've made it even simpler than that. I have no kids, no possessions, hardly of any kind except for this computer and a couple things from my childhood, and all my money's in me and my wife's name as a joint account. So I have zero possessions essentially.
Well, then I guess you're a better man than me
Well, no, this
because
is not
I've got real estate, I've got stocks,
Yeah,
I've got money.
I don't have that.
But yet, at the same time, y'all are both equal in value.
I don't know about that. I think
Is that true?
Steve's rooms are way better than mine.
I'm pretty sure everyone's equal. It's just that some people are more equal than others, right?
Some people.
Donald, I wouldn't say my rooms are better. They're clearly different. I don't claim my rooms are better than anybody else's, but they're different. They're different.
In my room, half the people leave because their ears hurt.
Sometimes we gotta learn how to take accountability.
Yeah, people need to learn how to control themselves. That'd be awesome, but apologists just don't have the ability. I've tried and tried.
Yeah, so
I've been trying for 4 years to get apologists to control themselves.
Yeah, that's why I say I can't tell somebody how to be if I'm not being that myself. So that's why it's gonna be hard because people got to see an example of it, not just you tell them. You got to set the example. If you're not setting that example, ain't nobody gonna take your word serious. That's why.
Well, I mean,
4 years,
I'll let people interrupt me when I'm wrong, but they have to demonstrate that I'm wrong. We'll stop and talk about it until we figure it out. That's how honest I am. That's how you have it. Hang on 1 second, Congressman. One sentence. One sentence. So that's how you have an honest conversation. Is that whenever you're wrong, you admit it, talk about it, and try and figure out what's wrong, and then move
Donald,
on.
hello.
Hey,
hello, Donald.
Hey, Congressman.
Donald, am I live on your YouTube right now? Hello.
You sure are, buddy.
Donald, Donald, if you haven't guessed, that's Kidover. So just so you know, I'm not going to bounce him. It's Kidover.
Don't yell. No fucking yelling, dude.
Hold
Don't
on,
yell.
what the heck was that?
That's Republican.
That was John Kidover.
Yeah, he's also known as Republican, and now he's going by Congressman. He's getting a promotion, apparently.
Okay.
Maybe next time he'll be senator.
But no, I don't think a lot of us are able to accept if we're wrong.
I can. I accept when I'm wrong all the time.
I accept that I'm wrong all the time and immediately when pointed out to me.
He's
my mother says I'm never wrong.
Steve himself has accepted that he's wrong from me a couple of times. Remember when I demonstrated that we had dogs past 10,000 years ago?
Yes.
See, he admitted it, and we're cool.
That's what's up.
I thought the pharaohs always had cats, not dogs.
Well, I
always admit when I'm wrong immediately.
I was talking about China.
Yeah, that's why I said when I make a general statement, if the shoe don't fit, it don't fit. But when I see people start to defend themselves, it kind of gives me in the perspective of, okay, there's some type of what I'm saying is affecting them in some way where they have to defend it. Like for me, right, if something is being said and I know that's not me, I don't even have to say anything because it's because the thing is when it comes to truth, I don't have to, like, for example, right, somebody come up and say my shoes dirty. If my shoes are clean, why would I have to defend my shoes? Like, why would I have to be like, no, they're not. No, just, okay, that's just how you think, but I know the reality. So,
Well, dirty is subjective. Dirty is subjective.
Yeah,
Hold on,
well,
David.
the problem is here, is that whenever one party is demonstrably correct and the other party just ignores what the other person is saying, then you have to keep talking about it until one person admits that they're either wrong or just not accepting.
There you go. But that kind of wasn't what I was talking about, but I agree with you on that part.
Yeah. But if I can demonstrate somebody to be wrong, I'm going to stop them from speaking at that moment because anything that they build on top of what's already wrong is still going to be wrong. Just like I learned in 3rd grade, if any part of the sentence is false, the entire sentence is false.
Okay. This how I do it though. Like if I see someone is wrong, I allow that person to express themselves fully.
I don't care. It's not your room.
I never said a word. I'm not saying it to say.
I run my room differently than what you would do. So.
No, I'm not trying to. I'm not competing or comparing myself with you, bro.
I know. This is a pointless conversation because it's not going to change.
Okay. I'm not trying. I'm just having a comment. If we want to talk about something else, we can talk about something
Yeah,
else.
I want to talk about something other than meta, please. James, welcome back.
All right, go ahead. Change the combo. What you
I'd
want to
love
talk
to talk to a theist about God.
about? Oh, that obsession with God thing. Okay,
I'm
you
not
got it.
obsessed. I don't match the definition of the word obsessed when it comes to God. Remember
To me,
we looked it up and everything, and I told you I don't
yeah,
match those things.
yeah. To
So
me, you
stop
do
saying
though.
that. You're lying. Every time you say that, you lying liar, pants on fire,
I see
sinner.
you the same way.
Lying's
So
a sin.
yeah, I look at you as a liar. So
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
also a
lie.
lie.
I don't lie. Demonstrate
you
one
do
lie
lie.
that I've said that doesn't involve your God.
I don't have a God.
Whoa, wow. That's another sin.
So you're not a theist?
I don't take on these identities,
Oh,
theists,
Jesus.
atheists. That's all irrelevant.
So
Well, let's try
demonstrate one
this.
lie.
Let's try
One
this.
lie.
Do
What
you
else, man?
believe in God?
No, I don't subject myself to belief.
All right,
So
that's
Belief.
fine.
you don't believe in God, just so I understand, correct?
I don't believe in I. Hold on.
He's a higher
I say
power
it like
guy.
this,
He's a
right?
higher power guy. So the one,
Donald,
what was it that I
Donald,
said that was a
Donald.
lie? What was it that I said?
You over talking me.
I want you to tell me what it was that I said that was a lie.
You don't easily get frustrated.
No, I don't
That was
easily get frustrated.
okay. I gave you an example, so can we move on?
I don't easily get frustrated. That's not a lie.
Okay. So Steve,
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you just
I
can't.
don't.
Okay, you're gonna call me a liar and just not be able to give me a lie. Got it?
If you're not okay, Donald, you're not a liar. Okay. Can we move
Thanks.
on?
Appreciate that.
I still have my perspective though that you are, but I just for
But
sake
your
of
perspective
conversation.
is wrong, just so you know.
Cool. And I think yours is too. So who
All right,
cares?
you should have ended it with "You're not a liar" and just
I
dropped
should
I
have.
it.
can
JC, you
demonstrate that my
definitely right.
perspective is correct. Everything that I believe I can demonstrate.
That was
You
my
Holy
cannot.
cow! Let's arm
You're
wrestle,
the one that
please.
can't demonstrate the
Fucking
things that they
A.
say,
Yeah.
not me.
Now
God
JC, see, that
damn,
was my
dude.
ego. That was
I
my
know.
ego.
I called it out, bro. I called it out.
But
We all
Steve,
have
so
egos.
yeah, I'll admit that was. But so Steve, what I was saying,
Yes, sir.
yeah. So the reason I don't take a position of being a believer or non-believer is because, and this is the parable, right? Just
You
like
just don't
for
believe.
example, right? If you got sports, right? I have no knowledge on how to play basketball. So I can't take a position of point guard, shooting guard, small.
You,
I don't
you,
believe that. I
no,
don't
you
believe what
know
you
how to
just said. I think
play.
you're lying.
You
And
I
know
I
how
think
to
you're
I
play.
lying.
respect that's cool, and I
Steve,
respect
you
that.
ever been to
May I
basketball games?
may I prove that you're lying?
Yeah, you can when I'm done.
No,
I
now.
love that.
Oh,
No,
okay.
no, now.
I'll wait till you're done to prove
No,
that you're a
now.
liar.
If he's wrong now is when we deal with him being wrong. Steve, can you demonstrate him
Okay,
to be
fine. Okay. Just to recap, you said you have no knowledge of how to play basketball. Is that correct?
That's what we about to aim the
No, no,
conversation
no. The
upon.
question, it's a yes or no question. Did you just say 60 seconds ago you have no knowledge how to play basketball? Did you say that?
That's what he
Yes,
said.
for sake of in real life I do have, but
No,
I'm
no,
just
no.
for sake of
The
conversation.
question is, did you just say that?
Yes, I did, my
Oh
brother.
Okay.
gosh.
And now, so here's my follow up and last question. Are you telling me that you don't know the object of basketball is to put the basketball in the basketball hoop? You don't know that?
That's not what I'm saying. If I
No, no,
said
no.
that,
That was a question.
That's what you said.
That's what you said,
yeah,
buddy.
That was a question. Are you telling me you do not know that the object of basketball is to put the basketball in the basketball hoop? You don't know that.
yes, I do know that,
Oh
brother.
Then
gosh.
you do have some
Another
knowledge of
lie.
basketball.
Another
Thank
lie.
you.
Another fucking lie.
It's just a parable.
We
Do y'all
don't
know
do
what a
parables
parable
here.
is?
Okay, hold on.
You're not
So
fucking
now,
Jesus.
based on that, whenever you tell us something, we have to decide for ourselves whether or not it's the truth, a lie, or a parable.
I will let you know just like I did before. It's a
You
parable.
didn't let me
You
know if it
didn't
was a
though.
lie, the truth, or a parable when you said you had no knowledge of basketball.
You didn't do that.
Okay.
You didn't. I
This
was
is a
there.
it's
Yeah,
cool.
we can't read
And
your
now
minds.
you understand why some people don't like the way I talk.
I love it. I just wish
Me
I had more
too.
self control,
See,
but I
this is
love
Love.
it.
why.
That's a
This is
strong word.
exactly why. Whenever someone is wrong, we deal with it right then, and we don't wait until 5 minutes down the road. We deal with it
Okay,
right then.
so again, it's a parable.
Okay,
It's a
well, next
parable.
time, be more specific.
That's why
Beforehand,
this
say,
is the
And
I'm
in
next
the
about to
time.
tell a
future,
parable.
anytime you talk, unless you say
Oh my
otherwise,
goodness.
I'm going to presume that everything you say, everything is a parable unless you tell us otherwise.
Oh,
Thank
so
you.
it's the backwards. Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Wow.
That
You
just
think
means you're not
I'm
credible
crazy?
anymore.
That's for our own safety.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I really, I
Nothing
don't.
personal.
your
Yeah,
words are
that's
just
why.
not
Look,
credible
I would
anymore.
never meet y'all and realize I already don't give a fuck about y'all opinion. But all I'm saying
You think we give a
is
shit
it's a
about you in real
conversation,
life?
right? I know. So that's cool. I'm living a very happy life, so that's
You think we
cool.
give
So
a
look,
shit? I don't give a shit.
thank you. That's my point. I don't give a shit about how y'all. I just want to talk and have a conversation. I
Yeah,
really
and
don't give
We're
a
here's our
trying,
point.
but you keep lying.
My point. At
Oh my
least my
goodness.
point.
You keep
I am
lying.
very famous. I am very famous for doing my best to keep it as simple as possible. But because I keep it as simple as possible, I want it as exact as possible.
So I'm going to throw a monkey
Gotcha.
wrench into the spanner. So the one,
And by the way,
Spanner
JCC,
is
if I haven't
right.
told you, I love your monkey wrench.
yeah. So I got a monkey wrench, bro. When you say it's a parable, right? When
Yeah.
you say it's a parable,
hmm
define parable in this context.
Oh shucks. I'm not
So
gonna do that. You're gonna
using
get
something
examples. I'm
to,
making a prediction. You're gonna get nothing but examples.
so just using a scenario to make a point, using
Okay.
What did
a
I
hypothetical.
say?
Okay.
That's not what a parable is.
So hang on. Do you accept or not accept this definition? A parable is a short, realistic, didactic story designed to teach a moral, religious, or ethical truth, often featuring human characteristics. Is that a definition that you accept or deny?
Yes, I can accept that.
I accept that
Great.
also,
Wait.
JCC.
So how
Great.
does
So
what
when
you
you say basketball is a parable, you're saying basketball is a reality and you understand it. So you
No
d-
JCC, no JCC. He
I mean,
said,
I can
Hang
finish
on.
excuse me.
it.
This
Let
is
Steve
what he
go.
said is a parable. Hello, he has no knowledge of
That's what
basketball.
was the
That's the
parable.
parable.
Yeah. How
That's
does
not what
that
I'm.
Oh,
equal
that's a
what the
parable?
definition of parable
JCC, no,
is?
that's. Oh my goodness. Can I say what I said, please?
I
Y'all
mean, we
telling
all
me what I
heard what you
said?
said. You've been trying to defend
I
yourself
know,
ever
so
since because it was a
I can
stupid
We
fucking
repeat
not
it.
only
statement.
heard it, I confirmed it. That's why I confirmed it.
Oh, you people are interesting. Okay, so look,
You
all I'm
people, what
saying
does that
is
mean?
Steve and
Whoa,
Donald.
you people.
Yeah, Steve and Donald, you guys are interesting. So what I'm saying is the parable I'm saying is me having the knowledge on how to play the game, not having knowledge on the game itself, on how to play the game. That's
Those are
the
the same
parable.
thing.
That's
Oh
right.
my
Putting the
goodness.
basketball in the basketball hoop. That's how you play the game.
The stuff that happens in between is strategy, not
You
basketball.
guys get stuck on the most stupidest stuff.
No,
Oh,
you're
yeah.
Can I
saying
It's
just get
really
to the
nonsense.
stupid to
point?
say this is how you play basketball. You put the ball in the hoop.
Everything
We
else in
were
between is
talking about
strategy.
belief.
Hey, the one,
We went
everything
from
else,
talking about
the
belief in
one, shut
God
up. Shut up and listen.
to
Listen. Everything else in
I'm
between is
listening, bro.
strategy. That's not basketball.
That's
Okay,
right.
so the
It's all
knowledge on the
strategy, man. It's
strategy.
all strategy.
Oh my God. Let me think of another prayer because y'all.
Yeah, why don't you think of another parable?
I can't
That'd
even
be a
get
good
to
way
the
to go.
point,
I
Just
mean,
take
bro.
look,
this
you
one.
can go back to baseball. The game is really easy. You catch the ball, you hit the ball, you throw the ball.
Think of like
Everything else is strategy.
think of
Everything
the
else is
tortoise and the
strategy.
hare.
Well, there's more to
The
baseball. You got to
bases
run the
might be
bases.
involved.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got to run the bases. You got to come home. Yeah, JCC,
Yeah.
you are right. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
So I
So
don't have
So
knowledge on that,
basketball's
right?
more complex than baseball. Or sorry, the other way around. Baseball's more complex than basketball.
You know what? If
yes,
y'all want to talk about sports, y'all got it.
I
Go
don't
ahead.
like sports
it was
balls.
just
I don't know why the fuck
okay.
we're talking about sports balls.
You're the one who started with the basketball,
I
bruh.
know, but we were talking about belief in God and not belief in God. That's
Okay,
what I'm
so
trying
Well,
to
then
say.
that one
you said
failed.
I don't
you
want
s-
to. I don't.
so
Yeah, you struck out.
you hang
Missed
on.
the
You said
basket.
so
I
the
got
one.
it.
Hey, the one. Hey,
AC struck out.
hey, the one. You
Hit
said
the
What's
rim.
earlier.
up?
Hey, the one. You said earlier that you don't subject yourself to beliefs. What do you mean by that?
That doesn't
So,
make
not saying
sense.
I don't have beliefs,
Everybody
but
has beliefs.
oh my goodness,
Well, you said something wrong.
you people are
Well,
interesting.
in all
You people,
fairness,
what does that mean? You keep saying you people. What does that mean?
he's referring to
You.
people that are interrupting
I
him.
know, but they do
So
it to me all the
Yeah.
hang
time,
on.
so I don't
In
care.
all, okay, great. You don't care. So in all fairness, the only way we can have a productive conversation if we allow somebody to finish their point.
Thank you.
I was just
That's
interjecting.
all
He
I'm
could have kept
asking.
going. He could have just kept
It's
going.
hard.
Yeah, I can do that too. If you keep interrupting, you can't keep going, can you? Can you keep going if I keep interrupting? Hey, go ahead, keep going. I'm going to keep interrupting and you keep going. Let's go. I'm going to interrupt. Oh, what was that? I'm sorry. Keep going. Keep going. Come on, keep going. Why are you not talking? Is there a problem there?
But I said
Just
I
keep going.
interjected.
Keep going.
I said I
Oh, just keep
interjected.
going.
I
Or
interjected.
just keep going.
But
Just keep going.
He
Okay,
could've just
interject.
kept
Now keep
going.
going.
I
Keep
stopped
going.
talking. But I
Okay,
stopped
keep going.
talking. But I stopped
Keep going.
talking.
Keep going.
I interjected and then I stopped talking, JCC.
No, that was good, JCC. But
I know it's good.
what I'm saying, so when I say
But it doesn't
I don't
represent
sub-
what happened, so it was a lie.
JCC is very good.
Yeah, he is. But so JCC, what I was saying when I say I don't subject myself to belief, not saying I don't have them. I have beliefs, but what I'm saying is, to me, my beliefs are irrelevant. If I say I believe in God, that doesn't mean hold no value. If I say I don't believe in God, it holds no value. What holds value is me having a conversation about it and learning from the conversation. That has nothing to do with I believe or not believe. It's just me gaining knowledge and understanding from other people's perspective and not just my own. So that's what I mean when I say I don't subject myself to my belief.
And I understood everything that you said, and I believe, with all due respect, that what you say is not only disingenuous, but I believe it has a purpose. And what I believe the purpose is, and I very well could be wrong, only you know, is to prevent you from having to make a commitment during the conversation. For example, someone asked me, do I believe in God? I yell it loud and proud. Hell no, I'm an atheist. But if somebody asks you, and then I'll land it here, if somebody asks you, do you believe in God? Well, that's not important. Let's just talk about it and we'll see where the conversation goes. That's the difference.
Yeah, you're wrong. And I can explain. If you can, you say you can accept when you're wrong, so hopefully you can accept this. The reason you're wrong is because I don't mind taking on a position, but it's just that I have no position to take on that is fully convincing. Like a believer in God is not a convincing position. A non-believer in God is not a convincing position. Both sides, to me, really kind of beyond their human perspective, don't know what the fuck they talking about. So when it comes to how the universe came into being, who did it, and all that, I don't think a non-believer or a believer has that full
I
understanding.
have that answer.
So what is it?
And I want to respond very quickly,
Okay.
and then I'll land. I am sorry that you don't think I know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Just when it comes to
Now,
God.
excuse me, you just said if you take a position either way, you don't believe either side knows what the fuck they're talking about. Quite frankly, I think that's an insult, but that's okay. And I think you're clear. I think you're clearly wrong because many people have taken a position or a side and do know what the fuck they're talking about. Thank you.
James, you wanted to go?
Yeah, I'm just curious about what he thinks a convincing position is. And then you kind of shot yourself in the foot by begging the question by who in the creator of the universe, right? Or caused the universe. So it's not a who, it's a how. Right?
What if there is no cause to the universe? The universe
Right, exactly.
transforms the way energy transforms.
So the one, what would be
if we're in a simulation?
What would
I'm
be?
you don't have to
What would be a convincing position that someone can hold?
An objective one.
We have lots of those.
Objective position, like the Earth exists objectively. Is that a convincing?
No, when it comes to what if there's a God or not.
See, well, that's unfalsifiable. So that's a position.
I mean, the ones that have scripture can be disproven.
Yeah, so that's a position that's not objective, right? It's a very subjective position. People can hold a belief, they can claim they know, and they can have a convincing position based on how they represent it, right? And even if they are convincing, that doesn't make that claim actually true in objective reality. So we have a problem.
There you go.
That's why arguments are not evidence. They're just
but this
a way
getting boring,
to get
so
to
y'all have a black
an analysis.
It's getting boring.
Now it's getting boring.
It is, because it's like y'all take something so simple and just make it more than.
I mean, it's not simple. It's just not simple.
I cleared it up. Did you not understand how?
No, JCC. No, not you personally.
Okay, cool.
I'm just saying the way that
He means those people.
He means those people. Yeah. You people. So
mainly
I'm you people
Donald.
now. It's just me. I'm the only one that's you people now.
Steve,
basketball player. Don't be a basketball player, Donald.
yeah, don't be that. But
I've got
Steve,
some to take care of business, but if you want me really quickly, go for it.
no, you could no. Please go handle your business.
I'll come back. I'll come
Yeah,
back.
I
thank you.
played basketball
But,
when I was in like what, seventh
but
grade, 8th grade.
I want
I
to.
didn't like it.
Well, JCC, you might. So what I was leading to, what I was saying, right? What I was saying is, when it comes to God, I don't have no knowledge of God, right? I
do.
have. Right, you do. I'm not speaking about Donald right now.
I was just interjecting. That was me
I
throwing it
know,
in and
but I
stopping.
just.
Well, that's honest to
And
say you
then,
don't have knowledge, right? So you
can
don't
I
have
just
knowledge
finish?
of. Sure, go ahead.
Thank you, because Donald cut me off. So
I
what
just interjected.
I'm.
I spoke and then stopped.
I know, but I'm not speaking
Just
to
keep
you
going.
personally
Just
right
keep going. All you have to do is keep going.
now. Okay, so what I'm saying is, because I have no knowledge of God, I don't take on a position of I
You
believe
can have
or
an
not.
opinion though.
Yes, I never said I didn't have an opinion.
Yeah,
That's why I had
he
these conversations.
strictly
Oh my
separates
goodness.
beliefs and knowledge. Strictly. Even though one's a subset of the other.
Sure. So all that JCC, simply all I'm saying is to not make it even more complicated than it need to be. Because I have no knowledge of God, I don't take on a position of a believer or non-believer. I hear the conversations, I look at the reasoning, the logic, and I
Hey, the
use
one. Do you
that.
think things can be disproven?
Can things be disproven? Sure.
Ah, okay.
Ah, interesting.
I can disprove gods.
Yeah, you gave your explanation already to me, and I took it in, and I hear you. But if you're gonna keep repeating it, I'm not interested in repeating.
What did I tell you that you think I'd repeat? Oh, you just don't want to talk about it. Okay, you're just gonna throw an accusation out there and just not defend it. Got it. Just get all frustrated that I called you out on something that I don't
But no,
understand.
I'm not frustrated on that. I'm just frustrated. I feel bad, not for you, but just like this room not being able to really flowing conversation about that.
That's not true. I have
It's
useful
really
conversations
So it's
in
not
this room
you.
every single day with hundreds of people. Literally, I've had 335 people here in this room
Thousands.
today. I've had useful
that
conversations
you
with
yelled at,
literally
kicked
thousands
down,
of people. So it's
and
clearly
got
not
mad
me.
at it and called them shitheads. You called them shitheads. You called them
Yeah, I'll
all these
insult people when
things.
they insult me. I retaliate. I don't
Nobody
instigate.
insults you though.
Yeah,
You do
yeah,
the
they
insulting.
did. So
You
whenever you
insulted me.
don't, whenever
I
you,
never insulted
hang
you.
on one sec. Whenever you ignore a question that I ask and answer a question I didn't ask, and that's useless, that's wasting everybody's time, and that's insulting to me.
And you do the same
Ooh.
thing.
Whenever you interrupt for no reason, whenever you don't have a valid reason for interrupting, that's insulting to me, and I retaliate.
And that's what you do to people.
No, I always have a reason for
Ooh.
interrupting. I will always demonstrate why you're wrong whenever I interrupt you.
So when
And
I
tell
was
you how
speaking
to
to
be right, whether you
JCC,
accept it or not is up to you.
when I was speaking to JCC and you interrupted to say something about you, that was relevant.
I interjected. That was me throwing a comment out and then stopping talking. That was an interjection, not an interruption. Those are two different things.
Correct.
Wow.
I even made it clear that I was just interjecting when James, but just before and just after James went on his rant. He could have just kept talking, like right now. You could have just kept talking.
JCC, if JCC there, I'll talk to JCC. If anyone else wants to say anything, it's kind of getting boring now.
I
Anybody
agree.
else
I
want
fucking
to?
hate meta. I fucking hate meta. That's
Yeah,
all
this
any
is.
apologist wants to do is start talking about meta. They'll do anything they can to start a meta conversation.
Yeah, Donald. You just got to take more accountability on your own actions.
Well, I take accountability for all my actions. And I'd like you to demonstrate me not doing that. Because that'd be amazing. Just give me a timestamp. I've got hundreds of hours of conversations on my YouTubes. It's pinned at the top. Yeah, still pinned at the top. So give me one example.
He's gone.
Oh.
It's all good.
What was the clip?
He accused me of something. I don't remember what it was now. So, is there any, Tim, you're here. Is there any other theists on stage or in the audience who would just love to talk about the God that they believe in? My computer is already lagging. Do I have any mods left? Theists?
God is a mental concept construct. It only exists in the minds of those who believe it.
I'm going to restart my program because my computer's lagging. I need to cool off my computer. Unplugging it will help.
Understanding of what the God is to them. But you have the idea of what God is to you, which is nothing.
Was fictional.
No, it doesn't exist.
Yeah, it doesn't exist. It's not the same as it's nothing. Nothing is like the opposite of something. If there is no something, then the opposite of it is just fiction.
But even nothing is something.
But we wouldn't be able to converse about it if it didn't exist.
Oh, we could talk. We'd have discussions about mental concept constructs.
Hey, James, how about that unicorn? I mean, do you think that it farts? Do you think that it farts rainbows or shits rainbows?
I think that's where Skittles, the candy Skittles,
Fuck
it's because of unicorns. Yeah.
Hell yeah. See, we can talk about shit that doesn't exist. That's goofy. Don't say goofy stuff.
Hello. Is this thing on?
How are you?
Hey, Donald, can we not engineer a unicorn?
Well, we don't know that
Engineer?
unicorn.
Maybe.
When you say wait, man. When you say, hey, Neville, we hear you. Yes, hello. You can say hello. Very good.
Genetically edit.
So, well,
probably
that's
not.
kind of hard. To
Just
make
magic.
a horned horse with a Pegasus, or just a
Keratin,
horned,
on
a horned horse.
But unicorns have magic. They fly without the.
Well, that's a
proper wing-
Pegasus,
without-
right?
Well, no, unicorns fly, don't they?
Yeah, but
without wings.
No, I don't think unicorns fly.
Oh. Well, they still have magic,
So
and magic doesn't exist, so
listen,
we can't
so
engineer
untoxic-
magic.
Okay, Neville.
I mean, have you ever been to
Hang
New
on.
Orleans?
Neville
I've
needs
seen magic firsthand.
Neville needs attention, everybody.
Magic
Hello,
doesn't
Neville. What's
exist.
up, Neville?
Who said magic exists?
Hi, Neville. What's going on, Neville?
How you guys doing?
We're doing great, Neville. How are you?
I'm good too. Thank you for asking.
Good.
So,
You're
who said
welcome.
magic actually exists? Was it Neville or was it someone else?
I think
It's
that
a-
was
Amadi.
JCC.
No, I didn't say
James
magic
doesn't believe in
exists.
magic.
I don't think magic.
I think that was
Magic
Neville.
per definition is
Amadi.
illusion.
No, Neville didn't say that.
Someone
Amadi,
said
when
they'd
you say
seen magic firsthand.
Magic
I've
is
been to a
illusion.
magic show. Does that count?
No.
that's an illusionist.
Yeah, those are illusions, not magic.
So does that exist?
Does
No,
who
of course
exist?
not.
The
Magic?
illusion of magic.
Yeah, illusion happens. Yeah.
Ron.
What about a
So that means that
mentalist?
magic
Does a
exists.
mentalist count?
No, that's
Voila.
not magic. It's just a cold read or a hot read.
What about
I-
the voodoo people in New Orleans? What about those people?
New Orleans
I can do
voodoo's
everything
bullshit.
that they can do without their religion, and their magic has no effect on anybody.
Voodoo doesn't work.
What about
I
the
had
witches?
I had a
What about the witches in Salem?
I had a bona fide voodoo
Hello.
like a master.
Hello.
Hang on one second. I had like a bona fide voodoo master make a doll of my brother, and I stabbed it with a knife,
Hello.
and it didn't affect my brother at all. I was
Neville,
Maybe he-
stop
maybe
it.
they
Does
did
magically
the-
make
Wait,
me a
okay,
woman?
okay.
Maybe he
that
did the
magic?
spell wrong.
Hello,
Donald,
isn't
can
that
you play
isn't
with
Bona
the
fide
Ouija board?
master.
Hold on.
If the bona fide
Hello?
master gets it
Donald,
wrong, then it's
Donald,
just
Donald, can you
useless.
play with the Ouija board tonight?
Hello.
That
I've
sounds
never
pretty
used
magical,
Ouija board.
right?
We don't
You
say
can
master
magically
anymore.
turn me into a female, right?
Magic.
Using
He was a
science.
I've never
primary
actually
voodoo
used
doctor.
a Ouija board at all.
Oh
Blah
my
blah blah blah
God.
blah blah blah.
Hello.
Hello.
But
That's
yet,
pretty
Donald,
magical,
you're afraid
right?
of the. Wait. Donald, you're
Blah
afraid
blah
of
blah
the
blah
Ouija
blah blah
board.
blah.
Well,
never
the
used a
Ouija
Ouija
board is
board,
more
no.
like satanic.
Hello.
No, it's not.
It's a
Well, you're
freaking
getting-
board
seven
game
people
from Parker
talking?
Brothers. Isn't it
Like
Parker
you're getting
Brothers?
like dead spirits. I mean, that's satanic.
No, you're
Okay,
not.
those are all
It's
conspiracy
freaking- it's a
theories you're
freak-
making up.
It's a freaking.
There's no spirit.
It's a game made up by like a company. It doesn't have any
people-
magic.
Well, I did the Ouija board at a sleepover, and someone's dead father was talking to me. That's not
False.
nice.
Okay.
She just made it up.
Yeah.
Ouija
How did
boards
you
are
hear
just
the dead father's
games.
voice?
Who made Ouija
How did?
boards? What
Hang
company
on,
made
David. How did you hear a dead father talk to you?
Through the board.
Through
That's
the
not
board.
hearing.
And what? So who else's hands was on the piece that moves it around to
All of
point?
us.
So it's possible that someone else was moving it to
But
point
everyone
at.
said they didn't move it.
Stop. Of course they're gonna fucking lie, David. You know how many times I played
Just like the other guy that was in the room earlier.
David. You know how many times
Kennard-
I played the David? You know how many times I played the Ouija board and did the same thing to people and they believed it?
Well, that's not
the
nice.
Ouija board
Well, that's
was
not nice.
The
Well,
Ouija
you're gullible, David. I'm calling you out. Gullible David.
One second. The Ouija board was originally patented in 1890 by Elijah Bond and produced by the Kennard Novelty Company in Baltimore, Maryland, while inventor Will Fold later took over production and popularized it. The brand was sold to Parker Brothers in 1966. It's a fucking game, dude. It's just a fucking game.
Yeah,
it
it's a
has
game.
no magic.
Right. So back to the game, David.
I don't know about that.
So David.
Yes,
David,
I just
I
read
can
it.
demonstrate magic.
the dead
Who
spirit.
said
Donald,
they
how you
can
know
demonstrate
it
magic?
wasn't demonized?
Why the fuck does everybody talk at the same time? So I'm going to power on through everybody because you're a bunch of dumb fucks, right? David, the spirit of the dead man did not talk to you. It was your friends on the Ouija board. Because even if the Ouija board did it, it's still not the dead father. So you're incorrect on your claim.
we
JCC,
can
I
agree
got
to
a Ouija
disagree.
board that comes with mushrooms.
You got a
I don't
what?
care about drugs. You cannot. There
Awesome,
is
dude.
zero useful knowledge you can gain from reality by altering your brain's perception of reality. So
Well,
drugs
tell the
don't work for
scientific
me.
Community that invests in transgenderism.
We don't talk about
What the
politics here.
hell?
Stop trying to bring up politics.
Oh no, we're talking about magic. Scientific
No, we're not
magic.
talking about politics here. That's not what. That's
No,
not
no,
what we're
we're
gonna
talking
do.
about science magic. It's
No,
magical.
there's no such thing as magic, and we're not talking about politics here.
Yeah, the scientists
All right,
practice
so
magic.
I'm gonna move you to the
No,
audience
they don't.
unless
See,
Yeah.
this is
I'll
why
bring you
Donald
back
doesn't
up.
have children.
No,
I'll
don't
bring
bring
you
him
back
back
up
up.
if you can
No,
fucking control
don't.
yourself and not talk
No,
about
he's-
the fucking politics here.
He's always going to do that. He's the instigator.
No politics here.
Oh, shit. You brought him
No,
back
I'm
up.
talking about the science.
Talking about what?
This is why Donald doesn't have children. When you tell him there's no magic, there'll be no
I
fun.
have no children. No.
There'll be nothing.
Well, no, no,
you
no,
have
no,
him
no,
looking
no.
at the
magic.
scarecrow
What the
instead of,
fuck?
instead
You
of
can have-
There's no
you have him.
magic.
Hey, you have him looking at a scarecrow instead of Mickey Mouse.
You
Mickey
can still
Mouse is
have
a
fun.
cartoon character. There's no magic in cartoon characters.
Yeah, you can have fun with your children and tell them the truth, bro. You don't.
Well, what about
Yeah,
the
you
Magic Kingdom?
It's not
It's not
magic.
magical.
You think Disney is magical? That's silly. I mean, that's just goofy. If you
Well,
actually
he's
believe
this is
that,
gullible.
your
it's gullible
brain has been
David.
rotted to a fucking pumpkin or to a fucking
Well,
acorn.
gullible David thinks the Ouija board opens a pathway to talk to dead
Fucking
spirits.
I
board
don't know.
game.
You
It's
didn't
like the
experience
game of
what I
life.
experienced.
Oh, if I play the game of life, if I win, I'll become a millionaire.
Yes, that's
Is
right.
that the one where you get 200 for pass and go?
No, that's Monopoly. The game of life is the pop bubble in the center.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I always go to college instead of going straight to work.
Sure, that's always the best way to go. I didn't do that in real life, and I failed miserably in life.
You failed miserably in life?
Yes, I have failed miserably in life. I haven't been able to hold a job in my entire life, and the one time that I was able to hold a job long enough, I got injured on the job, and then they refused to pay me workers' compensation benefits, and then I've been disabled for the last 10 years because of it, and I can't work again.
You should sue them.
No, I just got disability. It took me 10 years, but I got disability from the government, so I'm happy now.
There you go.
That was last week. It happened last week.
It took that long?
Yeah, 10 years. Been
That's
trying
crazy.
since 2016, 2018 maybe.
Man, look at God. Say no.
Well, I mean, dude, you're such a genius. You should be able to make the billions, man.
I have never known how to make money in my entire life. That is something I've
You
always failed
treated
at.
God wrong, dude. You should win a prize for that.
My dad made money. He was good at making
I think
money.
he's being sarcastic.
He is.
But I was never any good at making money. I've never been good at making money. I mean, like, I could make money at a McDonald's working a 40-hour job, but
Hey, you know what I found interesting? You know how we talk about, like, hypotheticals and philosophical points and infinite regress and things like that. I took my lunch break and I went down to a little cafe thing, and the two dudes behind the counter were talking about infinite regress. It's so fucking awesome.
yeah, I mean, if I were physically capable of, like, that'd be, like, the best I could do is get a salary. I'm not physically capable of working anymore, though. So. Never known how to make money.
And if I could give you a hug right now, I would.
If you gave me a hug, you'd hurt me. You'd cause me pain. It would be torture.
Damn. So you can't even get hugs.
Nope.
And then you can sue him.
And I've never sued a single person in my entire life. Well, except for it I guess it was a lawsuit that was involved in my
So you and your
disability.
wife never been able to hug?
Well, no, it only got bad enough that I couldn't do anything in the last decade or so.
Man, I'm understanding you more and more, Donald.
No, you don't. Not even a little. Me and my
All
wife
right.
have worked it out. Me and my wife hug. It's just we've worked it out.
Yeah, no,
Oh, see, that's nice.
I understand.
Dude, you sound no offense, man, but you sound like a little, little.
Or like a little slow.
No. I mean, like,
What the fuck is
Who are you
you
talking
talking about
about?
Donald or me?
Dude, I had a cracked fucking rib and I was still smashing.
Are you talking about me?
That shit ain't gonna slow me down.
Oh, you have no idea. Just like I'm wearing a knee brace right now because the weather changed so badly that it felt like a train was running over my knee. If you had the pain that I have in one day, you'd be at the hospital.
Man, I'd be
I
frustrated
do
with
have the pain
everybody.
that you have, and I
No, you
still
don't.
go on roofs and shit.
You do not have the pain that I have. I guarantee
Yeah,
you.
I do.
I guarantee you do
Yeah,
not
I
have the
really
pain
do.
that I do. Because you can move. When my pain gets so bad I cannot move, I can't even move.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I have to lay where I woke up for hours just trying to get my arms to move.
Damn.
So no, you don't feel the
Donald.
same pain as me.
Yeah. Don't you guys feel
Donald,
bad now for
Steve,
making fun of
hey
him?
Donald, Steve
Yeah,
Hawking.
that's why Marty. That's why I said I don't like be trying to really attack him on a certain thing because I can understand the frustration.
Well, Steve Hawking been through
Irritation.
worse.
You said who?
Steve Hawking.
Steve Hawkins? Oh yeah. Is that like you, Donald? You like Steve Hawkins?
No, I'm not. I'm not in a wheelchair. I'm not that bad yet. There might be a
Oh,
time
so
when I have to be in a wheelchair though when I get older. That's why I don't want to.
Wasn't Stephen Hawking's in the Epstein files
I have
getting
no
midgets
idea.
like all dressed up and like telling them to write shit on a chalkboard and it like turned them on like
I never
mathematical
liked.
equations?
I never liked Stephen Hawking. He just proved his own theories over and over, so I never really listened to him.
Yeah, I don't like him either.
I mean,
Does
smart
science
guy.
turn you
Don't
on
get me
like that,
wrong.
Donald? Do you want to put midgets in dresses and then tell them to fucking write mathematical equations on a chalkboard?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
that is weird as hell.
No, I don't want to do that at all. That sounds horrible. The only people I
Yeah.
want writing physics, like equations, are physicists and people who understand physics.
Yeah, man.
I
I wouldn't.
understand
I
some of
wouldn't.
physics. I can write some physics equations. I have a bunch of physics equations written down right here. I've got one in my hand right now.
Can
It's
you
the
name
core
like
theory.
5 physics mathematicians off the top of your head that you like that are not mainstream?
Yes.
Well, I mean, I don't know if Sean
Come on,
Carroll.
Donald.
I don't.
At least 5. I mean, you like
I
these
mean, you
scientific
have to let
peer-reviewed
me.
journals.
You have to let me, right? So I don't know if Sean Carroll counts as mainstream. There's Thomas Lang. There's Alan Guth, and let's go with what's Guth, Vilenkin, and what's the other guy's name? That's 5. So this one's just a bonus. Vilenkin. I always forget the other guy's name. Oh, I got 5 for you. Those I don't know if those count as mainstream or not.
Did you look it up?
No.
He can't look it up. He's injured.
Well, I can, but I didn't.
I mean, he can go beep bop boop with his fingers and flail his arms around and get on this in front of a PC.
But I didn't. You asked me to do it off the top of my head, so I did it off the top of my head without using anything.
Hey, what makes y'all love this room so much?
I'd like to talk to theists about God. It's
No,
like
not you, Donald.
It's my room.
I want.
The
No,
thing I
no.
love about this
I'm saying.
room is that he streams it off of his PC, and then he has a cell phone in
Oh,
his
it's a
hand and
laptop.
looks up the answers on ChatGPT.
No, I don't use my cell phone. It doesn't. The Clubhouse program doesn't work on my phone because my phone is so shitty.
Okay. Nah, this is your room is entertaining. You
Hey.
make it entertaining. I do like that. Like I never expect to come here and learn anything. I just come here to
I teach people
like,
shit
get a
all
laugh
day. I
and
teach
get
people
a.
shit all day long.
Now, do you own rosary beads? Or
That's
any
why you need
religious
a
artifacts?
cash app so people can give you
No,
money.
I've never made a penny. I don't want to make any pennies. I don't
Hey,
want to
hey,
make any money.
hey, Donald, do you own any rosary beads or any religious artifacts?
No,
He's got a pair of anal beads.
I do not.
See, that's why I come. crazy, man.
I don't think he can do that. It'd be too much pain.
Yeah,
I just don't.
that's why I said in his condition, man.
Y'all
I
don't
know.
understand my condition.
That's why I said I only understand why you treat people and talk to people. That's all.
You don't understand. You don't understand anything about how I treat people or why I treat them that way. You just don't.
This is why people are on opiates.
I don't take opiates at all. I don't take opiates at all.
Max Payne. Remember Max Payne?
Max
the game?
Payne. Oh man, you ever played the game?
I did for like a decade, but I didn't like them, so I quit.
Quit.
Yeah.
Max Payne. But,
Took them for pain. They didn't help my pain. I tried for 10 years, different
you
combinations
know how
of
they
different
say.
things.
You know how they say.
It
hurt
took you a
people.
whole 10 years to figure out you didn't like it.
Well, I had to work through the different drugs that are available to see if any of them worked, and none of them did, so I just quit. There's like 5 dozen pain meds out there.
You ever try any like natural supplements?
Yeah, since I was a kid. My mom was real into the supplement stuff. I've been doing that my whole life. Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah, his mom was on acid when she gave birth to him, and then he screams out.
Well, I mean, the person who gave birth to me was not my mother, so don't do that.
Was your pops?
His father that gave birth to him.
No, I was given birth by a woman, but that person did not raise me. She was not my mother. The person who raised me is my mother.
I get it. I get it. Yeah, I get it. But that's why I said, man, Donald, I can show you a lot of. If you were like not in that condition,
So wait, Donald, somebody built your body and somebody else built your mind?
No, dude, I was adopted, dumbass.
Yeah, somebody built your
Same
body
thing.
and somebody else built your mind.
Yeah, same thing.
Yeah, you weren't created, you were built.
You were produced. Because nothing can be created.
Nothing has ever been created in the
You're
entire
like
history of the
Superman, man.
universe.
You got dropped in the cornfield.
Come on, man. Y'all stop doing that, man.
Demonstrate a
need
single act of
Donald to
creation, and I'll believe in creation. But no demonstration of creation has ever happened.
You know what, Donald? I don't understand the cigarette break.
The only reason why I smoke is to shorten my lifespan and to deal with stress.
Oh,
God damn, yeah,
That's
bro.
sad.
I'm telling
It's
y'all,
a step.
personally, he got a lot going on.
Hey, Donald,
Personally.
everybody that been through that trial say the same thing.
What trial?
Trials and tribulations.
Man, I don't
know what that means.
Fuck God.
I've
If I was
never
done,
had
I'd be like,
trials and
fuck God.
tribulations. I've never been exposed to trials and tribulations.
Wait, HLC. I'm
Wait,
sure Philando-
Donald, you ever seen the movie Contact?
Yeah.
Me,
do you
me
believe that when it
too.
works at
Me
the
too.
Do
Me
you
three.
believe that it works at the end when you go in space to relieve the pain?
I mean, I think that weightlessness would stop the feeling of gravity that I feel all the time, because I do feel gravity very, very painfully all the time. So yeah, going into space would stop
You
that.
gotta get with Elon Musk, brother.
Huh?
You gotta get with Elon Musk.
Oh no, I'm not gonna go on Elon Musk's rockets. Whenever.
About Mars? You ever thought about Mars?
Oh yeah, I want to go to Mars so
Mars?
bad. I'd rather go to the
I
moon
want to go to
though.
Mars too.
I'd rather go to the moon because the moon is 1/3 Earth, or I'm sorry, Mars is 1/3 Earth's gravity, but the
Yeah,
moon
you're
is
a little away,
1/6. The moon is 1/6 gravity,
You lose
so
so
it's
much
much less
calcium.
gravity. But I mean, like
You
the
lose so
ISS
much
would be
bone.
ideal because I could just like float and not be in gravity. That'd be amazing.
That would be amazing. What if after we leave these bodies, we able to just do so much more?
How do you leave the body?
I said if we were
He
able
needs the soul,
I
like your
thought
soul.
I mean, demonstrate a
You
soul
can't
then.
destroy energy, Donald.
So your consciousness is not energy. They're not the same thing. You understand this, right?
There's literally a buttload of documents of this guy
Yeah,
literally
yeah.
astral projecting himself for the CIA in order to do espionage.
All of those
And
failed.
the guy
Plus,
had like
I've asked.
70%
Hang on.
accuracy rate.
Hang on. So listen. Stop. I've read all of those CIA papers, and they all say that astral projection fails. I've done astral projection myself. It's just in your mind, so we don't have to worry about astral projection. It
You've
is
done
in
it?
your mind.
Where
Yeah,
have
I've done
you
it.
gone?
I
Where
fly
have you-
through galaxies when
gone?
I do astral projection.
Really?
Hold on, what?
I fly through galaxies the same way I do whenever I'm in my lucid dreams. This is how I know astral
What's
projection.
over
This is how I know astral projection is only in your mind, because I do exactly the same things in my lucid dreaming as I do in my astral
Do you
projection.
have a
I fly
70%
through galaxies.
accuracy rate?
Huh?
Do you have a 70% accuracy rate?
There is no 70% accuracy rate in those papers. Show me the paper that says
70%
there's
accuracy rate.
Show me the paper from
So,
the CIA
wait,
that
are
says
they-
there's a
are they
70%
intelligent
accuracy
beings?
rate. You can't find
Wait,
it.
Donald, are
It
the
was
intelligent
never better
beings
than
out
chance, and it
there?
was usually way less than chance.
It's behind a paywall. I can't get it.
Oh shucks, I don't believe
Hey,
it.
Donald, were they intelligent beings? Were they intelligent beings out there?
So, intelligence can evolve. That's
Were they intelligent creatures?
no, creatures is smuggling something in there. So we're intelligent organisms that evolved. How about that?
Ooh.
Hey, so people who claim to have left their body, you just be like, they full of shit.
Yeah, it's all in your
You
brain.
didn't see
It's all brain
Planet
chemicals.
Comet?
A flood of psychedelics hits your brain when you start dying. So yeah, it all happens in your brain.
Hold on, what?
Yes, it's called DMT. A flood of hallucinogens enter your brain just before you die.
There's a word for that.
Where you learn that
There's
at?
a word for that.
Physics, neuroscience. That was neuroscience.
Y'all gotta stop believing everything they tell y'all. Man.
Hey, Donald.
Yeah.
Just because I named it DMT and I call it a psychedelic don't mean that's what it is. It's just a biochemical.
We have replicated this thing. It is a psychedelic, and everybody who takes it trips balls. So it's a psychedelic.
You ever tried?
Wait, we've replicated this?
Yes, what do you think DMT is? It's a replication of the drugs that enter your brain whenever you're dying.
I just want you to know, Donald, any psychedelic that you think we replicated, we have not. We forged it in nature.
I want you to
and
Google this for
extracted
me. I want you to Google a
its
word
essence.
for me. I want you to Google a word for me.
I'm ready, Donald. What you want me to Google?
LSD?
Indo DMT, whatever DMT stands for. Indo DMT. Let
Okay.
me get what the DMT stands for, and I'll put it in chat for you, so that you don't.
Okay,
have to,
cool,
yeah.
cool.
So
What
all
is
me,
this? You put it in your
DMT.
nose?
Okay, dimethyl
I hope you
Okay,
understand this,
so
Donald, that we
let's
forged
copy.
these items out of nature and extracted its essence and called it DMT.
Essence doesn't make sense. What is essence?
It's life force,
Essence of
Donald.
nice
What
shit.
is life force? Demonstrate
blood,
life
Donald.
force.
It's blood, Donald.
Blood is not
Our
life force.
plasma.
Okay,
Plasma
so
is our essence.
Google this with Indo in front of it. ENDO with that. I can't pronounce it. I'm not even gonna try.
Okay. Hold on. Damn, that's a long game.
Yeah, it is. So this chemical is stored
Donald,
in. This chemical is.
don't
Hang
tell
on
me
one
you
sec.
about to go break
One
it
second.
back.
One second. I want to finish this one point, and then you can go. So this chemical is stored in your brain until the moment of death, or your brain thinks you're gonna die. Sometimes it happens before, and it's released directly into your neurosystem via your brain when your brain thinks you're dying. Okay, the other guy.
Do you get that? What's that dude name? That dude from Karate Kid.
Mr. Miyagi?
That killed himself in the closet.
I have no idea who you're talking about.
That was his name.
Mr. Miyagi?
Anyway, no, he had some sexual fixation to
Mr. Miyagi never kept himself in a
that's it.
closet.
Auto's asphyxiation is what you're talking about, where they wrap a belt around their neck and.
He said
Hey,
Karate
hey,
Kid.
Donald,
Oh, are you
said-
talking about David Carradine, who was
That's him. There
masturbating
you
when
go,
he
Steve.
when he hung him? David Carradine. Okay.
Allegedly.
That's it.
Allegedly.
So,
You saying put
so was he
EMO
trying to
in
achieve
front of
that?
No, I
Donald,
don't do
was he
that.
trying to
Sex,
achieve
yeah, I think it's known as sexual asphyxiation. It's when you cut
Auto-asphyxiation.
when you cut off the blood and oxygen supply to the brain as you're having an orgasm.
Sexual auto-asphyxiation.
Why would you do that?
Okay, Donald,
Because
you
it's
said put
supposed to
EMO in
enhance the
front of it?
feeling for some reason. I guess because you get dizzy.
How would you know, brother?
Yo, you
It
said the
makes
word.
it makes a regular orgasm a better orgasm, supposedly.
I
I would never do it.
know.
Yeah, we get it. Every woman that's been choked said the same thing. Now,
What?
Donald, you said
What?
put EMO in
Yeah,
front
it's
of it?
like choke me, choke me, choke me.
Hell
Yeah, I'm
no.
gonna pass on
I
that.
never had a girl ask me to do that.
Donald, what letters you said put in front of DMT, man?
Indo.
I
ENDO.
prefer the girls that say slap me, slap me, slap me.
As long as there's consent.
Hey, I didn't bring up this topic. I'm just commenting on it. That's
Always have
But
consent.
they say so. I looked it up. This is according to the National Institute. My bad. I got a brain fart. Health. But it says we hypothesized that DMT would induce near-death type experiences of an equivalent intensity to those seen. My bad. My phone.
Yeah, and then they would have done tests and then confirmed it. You're reading the abstract, not the conclusion. Of course they're
Yeah,
going to
that's
say
why I'm
that they're
looking.
starting with of course they're going to say they're starting with their hypothesis.
Well,
That's going to
they're saying this is
that's going to tell you everything you need to know about the experiment, and then they're going to go perform the experiment, and the conclusion will tell you what the experiment did. And it'll say that yes, there was the same reaction.
yeah that the results. It say the results reveal a striking similarity between these states that warrants further investigation. So they still are further investigating it. They
Well, yeah,
haven't
but
came
they've
to.
still come to the conclusion that the chemical state is the same. So they're going
Hey
to
Yeah, yeah.
Donald,
experience the same thing.
they saying in order to get that compound you told me to look up, they gotta extract it from plant materials and stuff and
Well, yeah, but
synthesize it
we
in a
have it in
laboratory.
our brain. We have it.
Yeah,
We
so
have it in
so
our
they
brain
still trying to
also.
figure it out. They
So
basically they
the
still trying to
the
figure it
point we
out.
was making, Donald, is that nobody created any psychedelics. We are extracting the life essence of other things in
Yeah,
nature
nothing's ever been
and
created.
injecting it
I
inside of our
agree.
body.
Nothing's ever been created in the entire history of the universe. Can't create stuff. I agree.
I
Nothing's
think
ever
we
been
talk
created.
so much that we don't realize what we be saying.
No, I know
Yeah,
exactly
it
what
can
I'm
make
saying.
something from nothing. All matter in the
I can,
universe.
yeah.
I think if we
I can demonstrate that
repeat
nothing's ever been
things,
created in the entire history of the universe, and I can demonstrate that definitively.
You gotta demonstrate that, Donald.
Okay, sure. I told you I
oh,
could. I
let's
will.
not go down this route, please.
So
Why would y'all
you're gonna
ask
have
me
to
that?
click on a link. Do you have the ability to click on a
He's
link?
going to give you a link of a bunch of numbers and
Yes.
things
There's
like
not many
Yes,
numbers
Donald.
actually. They're mostly like Greek letters.
yeah,
Can you click
Greek
on the link
letters.
that I just put in the chat? I'll click on it too.
I'm on the site.
Okay, cool. So this is the core theory where it says matter down at the bottom there. That is an energy mass equivalence that on the quantum scale is strictly conserved in all cases that we've tested. We tested 1 billion times a second at the Large Hadron Collider. It always conforms to this equation. It is always strictly conserved at the quantum scale. And at the earliest moments of the universe, the entire universe existed in the quantum scale. So it would have to obey
Okay,
I'm almost done, honest. It would locally have to obey this equation at the quantum scale.
Okay, Donald, I agree with you with equations and mathematics, right?
Well, no, that equation. Every single experiment ever every experiment ever performed by humans has conformed to that equation. Just so you know, every single experiment ever performed by humans has
Hey,
conformed to
Chelsea,
that
that's not
equation.
going to get nowhere, trust me.
Donald, can I ask my question? Because I'm a firm believer in vortex mathematics as well as supreme numerology. What does the D, the V, the F, the I, and the H dot C dot
Okay,
stand
those are
for in this equation?
those are the quantum fields. So those are going to be the natural forces like electromagnetism, the weak nuclear force, the strong nuclear force, and gravity's in another place, but one of them is like it would be the dimension of time.
That's right.
Oh, okay. So in essence, it'd be like adding noodles.
Well, no, what it
pasta to
says,
boil.
look,
Hold on, let
if
me hear him out, Donald. Hold on.
Donald, how am I supposed to let you know if I'm keeping up with you if you can't even let
Damn.
me explain it?
Go ahead, bro.
So what I'm supposed to be understanding is it's like taking boiled water. The equation for boiled water is other forces. Then
no, that's going to
when
be
I
the
take
matter.
it,
That's going to be the matter equation.
no,
Yes,
matter's
yes,
the
it is.
pasta. Matter's the pasta. Hold on.
No, water is also matter. All elements are matter. This is goofy.
Can you let me get to that part?
You're already wrong. Stop being wrong, and you can move on. Stop being wrong.
Donald, please.
No. You're wrong about this. Stop being wrong about this, and we'll move on.
Okay, can I hear him?
So
being wrong?
water is fucking matter.
Oh my God.
Just so you know, water is fucking matter.
Hey, Chelsea, I'm really trying to listen. I can't. It's hard.
Boiling water. Boiling water is a source of
your mic is leaking sound waves.
Boiling water is the source of 3 different forces activating on each other. Okay, so that's why the thing that says other forces, I'm gonna attest the boiling water.
Do you know what sublimation is?
No, let's not get into sublimation right now. Just let him finish.
That's what we're talking about. Boiling water is sublimation.
What I'm asking is,
goodness.
in this instance, the matter would be my pasta that I add to the pot. Now we know that pasta has its own molecular structure.
Water is matter, also.
And we also know that pasta breaks down and softens up at a certain rate when the starch molecules begin to break apart.
What is your fucking point?
The Higgs part of this equation would be
that's how matter gets mass.
the amount of energy that's
Oh, it's
being released
math.
from
Yeah,
the
that's
boiling
math.
water in the pasta when it mixes together. That's why that's the subtraction part versus the
Well,
additive
no,
part.
I was trying to explain to you before you
Wow.
gave this stupid analogy what that
Wow,
meant.
this is
You
crazy.
interrupted me with that stupid analogy to stop me from answering the question that I was answering.
How about you just say what you think about the Higgs field or whatever? It's
That's
better
not
just
what
to
I
say I'm
think. I
going to
don't
keep
say
it
what I think.
objective, concise,
So
Boring.
because I would describe it much differently than that.
I haven't described it in any way. So the Higgs field is the thing that gives mass like weight or like
Structure.
Structure, yeah, sure.
But
So
that's what I just said.
so what I was trying to
Boiling
tell
water,
you,
then
what I was trying
pasta,
to tell
then
you,
pasta.
what the thing that I was trying to tell you is after that is that these things are outside of the space-time equations. So they can exist independent of space-time. You see all those brackets around space-time?
You
That
said
means
they
Until
could.
they become real.
that means that all of those equations outside of space-time can be solved without space-time.
Okay,
Wait,
Donald,
hold on.
Donald. You know I believe that God is space time, right?
Huh?
Well, that's silly.
I'm about
Space-time is a structure in the universe. It's
and
not
I'm about
God.
to, and I'm about to crack you over top of your head with this, because
No, you're
Donald,
not, because you misunderstand what space-time is.
all of those equations are operating in space time. So how
No,
can
they
they be
describe
outside of space
space-time.
time?
These other equations don't operate in space-time because they're bracketed off from space-time.
What other
They don't
equations, Don?
operate in space-time.
I'd like to state for the
Well, not
record
only in
that
space-time.
I'd like to state for the record that committing violence is not appropriate. And for those of you that didn't hear, quote, "I'd like to crack you over your head," close quote. I don't appreciate that.
He was
It's
being
also against the
rhetorical.
terms of
It was a
service.
rhetorical thing. He meant with the
We
argument.
can't never get a full conversation. People so
It's
I
against
mean,
the
on
y'all
terms
the
of
say so
service.
many
stupidest
wrong
stuff.
things. There's so many wrong things that fall out of
You
y'all's
do
faces.
too.
No, I
Like, but we
don't. I
put
don't
up
say
with
wrong
it.
things. Demonstrate one wrong thing I've ever said.
Yeah, well, you said equations
damn.
outside time and space. I don't know
You're the
what
one that
that
lied
means.
Yeah,
about
these
basketball.
equations
Exactly.
That doesn't make
exist
You've
any
been
sense.
lying
without.
this whole time.
They exist
Equations
in
can't
and out
exist
of, so
outside
they
of
exist
time
in
and
both.
space,
They can
bro.
operate in both, but they exist independent of space-time, so they don't
How can
have to
something
have
They
space-time to
don't.
exist
operate.
They
you would
cannot
never
That's
observe
operate. Both
bullshit.
can exist
in
No,
an
that's what
equation?
this
That
means.
don't make sense, boy.
I don't care if it
That
makes
don't make
sense to you.
sense.
That's what this means.
Told you, Steve. Some people just can't accept when they wrong. Told you.
I'm not wrong.
I know you think you're not wrong. Of
No, no, no.
course.
I'm
People
not
who wrong
wrong.
don't think
We
they're
see
You
never
you
just
wrong.
don't think
described
you're
something
wrong.
Of course.
non-existent with an equation.
False.
Exactly.
Things can exist independent of space-time and still exist inside of space-time
Have
also.
you
And
objectively
that's in a
have you
different
objectively witnessed
dimension.
it?
In a
Yes,
different
we do it
dimension.
all the time at the Large Hadron
But
Collider.
Donald, you don't believe in dimensions because
I
you
do
Talking
believe
about
in
we do it like
dimensions.
you
Are you
think.
kidding me? Of
Because
course I believe
in
in
a fourth
dimensions.
dimensional world.
Time and
Who the
space.
fuck said I don't believe in your definition of dimensions because it's wrong? But I believe in dimensions
What's my
as described.
definition?
I'm in the middle of a sentence.
You don't
I
even know
I
what it
believe
is.
in dimensions as described by physics. Yes, I believe in those dimensions.
But physics describe time
Some
and
people
space.
just want to
Yes,
argue,
right
bro.
there. It's
Time
right
and
there in
space
the
is the fabric.
equation. That's space-time.
It's the
So
fabric all
equation
around
is
us.
within space time then. Space time is God, Donald.
No,
That
actually,
one
all of
I
the
can't.
equations
Marty like,
are independent. Space-time is independent of everything else in
like,
the
hold
equations.
on,
They're
goddamn.
all
Let me ask you,
independent
let
of
me ask
each
you a
other.
question,
It's
Donald.
not.
Why space time can't be God, Donald?
Because it doesn't have a consciousness for starters.
Well,
You
not that we know
crazy.
of.
Whoa.
No,
Not
space
that
time
we
can't be.
know of.
God, that wouldn't.
You said space time don't have a consciousness? Please explain.
Please explain. Well, I can scan a brain and it has consciousness. I can scan space-time and it doesn't have consciousness.
So you
Okay,
telling me
okay.
if you
Wait.
you telling me if you put a
Wait.
radar
So
to the sky, you can't read patterns that's
no,
being
but you
done
gotta
following
understand,
throughout the stars?
matter bends space and time.
So
So I don't
what?
think we can touch someone's God in that type of way.
I
It's
don't
space
even
and
know what
span.
God means then. Because,
I mean,
yeah,
either, but I'm
space-time
just
is all
saying it's
over.
an impossible.
No, check this out. God is
Bro,
omnipresent.
I think
pride is
even
a
the theists on
motherfucker,
stage
man.
disagree with you, buddy. I think you're sunk with even the
Omnipresent.
theists.
I'm not your buddy, pal.
I'm your pal,
Omnipresent.
buddy.
I'm your
If
friend,
your God
buddy.
is omnipresent, can you capture time? Can you
Yeah,
touch
it's right
time?
there.
Hey, this
It's
is
right there.
fun.
Right there
You
in the
can capture
equation.
time?
Look on the fucking link. Yes, that's time.
Wow.
It's
Hey, yo,
Said that's
space-time.
time.
It's
wow, that's
space-time. That's
crazy.
how we describe it right there.
Bro, the
You can
ignorance
Time and
of
space,
humanity
space
is
time. Yeah.
crazy. We
That's
you
are
right.
can
some
capture
ignorant
time?
creatures, bro. We are
You can
Yes.
stupid creatures,
show,
What do you
bro.
think
show
a
me you can
photo
capture
is?
time,
A
Donald.
photo is a slice of time that you've captured. Yes,
That's
of
not
course you can
time.
capture time. That's freaking silly. It's
Amadi,
fucking
No,
trivial.
we
that's
stupid.
So
art
a
for
so
humans.
a
It's
picture
not
is
really
capturing time,
capturing
Donald.
time.
Yes, a picture is capturing a
If
moment
I
in
draw
time.
If I
know
feel
how I
picture,
catch your
I
time?
catch the
No,
time.
Don. This how you answer that. You just turn on a light. The photon doesn't age.
Well, I mean,
Ooh.
time does pass, but the
You can't
photon
beat
just
that.
doesn't experience. It
Look, he
experiences
had
a
to hurry
different
up.
kind of time.
He's
It
trying to
experiences
find
a different
fault.
kind.
That was
Photons
perfect,
experience.
wasn't it, Donald?
Photons experience a
Donald, why
different kind.
can't you give me my props and my
He
due?
can't be, bro. He's
The
not going to be
photons
able to be wrong.
experience a
You
different kind
can't.
of
It's
time. So yeah, you'd be
impossible
right.
for him to be
You
wrong,
could.
bro.
That would be looking. Technically, the photon that was produced would have a past and a future, and you'd be able to take a slice of
Hey,
it
I
and
like how
describe
y'all
everything about it.
came, man. Y'all, I like that.
So you still can't capture space time.
Yeah, I just told you I could.
Cause y'all got me on
Over and
this. I don't
over and
know nothing
over, I
about
gave
this,
you
bro.
examples of
Tell
capturing
me,
space time.
tell me how you gonna capture space time,
All right,
bro.
so I want you to pick up a cup. Inside the cup, there's space time. Every cup in
Oh,
existence has space time inside it, buddy.
that's
So
water that's in
so
there.
so you telling me I can fill the cup? I can't take it. I'm digging my hand in this motherfucker, and I can't
Even
take
if the
nothing. But I
cup
can
is
fill it.
filled with anything, there's still space time inside it. Everything
So
exists inside of
again,
space time. So if it exists, it's inside of space time. So space time
wait.
is there.
Everything exists inside of
That
space
is,
time. I asked you, can you
Yes,
capture space time? Not can time capture you?
you can capture me. That's goofy.
that's not what
Look,
he asked.
You
that's
can
not what
also
I asked.
capture Uncle Steve because I'm single and I'm ready to mingle.
Boy, if you
And
don't
there's
go
a
on a dating
photo of
app
him
and
right
shut
there.
up.
If that's him, that's a
Uncle
captured
Steve,
moment of him.
Allegedly,
This is
Uncle
allegedly.
fucking
Steve,
Yeah,
I'm
goofy.
a
that is a photo captured, but it's definitely not a catfish. That
I'm a
is me.
boy. I'm a
That
boy,
is a
Uncle Steve.
recent picture of me. Yes.
A
Steve,
handsome
you might have
man.
to pay
Very
someone.
handsome man, Steve.
Whoa, Donald.
I'm a young
Yeah,
man,
that
Uncle
was
Steve.
Paul.
I am 65 years old, and there you go. That is me.
Hey,
I
Steve, you
didn't
got
live through
money?
Prohibition, Steve.
You got a
Oh,
lot of
Steve,
money,
you
Steve?
gave them AI fodder.
Steve, how much you make? How much you make per year?
Nobody
Steve, I got
cares.
some women that's ready to take your money, boy.
Hey, I'm in Los Angeles. I'm single and ready to mingle,
Ready to
baby.
make. You gonna have to give us some money though, cause you you
Well,
ugly.
is he allowed to choke the girls?
No, he can't
I'm
choke
still
the
trying
girl.
to figure out how Donald gonna capture time, bro. I want to see
Bro,
A
Donald get
photo
busy.
let's not,
captures time.
bro. He can't. He
I
can't. He
just
just
told you a
thinks he
photo
can.
captures
Can we
time.
just move on?
You know what? For purposes of this discussion, slide into my DM because this is about God existing. As far as coming to Casa de Appel and me laying out the red carpet, DM me privately. Thank.
And,
I
no,
think no
no
one's
dick
gonna do
pics.
that.
No dick pics.
But yeah, hey
I
Chelsea, come on,
have
bro.
never in my entire life sent a dick pic.
We don't care.
Many people have asked and wanted, and they continue to want.
Steve, is you
I
No,
over there
actually
no,
do
horny?
no.
care about that. That's actually
Steve
sweet
over
of
there
you.
I won't
horny,
name
man.
No,
names.
Uncle Steve does not send dick pics.
I
I won't
appreciate that
name
about
names,
you,
but
Uncle
there's
Steve.
several people on this app who have received and sent various dick pics.
Yeah, I appreciate that you don't do that. That means a lot to me, actually.
Why does it mean a lot to you what
Because
he
I don't want
does
to see
for
other
his
men's
dick?
dicks without, permission.
Because
Donald,
Donald believes in morals.
Donald, why are you trying to solicit Steve and his dick?
I'm not. I'm saying don't do that. I'm doing the
You
opposite.
you're praising him for not sharing it with others, like he's some
Yes.
fruit.
He also called him good looking.
Yeah, he's a handsome
Oh
guy.
man, y'all leave Donald alone, man. Y'all leave him alone. But look, we humans, we
Capture
ignorant.
time, Donald. Capture time,
Every
man. I'm
photo
still
is
trying to.
capturing a moment in time.
We
I've already told you
ignorant,
this.
man.
Every single photo ever made. That's my evidence.
Do photos damage? Do they destroy?
Yes, they can get
Yeah.
destroyed.
So you ain't capture anything.
Just because a photo can
You
get
just
destroyed
you just
doesn't mean
created more
other
matter.
photos don't exist. That's a fucking stupid ass thing to say, man. You
How we
probably
get here?
you probably shouldn't repeat that to anybody ever in your entire life ever again.
Ooh.
Why
You can
shouldn't I?
repeat it to me, bro.
So wait. So wait, I shouldn't repeat something that's like time. You can't destroy
No.
time.
You shouldn't
You can't
repeat the
you can't
dumbass thing
capture
you said
time.
about if you can
You
destroy
can't
a photo,
control
then you
time.
haven't captured anything in every other photo that
So
exists.
Hey David, this is funny, bro. You
so
That was
gotta-
dumb. That was
everything that
stupid.
Entertain
look,
me.
Donald. All I'm
I
saying
thought
is
that's why I be
everything
here. These rooms
that
are
represent
entertaining.
God is represented by space time.
I ain't learning shit though.
Space-time, does your God have consciousness?
That's okay.
Yes.
Okay, then it can't be space-time. Space-time doesn't have consciousness.
Space time has patterns, which means there's a
No,
conscience.
it doesn't have patterns. It's affected by mass. It doesn't have patterns.
It's affected by patterns.
No, it's affected by mass.
If it wasn't patterns, you wouldn't be able to use equations.
Well, false. You can describe things with equations that don't have patterns. I just don't know what that means. What is a
What the hell you mean
what
you
is a
don't know what that
fractal?
means,
What is
Donald?
what's
In order
the
to
guy's
in
name?
order to break something down and to reconstruct it or create something new, it has to have a structure, which is a pattern. The way
If
it's put
something
together.
exists, it has to have structure. Oh my gosh, that's trivially true. What do you mean?
Donald,
What does
don't your
that mean
cells
that
have a
everything that
structured
exists has to have a
pattern?
structure? Of course, if it exists, it have a structure.
Okay, so space-time don't have a pattern?
Space-time has a structure. It doesn't have a pattern. It has a structure.
So things that are structured, they don't have a way that they put together?
Patterns don't exist. Patterns only exist in human minds. People make up patterns. So no, they don't exist out in objective reality. That's silly.
Wait. Patterns only exist in human minds. So you're saying when we
Yes.
humans have sex with each other and make babies, that's not a pattern. That only
No,
exists
that's
in
not
our
a pattern.
minds?
That's sexual behavior.
The pattern is the fact that I gotta
The
commit
pattern
this
is what you make up in your
behavior
mind to
in order
describe the
in
situation.
order to help my body develop another person.
No, the pattern is the thing that you develop in your mind to comprehend the situation. The pattern only exists inside your mind, buddy.
So right. A pattern can be an action
No,
that
patterns are not
that you
actions.
can perform.
No,
A
patterns are
pattern
not
is an
actions.
action.
How about we
A
just
pattern
go
is an
define
action.
patterns real quick and we can just put this to rest?
Are we gonna define it the Webster Dictionary way?
Yeah, we're going to do that.
First definition.
I don't know. I'll check it out.
I
Pattern.
prefer the Oxford Dictionary.
I think Oxford is what I use.
Okay, which one you want to use? I don't give a fuck. First definition. No second, no third, no the one that Donald feels is
A
comfortable.
repeated decorative,
HLC
okay,
people do
okay,
be
here it
doing
is.
that, bro.
Here it is. Number one, a repeated decorative design. Let's go with that one as a pattern. How about it? Or a model or
Okay.
design used to guide in
No,
needlework
we're gonna
and
stick to the
other
first one.
crafts. Decorated with a repeated design, give a regular or intelligible form to. That one I'll go with. Give a regular or intelligible form to.
So we're gonna go to the first one you said, Donald. My question to you is:
Decorative design.
Does space time regulate the universe?
A decorative design does not regulate the universe now.
So space time does not regulate the universe.
I didn't say
No.
that. Space-time is not a pattern. Space-time is not a decorative design. Space-time doesn't really
Space-
regulate the universe.
No, space-time
Donald.
isn't a thing that regulates.
Yeah,
No.
it's something
answer is
that
no.
mass influences.
Is it winter all year long, Donald?
That's because of the
Winter-
tilt of the planet's axis. I don't know what you're talking about. It has nothing to do with
Winter's
space-time.
coming.
That's because of space time. Because
No,
time,
it's not.
you
It's
know,
because of the tilt of the axis of the
time is
planet,
quick.
buddy. You need to go back to
They
fifth
took-
grade Earth
Again,
science.
I'm not your buddy, pal.
Again, I'm not your buddy, pal. It's
Not
the
your
flip
pal, mister.
of the time.
I'm not your Mr. Friend.
dude.
So now we
Hold on,
established,
hold on.
Donald, that seasons come for a reason, right? Because time has changed. Time has
No,
elapsed.
that's not why we have seasons. The seasons are only because of the tilt of the axis of the
The
planet
axis.
and nothing else.
The
You
orbit.
think that
No, it's the axis
we
of the
only
planet,
got
not the orbit.
No,
you think
but
we got
but you
seasons
can't
because
have the spin
because
without the
the Earth
orbit.
is tilted?
Yeah, you can. That's silly. We have rogue
Wait,
planets
wait,
that
is
don't go
HLC
around
talking
stars
about
that still
flat
spin.
Earth?
Rotation
Well,
is
the
an
Earth is
absolute
flat.
value, just so you know. Anything can rotate.
So wait, Donald, are you really telling me we only got seasons because our planet is on a tilt?
Yeah, because the axis of the planet is on a tilt. The rotation and the tilt both work together to cause the seasons.
Yeah, it balances back and forth.
It balances back and forth. What is
Yeah,
it
because it's
balancing?
going around in orbit.
What is
So
it
it's gonna
balancing?
rock back and
Milankovitch
forth.
cycles, I think they're called.
No, what is it stuck between and balancing with? There's
What do you
two
mean? What's
forces.
what do you mean?
You're
What's
to-
it stuck between?
There's two forces.
No,
Everything
she's
exists
talking about
inside of
space-time.
space-time. I have said this over and over. Everything exists inside of space-time. So if that's your point, I agreed 5 minutes ago.
How come the globe doesn't just fall to the ground?
Because the globe is the ground.
What?
What?
The globe is the ground. The Earth
Right.
is the globe.
There
Is
isn't
the
any
ground.
up or down. No, wait,
Let
hold
me
on. No,
tell you
But
something.
yeah, exactly.
If you believe that you on a tilt, then you believe that we submerged in water.
No, we're not submerged in water. Space is not water.
Are we on
Only
the back of a
religious
turtle?
people believe that there's water in outer space, not anybody else. Because we've been to space and there's no water there.
Thank you. Yep.
Hey, Donald.
There is water in space.
Yeah, we
No,
found
there's
water on
not.
Mars.
There's ice in space. There's water on planets. There's ice in space. There's not water in
Is there
space. You can't have water in space. It's too the
is there
pressure's too low.
water?
No, it just
Donald,
doesn't contain
Donald,
life.
this is my question.
Well, it's
Is there
ice.
water?
It's frozen.
Is there water in the
All right.
air?
So it's not
Is
water.
There's
there,
It's
animals.
ice.
There are animals that live in ice.
yeah,
On
is
our
there
Earth.
It would
water
have to
in,
be in a
Not in space.
condensed
is there
cloud or a
water
planet.
in the air? Yes or no?
Y'all,
There's water in the air. Yeah, sure. There's
y'all
water in the
making
air.
my brain hurt.
Okay, so if there's water in the air, that means we're surrounded by water.
No.
No, we're surrounded by
Wrong.
water vapor.
Oh
It's
my
not the same
god.
thing. So that's goofy. That's a very goofy thing to say. You probably shouldn't repeat that to
No,
anybody else either.
HLC is a flat earther, Donald. You don't want to
Oh, I don't
engage.
care.
This is going to get
Well,
absolutely nowhere.
the Earth
Niggas
is
like
flat.
honest intelligent though. Like
I'll
we're all
I'm
talk
trying.
to flat
I'm trying to.
earthers.
I'm trying to see where the
all right,
conversation
Jules. You
goes.
act like
Go
you're
ahead.
more smarter than a flat earther. You just as dumb as all of us.
Because I'm gonna tell
A
you this.
squirrel is
I'm
smarter than a flat
I don't know
earther.
what you mean by flat earther. You know what I'm saying? I believe.
I
Do you
think
believe it's a
animals are
globe?
smarter than all of us.
You've never
I per-
tested the IQ of a squirrel. How would you know?
I personally believe that the
He
thing we
don't.
call
People
the
just say
earth,
stuff they don't know. We all do it.
like the shit I'm standing on, the shit that my home is built on top of, the shit we call the earth, is a polymorphic polygon.
That's
Donald,
just
do you
That's
have
what I
A
goofy.
believe.
what? A
Donald, do
That
you
polymorphic
have
means
do
it
you have a
polygon?
changes.
study on squirrels? Can you send us a study to
Yeah,
prove that they're
well, it's
higher
a
IQ?
YouTube video, and it's squirrels doing a
It's a
squirrels
YouTube
doing a
video.
backyard obstacle course that I guarantee you this guy couldn't do.
Is that peer reviewed?
Yeah, it sure
What?
is.
What the fuck do we be talking about on these apps, bro? Like, what's the point?
Theists want to talk
Like,
about everything except for their god.
and you want to talk about everything except for what's real.
No, I only
Yeah,
talk
Wait,
about
wait,
things that are
hold on,
real.
HLC. We have to flush this out because you just said that you believe the Earth is a polymorphic polygon,
That means
right?
it
yes,
changes. That's goofy.
So yeah, so polygon means that it has some shape, and polymorphic means that
yes,
it's changing
In
shape.
multiple
So
ways.
yes, yes.
how?
Do you understand that the earth goes through erosion and mudslide?
Well, it's
The
plate
earth that we're standing
tectonics.
on?
We have plate tectonics too. So
Oh
So
my
you admit
God,
it
bro.
does change.
Which
I
means
mean,
it's
very
changing,
slowly.
bro.
Not like this guy's saying.
No,
But
no,
it's
but a
changing. That's the
It doesn't
point.
change
polymorphic
shape. It's still a
a
globe. Even
a
if plate tectonics
polymorphic
happens, it's still a globe.
polygon. Yeah, a polymorphic polygon would imply at one point in time it's a hexagon, and at one point in time it's an octagon.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's
Besides
changing
shape.
shapes, and I
It's
don't know
changing
how
shape.
often poly means, but it means more than once for sure.
It's
Yeah.
changing shape through water erosion. What's the
No,
issue?
it's
No, but
still a
it's not
globe.
changing shape. It's still a globe.
Okay, again, there's a difference between the settlement we're standing on called Earth that my home is built on top of and the water that surrounds us.
There's no water surrounding us.
You
Okay,
just said
cool.
it was water vapors.
Water
In the
vapor is
air,
not the
yeah.
same as water.
Oh my
Okay,
It's a
god.
different
cool.
state of matter.
I
Vapor
think
is a different
we
state of matter. They're different things.
we try to be so smart that I think we become dumb.
No, they're
I
just
think
different
that's what's going
things.
on.
I'm just telling the
I
truth.
hear you. I hear you. I hear you.
No, because
I
the
hear you.
implication the implication being like
Mm-hmm.
when originally like the Bible, for example, was written, where it talks about the waters above separated from the waters below. Humans
That ain't right.
believed that there was water in the actual sky, like the water that I could go touch on the ground.
That's why it
That
was
was the
blue,
implication
because
when
the
they talked
oceans were
about these
blue,
things,
and the
and
sky
obviously that's not
must be
true.
water because it's blue.
But that is true though,
No,
because
there's
you
no
know that
water up
there's
there.
oh
There's
There's
no
no
water
water
up
up
there.
there. That's the problem.
calm
I
down,
I
man.
have built
We
my own rocket and sent it to
we
like 100,000
we
feet with a camera on it.
Flex.
know
I'm
that
done.
we got things called nimbus clouds and
Listen,
other
Yeah,
things
it's
that have
blue
clouds are
water
because
in
of
not
them.
water. They're
because of
water
refraction.
vapor.
Okay, again, Donald.
But they're not everywhere. Also,
If there are clouds and there's a high condensed amount of water, that means there's a sea of water
15
above your
tons
head.
isn't a lot.
Whether it rains down on you or not, there's a sea of water above your head.
No, there's not. It's only
Ooh.
15 tons. There's not a sea. That's
Okay.
like a swimming
Wow,
pool.
this
That's like a swimming pool, dude. That's like a
this
swimming
Okay.
pool of water.
Okay, Donald. So I just want you to know it rains.
that's why I like being a simple man. This shit is crazy.
That's why simple is so easy,
I
bro.
think this shit makes y'all dumb. All these
Yeah, but simple is not
Because I know
always
how much a
correct.
cloud weighs, I'm dumb. Do you hear this? Because I know how much a cloud weighs, I'm dumb.
No, not you personally, Donald. It's
okay.
just we have complicated life so much that we just can't even accept the simple things.
No,
Like we
once you
complicate
understand how
so
the
much.
universe actually works, it makes it easier to
Yeah,
understand life.
I get it from Google, from science
No,
books, from
I
you.
don't get my science from Google. That's
You're
silly.
not in that field doing it, seeing it for what it
Doesn't
is.
matter. I
You're
can
just
still read the textbooks. They learn from the
that's what
same
I
place.
just said. You said
Donald,
no.
I have read the
reading the
textbooks. That's
textbook,
all I read
if
is
your
textbooks and peer-reviewed
ancestors
journals.
said
Right.
the waters from the
But
waters, if we
textbooks
see that water
change.
comes down
Not
above
much.
our head, that means they
Talk
must
about
have
not
split the
much.
water from the
Yeah,
water,
no.
bro.
What we know about the fundamental forces right now is going
Oh
to be the
my
same in
God.
1,000 years. It's not going to change. We're going to have a more
Oh
accurate
my
view of it,
God,
but it's going to have
Mm.
we're going to
No,
have the same
HLC,
understanding.
you gotta find humor in this shit. I'm
That's a
Allegedly,
mad.
direct quote
allegedly.
from Sean Carroll,
It
guys.
is
That is a
it is
direct quote from Sean
humor,
Carroll.
but the issue is that Donald can't say, you know what, on some real logical stuff, on some what we observe as humans. Let's just say my ancestors ain't crazy. Maybe they didn't have the science behind it, but the waters from above was definitely split from the
There
waters
are no
below.
waters
Because what? It
above.
rains on your
There are
fucking
no
head.
waters above. That's stupid.
Yeah, this is entertaining at this point. It ain't
So
even
so
take it
why?
serious, bro.
So what are they talking about? What do we just call rain? Rain, not water above.
No,
It's a
rain
different
is
type
not
of
water
water.
above. Rain is water vapor that condensates and then falls when it gets too heavy.
What is water vapor?
Water vapor is a state of water where it's gas.
It's
So
water.
there's a state
It's
of water.
gas. It's a gas. It's not like water. That's why you have to put the
Bro.
We're
descriptor
not
vapor
disagreeing.
around
We're not
there.
disagreeing with
Plus,
you,
it's not
Donald.
all over the entire planet is not surrounded by clouds 24 hours a
Oh
day.
my gosh,
So
bro.
we're not surrounded by
Allegedly.
water. There's not water up there. There's
What
clouds.
you talking about? There's volcanoes releasing clouds all the time, Donald. What are you
And there's
talking
water
about?
in those clouds.
Oh my God.
There's
You know
actual
what?
water
I
in the
do.
rocks
I
of
do.
those
I do.
HLC, that's why I said you gotta
No.
don't take it serious, bro.
I mean,
Just
this is
humor.
One
goofy.
thing
It's
I learned,
entertainment,
Donald,
bro.
is I'm not ancestors, man. I'm not smarter than the people before me, man.
I am.
I'm not.
Ooh.
Yeah,
I'm not.
humans objectively today,
Bro, you
actually, when
sound
you
like
look
my
at the
5-year-old
data, when
daughter,
you
bro.
actually look at the data over the last 100 years, actually opposed to this current generation with Gen Z, every single generation has gotten consecutively more intelligent
No, the
Yes,
from
fuck
prior
they
it
haven't.
generations. We know this.
Yeah, this is just a
Thank you
known
very
Hey,
fact.
thank you.
Drills, you live in America because we talking about the Bush administration?
No, I'm just talking about
Oh
regular education.
man.
If
Yeah,
you
we're talking
Yeah,
about
the
listen,
Bush
listen,
general
listen.
intelligence.
Whoa, we
One
talking
second.
about the
Stop,
Bush
stop, stop,
administration, bro.
stop,
The
stop,
Bush
stop,
administration
stop,
pushed us
stop,
through.
stop. HLC, fucking stop. So listen, if you have made it through 12th grade in America, you have been exposed to more education than anybody in the last, like before 100 years ago.
No, you have
Ooh.
not.
However, Donald, you may have missed the recent news story that came out about 10 days ago. I've talked about it multiple
Yeah,
times.
I was in that live, Steve.
Yeah, yes,
Yeah,
yes, you were. Let me just give it to Donald. He might not know it.
yeah.
That there's a recent study out that says that Gen Z is the first generation that has a lower IQ than the generation before it, going back over 100 years since they first started keeping that statistic.
Thank you
And
very
let me
much.
just clarify: it's not saying Gen Z has a lower IQ than any generations before it. Gen Z is the first generation that has a lower IQ than the generation before it. I can post the link in the group chat if
That's
you
true.
need.
And since
Yeah.
I'm
Hey,
Gen
Steve, we
X,
agree
I
with you,
was
Uncle
They call
right,
that
Steve.
motherfucker.
We agree
degeneration.
because
Yes,
the Bush
Donald, you are
administration,
right.
the Bush administration pushed us through.
And Gen X is dumber than the generation before it, and
No, it's
they're
Gen
No,
dumber
Y
than
that's
the
dumber
No,
generation
than the
actually,
before
generation
the
them.
data
before.
doesn't
They're
support that
dumber
at
than
all.
the.
The data doesn't support that claim at
Hey,
all. The Gen
Drills,
X is dumber than the one
We
before it.
just can't
Drills,
accept
are
that
you
we
Because
aware
it
of the
supports the
data on the
opposite.
Bush administration? Are you aware that they pushed children through school and no one left back
Yes,
behind?
no kids left
Yeah,
behind. It
no
was a
child
horrible
left
fucking decision
behind.
for the
Yeah.
United States to make. It made hundreds and
Do you know how
thousands of
many people
fucking
should have been
illiterate
left
humans.
behind, Drills?
And the study
Actually,
directly attributes it to all the time spent on social media,
yeah.
on staring into the telephone computer screens. Yes.
That's I blame
Man,
Facebook.
I had
And
to
listening to
throw away my
Newsmax.
kid's iPad, man. He'll be so locked into that thing. I was like, nah. It's like they will be on that thing and the whole world doesn't exist.
I don't know about throwing
You
it
know?
away.
So,
Limiting their time is good enough. Like get 1
Yeah,
hour
I
a
won't
day or
throw it
something.
away. Like, damn.
Those
Ain't
things are like
nothing been
$1,100.
invented in 100 years.
What do you wait? What did you just say, HLC?
It's been
He had to throw
invented
away
in
his kid's
100
iPad.
years.
Wait, what?
It's like
Nothing new is being
$1,100,
invented in
man. You
100
just
years.
toss it in the
What
That's
trash.
about
crazy.
like
nah,
computers?
I
Did
mean,
computers exist in
I didn't
1926?
per se throw it away. It's just in the garage
No,
somewhere.
computer
I'm just
was
saying
invented in
he don't
1942.
got access to that thing no more because
Yeah, they don't like they'll have
Oh, so
things
you
that
have it now. So
people
it's
not
your iPad now.
access
Got it.
to.
it's
Hey,
somewhere in
Drills,
the
computers
garage,
did
man.
exist back then, man.
The computer was
No, they
invented
did
in
not.
1942. It helped Britain fight Hitler.
Thank you,
And it was,
Donald. Drills don't know his history, man. Drills, I get you. You talking from
yeah,
emotion, man.
1942 is not 100 years ago. You're like 18 years
I
ahead.
wasn't
A
talking about
computer was
computers. I
already
wasn't
on
talking
scene,
about just
man.
computers. I was talking about all knowledge from like high school. If you've gone through the 12th grade in America, you are better educated than anybody like before 100 years ago.
Yeah, Donald was talking about knowledge and education. The study was talking about IQ levels.
Right.
Are we as educated as Europeans? Because
No.
because it's like mandatory. They have to learn like 3 different languages just by where they are.
They're also
Yeah,
mandated to
Americans
learn
are
the
dumb.
first semester of calculus that I found out, which is interesting enough.
I didn't get to take calculus in
European
high school because my 7th grade teacher.
Oh yeah. To graduate high school, we only had to go to geometry. First geometry. That's it.
Algebra 2.
Yeah, algebra 2
2
for
is the first
me.
I got.
But I also took
Blame
trig
Bush.
and stat my
But
senior year.
Drills, I posted the information in the chat for you so you know when computers was on scene.
Am I the only one that took AP calculus in high school?
Based off
I
of
didn't take anything
modern
AP. I didn't take
conversations.
calculus in high school at all. I had
Look,
to learn it on
I
my own. It
tried
was
to
a
take
bitch.
physics.
I took
tried
physics.
to take physics senior year. I dropped out, bro. Like the hardest thing for math is like word problems.
Oh,
If
dude,
such and
those are
such is
easy.
going 60 miles per hour,
Just get
and
rid of the
that's
words.
5 miles away, how
Oh,
long?
those are my
Like
favorite.
Just get rid of the
physics
words.
Yeah.
was all of
You
that.
just have to get rid of
Like
the
I
words.
Yeah,
just
just forget
you
the
just have to get
words
rid of the
and
words.
just
That's
use the
it.
numbers. Just
Yep.
forget the words and use
yeah,
the numbers.
because that
The
always
numbers are
threw
the
me
only
off. The
important
word.
thing.
Because in that physics class, that's all it was. Hey, this is 5 miles away, and these
It's not
cars
all it
going 60
was.
miles
You
per
didn't even
hour.
finish the class. You don't know what it all was. You
You
didn't
got to be
finish the
good at math
class.
Hey
first
man,
before you
I
do.
could.
You got to
It
be
was
good at
Way
math
enough to
more
where
first
I
than
was
that.
before
like,
I
you.
this
took
Hey,
high
makes
school
Alvin,
sense.
I
physics.
failed
I had to do
physics
a little bit
too
of
because I
calculus.
didn't
But I
know
got
that
into it.
class was about imagination.
Yeah, I
No,
couldn't
physics
do
is
it.
not about imagination. There's nothing in
It
physics
was.
that's imagination.
The physics class is about
Imagination.
imagination. It's
No,
about
physics
choosing
class
an
is
No,
not
no,
No,
about
object,
it's not
giving it
there's
a
imagination.
symbol of
calculations.
buoyancy and movement, and then coming up with the equation
Just
to
because
solve
you
it.
don't
Let's see.
believe in it doesn't make it imagination.
Yeah,
independent of
I
buoyancy.
didn't have the IQ
Wait,
for that.
wait, HLC. What did you just mention about buoyancy? Let me hear this
Gravity's
out.
not buoyancy.
Oh, she's a flat
I
earther.
didn't say anything about buoyancy. I said
You
physics.
did.
Yeah,
You
you
mentioned
did. You mentioned
buoyancy in your
buoyancy.
rant.
I said that you create something out your imagination and attach it to buoyancy, density, matter, and those things, and then use equations.
We didn't make anything out of our imagination. What goes down? What makes things go down?
I
Okay,
think
see
the
again,
word is
gravity
abstract.
isn't real, right? But the
I don't
Gravity is
know.
downward
Of
real.
force
course it
vector of
is. What makes things go
gravity
down?
isn't
Wait, hold on.
real, but the downward vector that we call, right, a quark is real.
No, we don't
Gravity
call it a
is
quark.
something that we coined and made up.
A quark is not a
Okay,
downward
what?
vector.
No, a
Well, hold
quark
on,
is
hold
a
on.
subatomic
What
particle
school?
that is the
What school
force-carrying
taught?
particle for the strong nuclear force.
Wait. What school taught HLC that? What
Not
school did
any
you learn that
public
at?
school in America.
You said
Yeah,
quantum physics?
yeah.
That
HLC, I
wasn't
don't know
No,
where you
quantum
got
You don't
that.
know
this
jack
flat
shit about quantum
earther
physics.
component
Yeah, I don't know
Look,
where
of
you
no
got that
I just
idea,
told you that
HLC,
you don't know
because
nothing about
gravity is a very real
computers. Now how you gonna
component.
tell
Very
me I don't
real.
know about quantum
No,
physics?
but
Yeah,
no,
because
gravity is a
dumb.
very
You
real
can't know about
component
quantum
of
Gravity
the
and
physics. It's
quantum
equation.
physics,
impossible.
we
You're a
don't
flat
know
earther.
anything about gravity and quantum physics, so you can't know anything
Man,
about gravity and
all of
quantum
us
physics.
dumb as hell, bro.
Yeah, for example,
Nobody.
HLC, you might describe energy as being something like all potential energy, or all potential,
Or
potential motion plus thermal energy plus thermal motion plus
Kinetic.
kinetic motion
kinetic,
Yeah.
minus
gravity.
gravity.
Minus gravity.
Gravity,
It's a
right?
negative energy, yeah.
It's a negative energy. That's just going to be that's going to fall out of the equation naturally. It's not something
You
that we're
have to
going to
have
deny,
it.
right?
You have have to have it. There's just no way around it.
Okay. Now what?
So, do you apply gravity when you're in a medium like water?
All
Yeah.
mediums that have
Yes.
mass will have
I
gravity.
don't know what you
Yes.
mean by apply gravity. What do you mean by
Listen,
apply
gravity applies
gravity?
to matter itself if it's
Well,
dense.
it applies to
More dense,
mass,
more
not
It's
matter. It
gravity.
applies to
no.
mass.
That's
No, see,
incorrect.
when you're in a medium like
No,
Yeah,
water,
but
that's
we use
matter is
incorrect.
buoyancy
mass.
and
That's
density.
incorrect. Hold on, I was
No,
talking
what's
there.
Buoyancy
okay,
has
HLC,
gravity
what's
in the
buoyancy?
equation.
Hold on
Yeah,
a
what's
second.
buoyancy?
I was
Do you want
talking
me to
there.
post it for
No,
buoyancy? There's
you
gravity in
got
the
it wrong,
equation.
Amadi. You got it wrong, Amadi. Gravity is not something that applies to matter. Gravity is a dipolar force. It applies to two pieces of matter, right? It takes two in this case, which
Yeah.
is why it's called a dipole.
You have to have the distance between the center of both masses, otherwise it doesn't work. We just take the square root of it. So yeah, you have to have two things. So that's why everything's relative. That's why general relativity is relative, because you have to have two things to be compared to each other to measure anything. One thing out in an empty universe doesn't need to be measured. It's just that thing.
Which
Any
is why
movement
one
that
of
it
the most
has will
So,
be
in
important
a
questions.
medium
points.
like
You can only
water, we
measure its
use
light.
gravity, or do we use
Which
Yes,
buoyancy
there's
and
was
gravity
density?
why
inside of
one of
water,
the
dumbass. I answered that question already. Don't
most
ask it again.
Do we
which is
You
use
just
why one
need
of
the
buoyancy
the
and
textbook
most
density?
knowledge now.
Gravity
important
is in the equation of buoyancy.
which is why one of the most important questions in physics is where should we put the camera, right? Because you have to just, arbitrarily define a inertial frame of reference and then watch it fall in a field of gravity. And there's gravity. Oh no. Oh, it happened, right? That's all we're talking about.
We really
T
need
is
to
like
get
a
that
calm
NDA.
version of
I
Donald.
need to talk to you about my paper bad. It's like fundamental. It won't change anything, but it'll be fundamental.
So
But
if you
are we
drop,
done with the textbook knowledge now, or
yeah.
we
So if you
still?
drop an apple off a 20-foot building, at
Oh my
what
god.
rate would it? I hated physics
9.8
class, bro.
meters per second
I hated
squared.
it. I
32
hated
feet per second
physics.
per second.
Man, that
The
shit
best
was boring.
decision ever was for me to drop out of that class, bro.
No, Steve, the
Probably.
more important point that you missed entirely when you dropped out of that class is in dropping that apple, you're creating an inertial frame of reference, right?
Two, actually.
Yeah,
That's what's
see,
actually
my
happening
brain
there.
just
You're making
exploded
two
by you
frames of
saying that.
reference. You have
Right,
to have
nah,
two
too, bro.
frames of
My
reference,
brain
actually,
just
T.
This
exploded
shit
into
be so unimportant, bro.
No, this
So
Like,
shit
in
is
this
how the universe
inertial
works. This is how the
and
that's
in
why
universe
we
this
works.
don't. That's
yeah,
why
but
we
Hey,
can't have
here's the
Donald.
critical part you
relationships.
were
We
missing
can't
when
have
you were
fun with
talking
life.
over
We
me,
be
right? Is
Donald,
in this
Yeah.
inertial frame of
put
reference,
the answer in the
what
chat,
the fuck
Donald.
are you doing, dude? What the fuck? Seriously.
Well, we.
In this inertial frame of reference, the apple isn't falling down to meet the ground. Everything is rising up to meet the apple.
that's
false,
wild.
That's what
HLC. Hang
happens
on.
when you create that inertial frame of
So
reference.
That
HLC,
was just.
this is just
I
false
don't know
because
why I
it's
remember that
not a
specific.
pulling force. It's an acceleration, and
Yeah.
buoyancy requires gravity, and things go up in buoyancy because of gravity pushing down on the rest of the atmosphere. So you just don't know what you're talking about. Sorry to interrupt.
I remember our valedictorian, like he got like perfect scores in all these classes. He was in that class with me, and I was like, "How the fuck do you understand all this shit, man?"
You have to.
It's like,
You
man,
just
it's
have to
easy.
work
Just
at
da
it.
da 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 da. I'm like, all right, bro.
You have to work at it, man. It's easy to
No,
understand
he
once you get
just
the
is
basics.
natural. No,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty
Well, no, it's
sure
just
he
easy to understand
studied
once you get the
and
basics. Once you get through the
Yeah,
basics,
this is actually
not for me, not for
well,
me. For him, it
this is
was.
actually
He could
something I really
just
push back on, Alvin, and
yeah.
it's definitely not a fault of you because a lot of people have this view, where they say that, oh, I'm just not naturally good at math. I don't believe that. I don't believe that anyone is just naturally bad at math.
no,
It's just a consequence of people who are good at math are
worked at it hard.
exposed to math more often and just do it more often.
Yeah, they just did
Because
more.
just like any
I can agree with that. I think if you do anything and you practice at it, you'll get better. But that doesn't
No.
necessarily mean like you'll be a polymath, right? Like,
Well, no,
I'm
that
pretty
doesn't apply
sure
to everything.
drills,
Like I will never be good at
like,
music because I naturally don't have a rhythm. So there are things that, but math isn't one of those things.
But here's the thing, like drills, I'm pretty sure if you practice basketball every single day for like a couple months, you're going to be a better basketball player than you are now. But you'll never be
right,
Michael
yeah,
Jordan,
sure.
right? You won't be Michael
I mean,
Jordan, right?
I'd be in a hospital bed for a year after that.
Let me
I
give
mean,
you all
yeah, but
let
I
me
mean,
give
yeah, but
you
like
all
Jordan is
let
only
me
as
give
good as
you
he is
all a
for practicing as much as he did.
universal truth. Learning becomes easy when learning is fun. Ask
love physics.
Now that's
anybody.
true.
Ask
That's true.
anybody if learning is difficult when it's fun. But when it's not fun,
It's
it's
hard.
always
That
difficult.
is very
But you
true.
can still do it.
Physics was not fun. I
Physics
did
was
not.
fun for
I'm not
me.
saying you can't learn when it's difficult. I'm just saying when it's fun, it's easier.
I
That's true.
started studying physics when I was like 12 years old. Even before we started doing anything in physics in school. By the time I got to high school physics, I'd already learned everything that there was to learn in the high school physics. I was asking my teacher about black holes and dark matter, and she had no idea what I was talking about.
Yeah, but my guy, he was on the basketball team too, valedictorian, man. And I was like, bro, how are you? He was like, well, Al, you just do this and that and da 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 da. I'm like, all right, bro. Like I don't. It was a bit. I don't know if he was having fun with it or not, but he was just flying through that class,
I
man.
love physics. I did the same thing in like microcomputer applications. I did 2 years worth of work in the first semester of the class.
Now, I will say this. I don't know if this matters. Now, he was a little bit on the spectrum, right?
It
Like
does not matter.
I don't
Yeah,
know if that.
that's actually something really interesting. Is that it's also been talked about. I saw a few articles discussing it about how it was proposed that like Einstein was also on the spectrum.
It's just a
Yeah.
what is it when you hyper focus on something? That's what that
Yeah,
is.
hyperfixate. Yeah.
Fixation. Yes, thank you.
Now, when I say that, he would have to tell you for you to know it. Like you could just talk it. You couldn't notice it. He would just let you know. Yeah, I'm like I'm autistic. Like he'll tell you that, but you
So he
wouldn't
was
know
functional?
he was unless he told you.
I'm not a
Right?
functional autistic.
Yeah.
I can't. I've never been able to
Yeah.
hold jobs because of the way that I deal with people. They don't like it.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but yeah, it was easy, man.
No, it has nothing to do with it. The only thing that it has to do with is hyperfixation. They would have just exposed themselves to it more often. Just like we said,
No.
the more you expose yourself, hey Piper, welcome. The more you expose yourself to the math, the better you get.
He was a Christian too, so he was smart. You know what I'm saying? He went to my church.
That is not a metric on who's smart and who's not smart.
Yeah, man.
There are just as many dumb Christians as there are dumb atheists.
And they're smart Christians.
And they're smart atheists.
No, all the atheists are dumb. No, I'm just playing.
I was about to say demonstrate that, and you would have been a mess of trouble.
No, I'm just playing. I don't really have a hive mind mentality when it comes to like judging individuals. It's like I want to see what the person themselves is going to say. Their title really doesn't mean anything to me.
Smart.
It's like, okay, so all right, you're cool.
Can
So
you
start
explain
talking.
a lack of belief in the belief that you have?
I think my brain exploded with that question.
Well,
A lack
that's what
of
an atheist is. An atheist is being a double entendre.
What?
So what they have to do here is demonstrate that they have a lack of belief in the very thing that they believe in.
I mean, beliefs are subjective, so all I need is subjective evidence, so I just can tell you that I don't believe. That's trivial.
I can just simply tell you that I don't believe you, subjectively. and
Okay,
you're
these
wrong.
are beliefs. We have to support
So
these
Regal,
beliefs.
I do got a question for you because I'm a theist. But can you explain to me the difference, evidence-wise, for me saying I believe in the tooth fairy versus me believing in God? Right?
Zero.
What is
The difference is it's a categorical error. Like when you're positing something that is like mythological in nature, obviously
like God,
invented.
like a unicorn, like gods.
Yeah. Unicorn would be mythological, whereas
Yeah, that's
God
a very
is a metaphysical claim here, not a mythological claim.
Define
So
metaphysical for me.
when an atheist wants to have a discussion with you about a unicorn, like they think what they're
never
having a
used the
discussion with you about is God, but what they're really doing is
Actually, I
conflating
guess I used it today.
the two and making a categorical error.
different.
It's called
now
false
I
equivalency.
completely disagree. That is a very weak difference. Let me give you a very strong Let me give you a very strong difference. A strong difference
Why do you have to
is
say that twice? I heard you the first time.
Let him
Yeah, you know what? You know what? Maybe I'll just wait a little bit.
Calm
Hey,
your
Regal,
jets,
so
dude.
this
He was
okay.
just trying to have a conversation. Why were you so rude?
Hey, so Regal. So okay, so let's make it more one-to-one. So there are people even today, and there's actually an uprising of this of Norse people, right? Of Nordic religion. There's actually a rise. Look, you go on YouTube. There are a lot of Nordic channels where they're like
my
talking to Freya.
my sister worships
Yeah,
the Norse pantheon.
yeah,
That
yeah,
doesn't mean they're
exactly.
real.
So Regal, is there
You just want to get up there?
a difference between somebody saying, yes, I pray and talk to Loki versus I pray and talk to the God of Abraham?
No.
Or is it the same?
No difference. Identical.
Completely different.
Why?
I mean, you can say ontologically speaking, like the nature of like what you're practicing are like two different things. So like the nature of practicing or praying to like the Abrahamic God versus Loki, it's going to function in two different ways ontologically.
As far as the premise of their God is real, the Abrahamic God is real, I guess I would ask, why would their God not be real?
That's a really good question.
I can answer that.
Because, I mean, even historically, like as Christianity came on the rise, there were a lot of Vikings that renounced and rejected, as it was predicted. You know,
No, they paid them. They paid them.
Like that.
The Christians paid the Vikings to turn. They gave them mountains and mountains of money to convert.
Right, but I'm talking about even today. You go on YouTube. Even one of my friends at work, like there's like an uprising of like people going.
It's not
back
an
to the
uprising,
North.
dude.
Well, whatever you want to call a resurgence of that, right? And they are like, yeah, I talked to Freya and Helga and all these guys, right?
Still mythology.
Helga. I mean, I could give you this in a nutshell. It's like
Okay,
people
go
kind
ahead.
of naturally gravitate towards this, and they like to anthropomorphize things. So they want to make the weather their friend. You know, they want to do something like that. So then
that's more like animism.
They'll go into like this new age spirituality. I mean, even atheists do this with Buddhism to like combat like blatant nihilism.
I do not do this, so don't say that atheists do this because I don't do this.
I'll give you the difference between between gods and unicorns in a nutshell. 6 billion people. 6 billion people believe in God, but they don't believe in unicorns. That's your difference in a nutshell.
That's the only difference.
The
They have the
difference
exact
in
same
a
amount of
nutshell
evidence.
is that when you posit a unicorn and you talk about mythology, that's mythology. But
Gods
when you
are
posit
mythology.
something metaphysical like a concept,
Really, how many
now we're
people
talking
believe in
about
unicorns?
concepts.
How many people
So you'll
believe in
say-
unicorns?
You'll say concepts do
How
exist because
many
they exist in
people
your mind.
believe in unicorns?
Yeah, asking me a question before I'm finished isn't.
And
You're
not
ignoring us.
answering a
You're
question.
preaching and ignoring us, Dick.
Exactly.
We're both saying stuff and you're ignoring both of us, you preaching piece of shit.
Yeah.
Because you're yelling over me.
You know,
Both of
you're
you.
free to say, I don't know. I don't know how many people believe in
Well,
unicorns. You're
Alvin
free to
was
say
talking
that
to
if you
me. He
want.
didn't want to talk to you, so I don't
But
know
I'll
why
tell
you're
you
butting your way
this,
into it.
I know for a fact that 6 billion people believe in gods.
Okay, Uncle Karen, and if they turned that into a fucking pill, you would take it because statistically, every person in the world that believes in a religion is statistically proven to be happier.
False.
So if they took religion and put it
Cite
into a
your
pill,
source.
like most
Stop.
of you atheists
Stop.
do,
Stop.
right? Because
Stop.
you're psychologically fucked up and have
Stop.
depression and all
Stop.
these things,
You
and
know,
you think
Stop. Regal. Shut up.
Donald, if I may,
Fucking
if I
cite
may
your
very
source,
quickly,
Dick.
if I may very quickly, I
if
want
they
to
put that
thank
religion into a pill, they would take it.
I want to thank you, Rigel, whatever your name is, for calling me an Uncle Karen, accusing me of having a vagina, and also accusing me of having a mental illness. Now, where you got that information from, I don't know. Maybe you'd like to explain it all to us. If you,
I'll do that right now.
yeah, please
So if
do.
you could mute
You know,
yourself,
there's
I'll do
nothing
that.
wrong with having a
I
vagina,
will.
for the
Please
record.
start
Yeah,
off
mute yourself and I
where
will.
you think I have a vagina.
Are
Go
you
ahead.
done now? Go ahead, mute yourself. Okay, so when Steve hears me talk
No,
about
no.
atheists,
What
he
information do you
no,
have that says I have
mute
a
yourself.
vagina? What information do you
You're
have
gonna have to
that
mute
I have a
yourself.
vagina? Be on
Uncle
point or I'm
Karen,
going
you're
to
gonna have to
stop you.
mute yourself while I explain.
Go ahead. What
Okay.
information do you have that I have a vagina?
Okay. So when I talk about atheists in general,
You're getting a third and a last chance.
there's a generalization of what atheists.
All right, so I moved him to the audience
You didn't answer the
because
question.
I asked him a very direct question 3 times and he didn't answer.
But
I
Steve,
asked him, where did he get the information that I have a vagina.
But Steve, that's just your
Okay, and
gender
of course he
expression.
didn't
You're
answer.
not
He
going to
avoided the
elaborate.
issue. So if we're talking about a Karen, I think he's the classic example. Now there's my receipts. There are my evidence. Now, any mod want to bring him back up
I'll bring him
and
up.
let him explain why he claims I have a vagina?
No, where
Go
he got
for
the
it.
information.
That's your gender
Well, he kicked me
expression,
off the
Steve.
panel. I think it's
That's
pretty
not.
self-evident that he's a pussy. So you're a big vagina, big bleeding vagina.
Whoa,
Karen.
whoa.
What are y'all talking
Why is
about?
that dude
Every
bleeding?
vagina bleeds, so that's
Yeah,
not
I
even
know.
a,
Why are you
that's not
bleeding,
even
dude?
an insult to the vagina. So I don't even understand what that means.
Yeah, well, anyway, when I'm talking about atheists in general, I'm not talking about Uncle Karen over here in particular, but there are a lot of
How about you
feminist,
just not talk
political
about
atheists
atheists as a
that
monolith
like to
because that doesn't
overlap their
exist.
political decisions with science and use it as a religion, and then they say
I
it's
don't
not.
use
You know,
science as
but
a religion,
anyway,
you dick.
yeah, you do. Do you have a
No, I
belief in
don't.
science?
I don't have
Do you
religion.
believe
Don't have
science?
beliefs in science.
I don't believe
Do
in
you believe
science.
science?
I don't believe
Do
in
you
Science
believe in
is
it?
overrated.
Do you
So
have a belief in it?
I have a belief in it, yes. But
Oh,
that
you
doesn't
have a
make it a
belief. I thought you don't
religion.
have beliefs.
Everybody has a belief about everything. That doesn't make it a
I thought
religion.
beliefs were only subjective.
Yes, beliefs are subjective.
They are.
I can demonstrate that my
Oh,
beliefs are
okay.
accurate or
So why? Oh, I
inaccurate.
believe in something that you think is subjective.
No, that's not how
Define
it
subjective.
works. That's
Define
not how it
subjective.
works. So what I said was, everybody has
This is what Donald says it is, by the way. Like he's told me
everything.
this dozens of times.
Everybody has a belief about everything. That doesn't make it a religion.
Okay, can you
It doesn't make
define?
it.
Can you
Can I
define for me?
finish? Can I
Right?
finish? Can I finish, please? I'd like to finish, please.
Can you let him finish?
So, just because people have a belief doesn't mean you can't support that the belief is true.
Okay,
and it
you got
doesn't,
5 seconds to
I'm
answer, just like
almost
atheists.
done, you fucking prick. Control yourself. I'm gonna move you to the audience now.
Yeah, that's the best thing to do.
So, just because you have a belief of something doesn't make it a
Yeah,
religion.
let him sit in the goo for 5 minutes. He'll be back. He won't leave. Trust me.
We won't miss him.
Just because we have a belief about something doesn't make that belief a religion. Religions are a set of beliefs that you are indoctrinated into in some way that you don't take critically and you don't examine with anything from the outside. That's not what science is. So science does not count as a religion. So science cannot be my religion. That's just fucking goofy, and you should never repeat that to anybody ever again. It makes you sound like a fucking moron. Try to
Yeah,
sound
and
less like a moron.
he's raising his hand. His 5 minutes isn't up. Trust me. He's gonna want to stick around, and he's going to want to talk to his uncle Karen and Donald because he's compelled to stay here. Give him a few more minutes in the goo. He'll stick around.
Are you sure you don't have a female body part?
Well, would you like to come over to Casa de Appel
No.
and confirm it
I'll
for everybody?
submit. I'll be happy to
Hey,
submit for
Alpha,
inspection if you
PTR,
really feel like it.
PTR.
No, would you like to come over and find out for yourself?
Do you live in Newark?
Would you like to come over and find out for yourself? Simple question, yes or
How would
no?
he find out?
That would be a negative. No thanks.
Okay, then
let's
shut
not
the
talk about
fuck up.
So science is not a religion because science is a tool used as a methodology to understand the natural world around us. Religion is an organized system of religious attitudes, beliefs, and practices. A commitment to or devotion to a god or gods or system of belief or religious observances, the service and worship of God or gods, and of the supernatural.
Yeah,
An
don't
interest, cause, belief. I know. I'm just giving definition of what religion is.
I know.
An interest, cause, belief, or activity that is intensely or passionately held. So there are many aspects of things that you might want to categorize something as a religion, but science does not fall into that category.
Does not qualify.
Yeah, I think the major difference between science and religion is science is like amoral, right? Here's the data, here's the facts, that's it.
Hey, Alvin, do you know the Secular Humanist Manifesto uses science to overlap?
Well,
the form
secular
of the framework?
humanism's different, right? We just
It's
talking
called
about
prescriptive claims, and they're all atheists.
Well,
That's why it's
wait a
called
minute.
secular.
Look, secular
Secular means
humanism
non-religious.
is well, I'm talking about more so just science. Science is just like here's the data, this is what it says. It's
Hey,
not
hey,
telling
Alvin, go look
you.
this up on Google. Prescriptive versus descriptive.
No,
So
I get absolutely.
they
But
like
I'm
to make
just
prescriptive claims, ought not do's, on the basis of science,
okay
and that's a
on the
prescriptive
basis
claim.
of okay. But when you think
That's
of
religious in
science,
nature. They think that's the
Well,
foundation for their
well,
well, hold
morality.
on. Let me
hold
Nature's
on.
real
the
quick.
foundation of everything. Yeah, that's a horrible, silly thing to believe.
No, hold on. I'm saying the difference is with science. There's no ought or shoulds in science. It's just
Yeah,
here's the
people
data.
do that.
Do what
Processes
you
don't do
want
that.
with it. That's what it is. That's what it
How many
says.
times have you heard you ought not believe in God because science?
Well,
Never.
Who
well,
says that?
that
Alvin,
person's making a
Who
Alvin,
says
different
that?
claim.
Exactly.
Who says
Never
that?
Exactly. You
happened.
religious fucking
Alvin,
Karens fanatical.
Who says
Alvin,
No one's
Fanatical
that?
ever said that,
Karens.
dude.
No
No one
one
has
said
ever
that.
said that.
Alvin,
No one
Alvin,
says that.
the Alvin, if I may, with all due respect, the object of science, is to disprove what we already know. The object of religion is to prove what was written 2,000 years ago.
Or
Just
more.
let that marinate for a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, I don't
Yeah,
even think the
that's a
object of
reductionist
religion is to
approach.
prove anything.
Stop
It's to
saying that. That's a
practice,
meaningless
right?
sentence.
Religion is more so about what you
Do
do
you
than
see
what you
that
believe.
categorical error again?
There's
That
not
they
a
think
categorical error.
religion is here to prove something?
There is no
Yeah,
categorical
they
error, and
are.
if you think
Yeah,
there is,
you
please tell me
associate
why what I
religion.
said was wrong.
I think religion is
I
more
want it.
about
I'd
what.
love to hear what he said.
Y'all
What
are
I said was
religious
wrong.
people trying to prove God right now.
Well, here's the thing. I think religion is something you do more so than you believe, right?
Well, no,
Because
both. You believe it and you do it.
because there's people out here that believes in aliens. I don't think we would say they're religious,
No, they
right?
don't
They
worship
just
aliens. Well,
that's
some of
just
them actually
something.
do worship aliens. There's the Raelians.
Now here's the thing. Now, if they believe the alien gave them a moral code and law and they're following what the alien, then yeah, okay, that looks like religion. But if somebody just says, "Yeah, I believe in aliens," I ain't gonna say, "Okay, they're religious," right?
Sure.
I
Yeah,
think it's
but
more so
so
about
that's
practice.
the trick, right? Because like, this is where the language gets really tricky because you just said, "Do you believe in aliens?" That is a
Atheism is a
very different
belief
phrase
question.
compared to "Do you believe aliens exist?" That's a
No,
completely
those are
Right.
the
those are
same
two
thing. Those are
completely
the
different
exact same
sentences you could
thing.
construct. No, they don't.
Those are the exact same thing.
Yeah, because you got human aliens, like a Mexican is an alien if he crosses the border, right?
Well, that's just
Um,
word semantics. That's not what we're talking about here.
yeah.
But no, those two questions are the exact same question. Do you believe in
A
aliens and
Mexican
do you
is
believe
not
aliens
an
exist
alien.
are
Where are
the
you
same
getting that
question.
from?
To America, they're aliens.
Well,
It
guess
doesn't
what? To
matter.
California.
I'm not
Hello.
talking about that kind of alien.
Hello.
Hello.
To Californians, they're 45% of our population and legal. So I don't know where you're getting from that's bullshit.
Alien just means foreigner.
No, that's not what we're
What I'm
talking about. We're talking about like
That's what,
aliens from Earth, like
Yeah, what about
Aliens are
extraterrestrials.
very
the
Dumbass.
little green
Yeah.
men?
yeah, the little green man. But
Don't
I'm just saying, if
equivocate.
somebody look, watch this. Even if somebody says, "Yes, I believe in ghosts," I'm not calling them religious unless they say this particular ghost told me to
Yeah,
follow
Alvin,
these rules,
Alvin,
right?
We
Alvin.
don't
Having a
care.
belief does having a belief in something doesn't make it a religion. We agree.
Absolutely.
That's
Yeah.
all
Yeah,
you've
that's
There's
what
more.
repeated
There's
over
more
and
to
over
it.
for the last 5 minutes.
Yeah, there's more to it though. But belief is part of the religious process.
it is a part of the process.
Yes,
Thank
you
you,
cannot
Alvin.
have the
Finally,
religion
dude.
without the
God.
belief.
It is a part of the process.
I
Yes, that's
This is
believe I
fucking
can
goofy. Why
fly.
is it so hard to get theists to understand a thing?
because the ego. They want to talk about what they want to talk about.
Was it ego? I didn't even give JCC no pushback. I'm like, okay,
That's
cool.
not ego. That's not what ego is. You don't understand what words mean.
What do you think I said egos means? Like,
You
Mexicans
said
are
pushback. You said I
Mexicans
didn't
are
give any ego. I
aliens.
didn't give any pushback. So it
Jesus
seems like you think
Christ.
that ego is pushback.
well, if I had an ego, I would give him pushback to
See,
protect
I
my
was right.
ego.
That's
Can you
not what ego
follow
is.
the? Okay, to protect
Wait,
my ego.
Alvin, is
Oh my
Mexican
god!
language an alien language?
No.
If I speak Spanish, that is alien to certain
Dude,
areas.
that is
Like if I go to
stupid. And
Australia,
I
Like
clarified that we're
from
talking
what
about
from
extra
what
fucking
planet?
terrestrials,
it
dumbass.
just means foreign. It
You're
just
an
means foreign.
idiot.
That's
You're
it.
an idiot. You just want to equivocate. You're just lying. That's a
Alien
lie.
just means
That's a
foreigner,
fucking
man.
lie, Alvin. You're sinning right now.
So
So
alien doesn't mean foreigner.
so alien
We weren't talking
is
about that. I
also
clarified
yeah.
extraterrestrial. So no, in that context, it did not mean foreigner.
Okay, but it does mean foreigner though, right?
I clarified in the context that
Okay.
we were talking about
All right.
extraterrestrial.
People are allowed to make mistakes.
It's not a
I
mistake.
clarified
It's a
3
clarification.
times. 3 fucking times I
It's
clarified
a
because of Alvin.
it's a
I'm not
clarification. It's a
disregarding your
clarification.
clarifications.
It's a clarification of the context of the use of the word alien. That's
And he
all we
still
were
kept
doing.
using the wrong context, so he was lying.
Exactly.
I was referring to what Drill said. He said those are two different questions, and I was like, okay, you got a point there because there's the usage of the term alien that just means foreigner. So he was like, hey, you need to get more specific. That's all I was responding.
That's not what
to
he was
with Drill.
talking about, though. He was talking about belief in aliens and belief in the existence of aliens. Those are the same 2 questions. And he was saying they were different questions. That's
I
what
think
he was saying.
one
You couldn't
is
even track the
speculative,
conversation.
the other is confirmed. Where I could say,
No,
hey, yeah,
that's
maybe aliens are out there somewhere, as opposed
no.
to yes, it's
Listen,
affirmative.
Alvin.
they're there.
No, listen. So believing it to exist and supporting it to exist are the 2 qualifiers you're trying to look for right now. Those are not the same as believing it to exist and believing in. Those are the 2 same things. Those 2 things are the same
Okay,
thing.
Drills, what did you mean by that statement?
I meant exactly what Donald had described there. I would disagree that they mean the same thing.
But they are identical statements.
No, because Donald, compare this.
Well,
you're
you're equivocating. I told you what happened.
No, Donald, you have to let me get my point out first.
Stop. You already have.
No.
Listen,
No,
I already
I
understand
didn't
your
get my point out.
You said I explained it properly. I understand your point. So listen, the equivocation that you're making is supporting the belief and having the belief. That's the equivocation that you're making with believe in and belief in true, that it exists. That's the equivocation.
No, so this is why if you would have let me get my point out the first time, why I was going to bring up specific other phrasings with believe in something. Like, for example, I believe in my mom. There's extra verbiage that's not being included in that statement. No, not just that. I believe that my mom will always take care of me, regardless of the situation that I'm in.
Different belief, which has nothing
No, but colloquially, we assign other verbiage of what we don't directly say. That's what that means. Do we believe in aliens in that regard? That's where
that has nothing
my
to do...
delineation between those 2 statements comes from.
But you haven't shown how they're different. You got to show how the statements are different.
You can't say aliens exist because you haven't seen them, but you also can't say they can exist because you have not seen them.
You can say it's probably.
No, we know aliens exist. We
No,
found them on Mars.
I've seen Mexican people before.
We found aliens
Okay,
on
stop
Mars.
that,
Extraterrestrials
Phoenix.
exist.
God,
we have to get over
we
that.
just went over
Extraterrestrials
that,
exist.
Phoenix.
You're being anti-Mexican.
So extraterrestrials exist. So we live in a world now.
I love the Mexican
You guys
community,
need
by
to
the way.
get this through your thick Thea skull. We live in a world now where extraterrestrials have been discovered. They exist.
Allegedly.
No, they
theists believe
exist.
in extraterrestrials.
Yeah, they do actually exist. We found interstellar microbia on the
on Mars, right?
ISS. No, on the
Well,
ISS.
call me when there's a green man.
It's still extraterrestrials. It's still aliens. No matter what form they take, it's still life on other planets.
Yeah, but that's not interesting though.
It is because it means that advanced life could be out there somewhere also.
That has nothing to do with being a theist or atheist.
I know. I don't know why we're talking about it.
You know what my problem with a lot of the sci-fi movies? Why do all the aliens look humanoid? Wouldn't they look? Why do they always
because
look
we want to anthropomorphize.
People build
Didn't you see
oh my
different
God.
kind of.
Stop talking after you ask the
octopi
question.
in the movie Arrival? That wasn't like that.
See, that's not. See, I like that movie because they
my
look
God.
completely unrecognizable to what they're like.
I'd like to answer your
There was
question.
also another movie called Life. And it was this gelatinous thing that lived.
I remember that one. That
Yeah,
was
see, I'm more
Yeah.
down.
Yeah,
with
and
but
they
that
took
was
over the
just
space
that was
station.
just like
Yep,
the
yep.
larval form of it. It
Well,
transformed in the brain, didn't it?
Yeah, but that makes more sense to me because if you're on another planet, you're
I
not
don't
going to
know why we're
have
talking
like
about this.
arms
This
and
is
legs.
stupid.
And you're going to develop a whole.
Can I?
Yes,
can
of
I
course
say
you are.
something?
Yes, anything.
Hey, what's the
like this.
movie called so I can go look at it?
He said it was
Which
Life.
one? Life?
I think what's the one before that? Somebody just
Arrival. That's an excellent movie. Vinny Villeneuve.
Arrival with what's his name?
Arrival.
The guy
Vinny
like Hawkeye.
Villeneuve and yeah, that's an excellent movie. Yeah.
That's good.
Okay, now we can stop talking about fiction. Cool.
You
Yeah,
see
I'm just
Contact, but there's no aliens in Contact.
Yeah,
well.
there's sort of.
I was
AI is
so
an
pissed at the
alien
end of
from
that
another
movie.
realm. Prove me wrong.
There was 24 hours of recorded footage.
You say let's stop talking about fiction, but this book, the Bible, and all them books is fiction.
Whoa, how dare you?
Okay, poor
Well, I mean,
Perry's
there's a whole
trying to
bunch of people who
interject.
don't think it's fiction.
Can
Nobody
Perry
thinks
get the
that Arrival
mic
is
for a
not
moment?
fiction.
I think like if we're looking at it purely probabilistically, aliens have to exist.
They
Even
do
like
exist.
yeah, they do exist.
Yeah, but you don't know
Also,
that.
if you're talking
You
about the
don't know
little
that
green
for
man,
100%
they
certainty.
probably exist too because like we are on one planet in a solar system with like in a galaxy with like a billion solar
It's
systems.
100 billion solar
Yeah,
A
systems.
galaxy far,
100 billion
far
solar
away.
systems, and there are 100 billion galaxies like
2
this, with
trillion
like each with their
galaxies.
own sun, and like um there has to be a planet
It doesn't
optimum for
have to
like
be. There could be.
No,
no,
there is a
but there
system
has
around
to be
99 point no, there,
probabilistically.
one sec. There is a
Yeah,
system around
But there's so
99.9% of solar
there is a
systems.
0.0001 chance that there isn't.
No,
You
no,
have
no.
to
yeah.
figure that.
There is a point. There
No,
are
there is
You
no
said
0.0.
99.
chance.
You said
Listen,
99%.
listen to what I'm saying. That is 0.001 number of stars that don't have solar systems in the universe.
Right.
Not a chance. This is not a percentage. This is not like a probability. This is the number of solar systems that
Right. So
exist.
there's a 0.001% chance that there is nothing.
No, there
There's
are
nothing.
They don't know what's
0.001
out there
stars
because
in the
nobody has
universe
been
that
out
don't
there.
have a solar system. You are wrong. God damn you,
You
dude.
don't
And
know for
and
sure.
if you think you're aware of all the high intelligence and technological advancements, they deliberately try to keep tech and true knowledge, not indoctrination from the masses. So it's not like they're gonna hand you the tech or talk to you about it on the news channel. They want to like distract you with propaganda. You
I don't
don't
know
even
that.
know what. Yeah,
I
We'll
like to
see.
let them in the
Everything is
podcast a little
like
bit.
propaganda.
Changing.
because of
And what is
capitalistic
changing
reasons
if it
too.
is
The iPhone that you have now probably were made like 10 years ago, and then they were released 10 years
I
later.
don't have
Like
iPhone.
I don't have an
controlled
iPhone either.
supply. Like I'm talking about tech. Like there's probably much more advanced tech with the heads of like
I mean,
all
it's not going to be
these
so
big
much more
techs.
advanced. The governments are
Yeah.
never hugely far ahead the commercial
They're not
markets.
but they're not transparent about their findings
So
because that defeats the point of controlling hierarchical power structures.
I don't really
I
care.
don't
This
know.
is a
We'll
pointless
see.
conversation.
Yeah.
So, but hey,
Yeah.
thank you for having it. I mean, I don't care.
Respectfully, I disagree.
Governments pay for it. They can keep it hidden if they want. I don't like it, but that's what they want to do. Then
Well,
that's what they can do.
Well, I think
it's
they
a
don't want to scare us. If there's really aliens at Area 51, they
There,
don't want to scare us.
there
So
are
it's fine.
no aliens have visited
yeah.
Earth
All
except on an
governments have really good
asteroid that came
intentions
from
at
Mars.
heart. That's what you
The
I
only
mean, they
believe.
could
aliens
have
that
an alien, but they don't want to tell us because they're scared of what we might do.
the only aliens that have ever visited Earth came from an asteroid that came off of Mars.
That you know that.
The octopus is an alien.
Yeah, he's
No, it's not.
secretly the head of Area
It looks
51.
like
That's
an alien.
goofy.
It may as well be one.
I saw
Definitely
the
goofy.
Discovery Channel thing about that, where it's unlike anything on Earth. The octopus.
Well, because it's
They said
separated from our
it's
lineage so
actually
early.
What about the giant squid?
Colossal squids are even bigger.
What about the Portuguese man of war? Those things are freaky looking.
What about the Kraken?
What about Donald? Look at this PTR. He is an alien. You know he comes
That's
from this
our
galaxy.
galaxy.
Wow.
Galaxy.
Oh, that's
Yeah, Alvin, why do you make like woo-woo statements all the time?
Well, technically,
Like
we don't know if that is our
What was that,
galaxy because we've
Phoenix?
never seen it from that angle. So
Yeah, it's an
yeah.
artist depiction of our galaxy.
What about Jesus or Paul or Saul or John or Jacob?
Demonstrate the
Have you
Christian
guys
religion.
what
heard
about
about?
Muhammad or
Have you guys
Hashem?
heard about Primrose? He said that the
What
universe
about
actually
Buddha?
was the start of the universe is like the end of another universe.
Yeah, there's lots of
Have you
cyclical
heard about
models.
that?
yeah,
Penrose's
yeah. Cause
Penrose's is very full of holes. It's very very full of holes. It's
no,
worse than
cause
string
time
theory.
is like cyclical. Yeah,
Well, I don't
that's
know
what
what
I
time being
feel.
Y'all ever heard?
cyclical means. That doesn't comport with
Y'all
general
ever heard
relativity
Like
at
of
all.
it's. I feel like it's.
y'all ever heard of Caucasians growing tails?
Mm-hmm. Exactly. That's not what I
Caucasians.
meant.
What?
I
So
meant,
that type of time
Caucasians
yeah.
growing
doesn't really
tails?
You
conform to
mean white
general
people?
relativity. Can we not talk
AKA,
about
Um,
bro.
politics in
hey,
this room, please?
what are you talking about, guys?
We're
We
not
ain't talking
talking
about
about
politics.
We're
politics.
talking about
We're talking
diet.
No,
about
We're talking about the facts.
can,
talking about
can we
white people.
like return
Oh, white
to
people
the scientific
We're all
masturbation session?
apes, yes, but
Of course we're
growing
apes.
tails and shit.
Oh, we
no
lost our
apes don't
tail.
have
That's why we're
tails,
apes. That's the
so
differentiation between monkeys and apes, is that monkeys have a tail and apes do
they
not.
don't have exactly. Apes don't have tails.
What's your favorite ape? I
So,
like the one with the orange face.
so your
I
theory
like
is
me.
so
I'm my
y'all
favorite ape.
related
Orange
to
The
monkeys?
ginger.
face.
Me and my wife are
Y'all
my favorite
related to
apes.
monkeys
I have
since
two
y'all got
favorite
the
apes. Me
tail?
and my
I
wife.
like the ape in Congo that can talk. Anyone see that movie? That was hilarious.
They're
I like
remaking
the one in
it,
the Jungle
but they're
Book that could
remaking
It's
it
talk.
as a
it's called
spoof.
Congo Crazy.
Yeah, it was Congo. Oh no, this was the
Oh,
snake one,
Me,
Congo.
love,
Anaconda.
love,
They
love
remade
you, Lee,
Anaconda.
me.
They remade
The
Anaconda.
one,
I
And
like the
the
ones
one,
in
the
front of the
monkey,
apes because
the
they
big
could
monkey
talk as
that is
well.
called Kong. Kong. I forgot his name.
King Kong.
Uh, King Kong. Yes, that
gosh,
man is like,
let's just
man,
keep
Well,
that
talking
King
dude
about
is.
Kong, that's
fiction.
because
Let's
of
just keep
radiation.
talking about fiction.
That's a
What
real
do you
life
have
thing
wrong
with
with
It's
We're talking
fiction?
Caucasians
sci-fi,
do
about
grow tails.
radiation.
science fiction.
It's still
You know,
fiction.
We're
when I
talking.
was
Caucasians
when
do
I
grow
went to the
tails.
top of the Empire
That's a
Godzilla was
real life
radiation.
thing.
when I went to the top of the Empire State Building, they have a model of a life size model of King Kong, but just his arm, and you can step into it and take a picture.
That's pretty cool.
That's
Man,
awesome.
what is going to happen if he shit?
It's a statue.
Terrible. Donald, do you got a beef with fiction? Like, why are you
Yes,
so anti-fiction?
I
But
hate fiction.
this ain't fiction. Crackers do grow tails, man. That's not
It's
fiction.
Uh-oh.
boring, predictable,
No white people
stupid,
grows
So
tails.
you didn't like Star
Asian
unimaginative.
grows
Wars,
tails.
That's
Star
a
Trek?
fact,
Harry
man.
Potter, Twilight.
You didn't like
I
any
mean,
of these
The
I
movies growing
Bible.
up?
watched
Like
the
The
movies, but I
Bible, the
mean,
Quran, none of them.
Back to the
The
Future?
Bible is nonfiction.
the
It's
Bible is
fiction. The
certainly
Bible is
fiction.
It's
fiction,
all
fool.
made up. Come on.
The Bible is fiction, fool.
Yeah, it's definitely fiction.
The
The
magic
Bible
Well,
part
is
you
is
can't
Yeah,
prove
fiction.
that with
yeah, the
100%
Bible
certainty.
reminds me of the Lords of the Ring.
I
It's
can.
very similar.
The Bible disproves itself.
I
Like there
don't
is
I
think
Star
just
that
need
they
the
Wars.
words of the Bible to
categorize
disprove the
like
Bible. That's all I need is the
Epic of
words of the Bible to
Gilgamesh,
disprove the Bible.
Bible. I think ancient texts have a different category, right?
That
You
doesn't
gotta
mean
No,
it's
have
a
faith.
fault.
actually,
That
the
My
doesn't
Lord
mean
thing
of
it's
the
is
Rings.
true.
like,
Uh,
They're
If
still false.
if like after 200 years people started taking the Lord of the Rings seriously, they are going to make it a religion just like Christianity.
I think the word is mythology they use. Like fiction is like a modern term describing modern stories. When it comes to like ancient stories like that, they usually use the word mythology, right?
Donald,
Like, do you
can
know
you go
that
to
there
the
are
movie theater or
people?
no, Donald?
You know that there are people that takes the movie The Matrix seriously, like it is like
Oh
something
yes,
real.
there's a real religion called Jediism of
Remember
Jedi
what
in
Elon
England,
Musk said
and
that we
they
live in
won
a
the case.
simulation?
You see that case in England where they said Jediism is a real religion, and I think
No,
it's a
it's
state.
on a different level. I've never seen someone take a movie seriously like The Matrix.
But
No, Jedi in Star Wars,
they don't have the
They
freedom
have a
of
legit real religion in England right now. It's
but they don't
Jediism.
have the freedom of religion in England.
Wait a minute, they don't? I thought they won the case. They present it like yes, this is a real religion.
You can't offend the religion, but you can't. There's no right to religion.
I thought they getting like the five. They getting the same benefits like the 501c3 and all that. Like
Mm.
there.
Star
Well,
Wars is
maybe I mean
okay.
I know that there was a court case and they were
No,
petitioning that this
it's
is
it's in
our
a
real
different
religion.
level with the Matrix. It's in a different level with the Matrix. It's like the people who take Star Wars seriously are not in comparison to how seriously the people
Hold on,
take
wait a
the
minute.
Matrix.
Hold on, man. Star Wars. Listen, man. Me being a Star Wars cultist myself, right? I am in the cult of Star Wars, by the way.
What is your favorite Star
It
Wars movie?
everybody hates when I say this, but it's just a fact. Look, Revenge of the Sith, right?
Which number
That
was that?
that was like
Number 3.
part three.
Oh, that's when he became Darth Vader.
Yeah,
Yeah, I like that.
Yes.
That's
that
a
is
great
my
one too.
favorite one. And
The
I
Yeah.
know
best
people don't like it.
choreography, the best lightsaber battles ever.
Yeah. Oh, you agree with me, Buster?
Hell yeah, Elvin.
Yeah, Revenge of the Sith. My favorite Star
But
Wars scene.
cinematically, I would say Empire Strikes Back's pretty good as well.
Yeah. That's a good
Yeah.
one. That would probably be my second favorite. But
Actually, the
I'm gonna
best
tell you this:
sci-fi movie.
my favorite Star Wars scene ever. Right? The movie was kind of boring, but I watched the whole movie just to see this scene at the end of Rogue One, where Vader just goes into berserker mode.
Oh yeah, that was
That
cool.
I'm gonna tell you, that one scene did something that no other Star Wars movie did. It really made you understand how terrifying he was. He was almost like Jason Voorhees or Michael Myers in that. Like, that was the only time in any Star Wars movie where Vader actually looked terrifying.
Yeah,
Yeah, like that. Yeah.
he's a monster. Yes.
We're not going to talk about Star Wars now because I don't even know what it is. They got this. It's sad, man. The arc light. I tried looking at this. What are we doing, man?
It's
Like,
because they went woke.
listen, man. You can be woke if it's a good woke story,
Just don't.
right? Like,
Yeah,
you
just
want to
don't
make.
force it. Yeah.
Yeah, you want to go woke. You can go woke, but make the woke good, right? Like,
Exactly. I
make
agree.
it so, like, make it good woke. Like, come on.
Make woke great again. Yes.
Yeah, make woke. Look, here. You know why I'm so pissed off by the term woke? You
Yeah.
know, woke actually kind of started in the black church. Wake up to the truth. You need to wake up. This and that, right? It's like woke, and then it kind of later extended to like government experience, conspiracies. Like, hey, the government's pulling the wool over your eye. It's literally from the wool's over your eye. Wake up. And now, woke just is another word for politically correct. Like, the evolution of that kind of pisses me off. Because in the 90s, you say, yo, you woke? Yeah, I'm woke. Now it just means like you're a overly sensitive person to like social issues now. That's what it
Like a
means
soy
now.
boy. Yeah.
Yeah, soy boy. Same thing. And I don't even like that because I like soy milk. Right? So now I can't even drink it no more.
No,
Like,
actually, the counterculture was prior to wokeism. I think, like the counterculture that happened because a lot of people took LSD,
yeah.
and then they started like protesting against the war in Vietnam, and then like the government banned the use of psychedelics, and then these hippies started making art. And then they started protesting against any harm that is going against humans or animals. And
You know,
then
and then just, I feel the sweet spot as far as who we were culturally in America, I think the early 2000s was the sweet spot where it was like we were sensitive enough to where, okay, you can't do this or say this, but we weren't so overly sensitive to where it's like, okay, you're canceled because like there's people saying, oh, you used the M word, like midget, like that's like you can't even, like
Whoa,
retarded,
whoa.
the R word. It's
Hey,
like,
let's not use that word on my
Yeah,
stage. How about that?
don't use it. Yeah.
I'm on
yeah,
YouTube
it's
Live. At
just,
least follow YouTube terms of service if you don't want to respect my fucking word.
I will. I'm just saying these are examples. But if you were going to high school in the 90s, like these are like the R word. Like we have to say the R word now. Like what do we like? I just think the pendulum has shifted so far to the other place that we need to find that middle. Like I feel the 2000s was like the perfect spot. You couldn't just be outright disrespectful and slanderous to certain marginalized
Kind of
groups,
agree with
but
what
you're
you're
also
saying.
not so overly sensitive to where it's like you can't even move anywhere.
I kind of feel the same way. We agree on something. I think that's the first time that's ever happened.
Nice. See, there's always hope.
So now the next step is you have to believe in God, Donald, and then
No,
we'll
I
be on the way there.
don't. You got
That's
to
the next
demonstrate
step.
your God to exist before I got to believe in it.
I mean, what you never know. One day you might wake up and see him as a vision.
Well,
and you'll believe.
I don't accept visions as evidence.
I always wondered what would be the thing to convince people God exists. Because even I thought, like,
if I die and wake up.
No, like if the clouds opened up and God, hey, worship me, I'm God, and do all of this, and everybody in the world saw it, and then he went away, I don't even know if that would be enough to convince people.
I mean,
Oh,
the
Like,
entire world,
that
it'd
would.
be
I
impossible.
think
It'd
if
be impossible for the entire world to see it because we live on a globe.
I'm talking about TV, like it's on
Uh,
TV.
I don't accept TV
Everybody
as evidence
see
for
it.
God.
Everybody saw the broadcast. Hey, I'm God, worship me, and then he went away. I think people say it's a hologram. The government
No telling
tried
what it
to
could be.
trying to trick us.
Anything
I
is
don't think that would be enough. I don't
anything is
think
more
that would be
likely than
enough.
a God.
Yeah, I that's what I'm saying. It's proving God is real is actually more difficult, even if you had something like that happen.
That's not true. You can prove the existence of God through pure reason, through
No,
pure
you
reasoning
can't.
and logic. It's
Yeah,
actually evident that God would have to exist necessarily in order for you to reason properly.
Well,
There's
that's
no
just
way to
faulty.
ground logic itself unless you affirm that God exists. So
Demonstrate
that's how
that.
you can clearly prove that God exists.
Demonstrate
Yeah,
that that's the
because
case.
if the laws of logic are necessary, meaning they're true in all possible worlds, then God would have to exist as a necessary precondition for
Why?
any given possibility of experience.
Why?
Yeah, Donald, would you say there's a non-zero chance that there is a God?
No.
Yeah, if God it possibly exists, then that means he possibly exists in all possible worlds,
I don't think
which
it's
means that he would
possible for
have to
gods to
exist in the actual
exist.
world.
I don't think
Yeah,
it's
what's the
possible. Demonstrate.
contradiction? What's the contradiction that's entailed?
Well, they break natural law. That's the contradiction. So can
Wait,
you?
you're not giving a contradiction. A contradiction is a
They
conjunction of
break
propositions that
F equals
evaluates to
ma.
false in
They
all possible
contradict
worlds.
F equals ma. It is
Yeah,
not
you're
F
not
equals
listening to what
ma.
I'm saying. You're not naming the contradiction. Do you know
That
what a
is the
contradiction is?
contradiction. F equals ma, not
What is
F equals ma.
what is the logical form of a contradiction?
It's the proposition and its negation.
Yeah, but you have to take the proposition that God exists and show how it entails if it's true that God does not exist.
Because it
You
has
haven't
no
done that.
measurable energy, so it breaks F equals ma if it interacts with the universe.
You have to prove a negative.
Yeah,
No, I
that's not
don't.
what
I
we're
just have to
saying.
disprove the positive.
But the point is, the claim that God exists, you're saying it's not possible for that to be true, that proposition to be true.
No,
The
I don't
problem
think
is
it
you'd
is
have to
possible for
show,
gods to be true. Or
yeah, you have to show how that proposition entails a contradiction.
It
You're
breaks
just saying,
natural
well, it
law. I
violates,
just did. It
you're just
breaks
saying it
natural law.
violates a law of nature, but you're
Yes.
not naming the contradiction that's entailed from the proposition itself. You're
F
dodging.
equals ma, not F equals ma. Because there's no
Yeah,
measurable energy,
you're
but
just
it
not
interacts with
tracking.
the universe.
You're just not tracking.
I
Do you
am.
think
You
that
just don't
do you
understand what
think
I'm saying.
excuse me, do you think F equals ma is true in all logically possible worlds?
Yes.
No.
This guy's an idiot. He just said it is true in
Yeah,
all
I
possible
think it
worlds.
is. F equals ma would be true in every world
Do you realize
But
that
you
means
think, then that means you don't know. You only think.
that you think that the
Nobody
laws of nature
knows
in the actual world are
S5 logic. You
necessary?
can't
Ah,
investigate
so you
other
also don't
worlds.
know that God doesn't exist.
No, it says zero. People make up gods. It's a
Yeah,
zero premise.
David's not tracking. But the point is, if you think F equals ma is logically necessary, then that means that all facts in the actual world, like the natural facts, are necessary as well.
Yeah, all
Which
the
means that all facts are necessary.
all the forces of nature are necessary for nature.
That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, on your view, this entails that all facts are necessary, all
No,
true facts.
no.
Yes.
Just
Wait. So if it's the case that all true facts are not necessary, then there's some possible world where some
I
true
was in the
facts are
middle
not necessary.
of making the clarification
Yeah,
of
listen, you
just
disabled
things that are
retard. You're not tracking.
just things that are logically
Now you're walking back
possible.
your claim. You
Why are you
disabled
gonna
the
get
I didn't
retard.
walk back
personal?
any claim.
Yeah, he just walked back his
I didn't
claim
walk
that F
back any
equals ma
claim.
is
Remember,
logically
say
You
the
necessary.
never
R
even let me
word,
finish
the
my
R
fucking
word.
sentence to say the claim, you dickless wonder.
You wouldn't talk to me like that in real life, old
Yes,
man.
I fucking wouldn't. Then I'd punch you in the
Yeah,
face
where
if
the
you
fuck
tried
do you live?
anything.
Where do you
I'd
live,
put you on
bitch?
the ground so fast you wouldn't even know which way was up.
Where do you live? Where do you live?
DM me.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I
You're a
live in
scared little
Dallas,
bitch.
Texas.
How does it feel to
Ooh,
lose,
docs.
Donald?
Docs.
How does it feel to lose,
I
Donald?
haven't lost anything, you piece of shit. You never even let me
Yeah,
finish my fucking
you
claim.
lost in two
You said I
fronts.
was wrong
You look
before I
really bad.
finished my sentence. You said I was
Just
wrong
shut
before
your
I finished
mouth.
my sentence.
Shut
You
your mouth.
useless
I didn't
piece
give
of
you
shit.
permission to speak.
I hadn't said anything wrong yet, and you said that, and you said I was wrong.
Yeah, you're gonna make me angry if you keep talking, old man. Stop talking.
Fuck you.
So just to be very clear about this brain dead retard just said
Hey,
that F
do not
equals
use
ma
that
is
fucking
logically
word on my
necessary.
stage.
Shut up, retard.
You cannot use that word on YouTube. I'm live on YouTube, so I
R
cannot have you
word.
on stage using that
Or
fucking word. You
you gotta
dumbass
use the
piece
R
of
word.
shit. Ugh.
Say the R word. R word.
I don't even like
He's
that.
not nice.
Just
He
avoid
he
the whole
threatened
topic.
you. He's gonna beat you up. He said. That's not nice.
Oh, I mean, catching tomahawks is all that will happen if he comes to my house.
I really don't like fighting. Even when you beat somebody up, you still kind of hurt a little bit because they still get like 1 or 2 licks in, right?
Yeah,
Like
but
even when you
what would a
me.
Jedi do? A Jedi wouldn't fight,
yeah,
right?
like even when you win a fight, right? Even when you beat somebody up, they're gonna get 1 or 2 licks in, man.
I fought
Those
7
are
Yeah,
one or
people
by
at
the
two
the
way,
same
licks.
time, and they never laid a
by
hand
the
on
way,
me.
guys, who was talking and trying to do dark psychology on Donald? Can you give me his name?
No, they ran away like a little baby.
Why? What are you gonna do?
Oh, was it
I'm
you that
going
you
to
were,
do
you're talking
something
about?
really good.
What?
Might have been that guy.
Hey, y'all scary, man. Y'all too scary for me, man.
Yeah, remind me not
Y'all
to get
too
on
scary
anyone's
for me.
bad side.
Hey, man. I noticed like Clubhouse, you gotta erase anything on social media compromising to you because they got
Oh,
researchers on here
I
that
shield
will
myself
go.
very well.
You know what, Alvin? In 2011, you posted this on Facebook. Explain. I'm like, God, how did y'all? You gotta, man.
I shield
You have to
myself very well.
really, yeah. You gotta. Oh, no, I don't play around Clubhouse, man. There's some real Clubhouse detectives out here, man.
I didn't open the
God.
email. I didn't open the email account that I started all of this stuff with on my computer in my state or with my fingers in any way. Someone else did it on a different computer in a different state. I am very well shielded. I have excellent operational security.
Well, that's because you're an alien. Right?
You have
No,
security
it's
clearance?
because Christians are violent.
I think people are violent.
I think Christianity makes you more violent. It encourages
No,
violence because of the whole Armageddon thing.
no,
Yeah, because
the
y'all are
movie with
soldiers for Christ. You're gonna fight to the death for Christ. How is that not violent?
no.
the movie
I
with Ben
think,
Affleck.
yeah, I think if you're a violent person, you're going to be violent, whatever movement you choose
Yes,
to
but I
attach
think your
yourself to.
movement can encourage you to be more violent, and I think Christianity
Donald,
does
what
that.
movie do you think is more accurate, Deep Impact or Armageddon?
I don't know. They're both fiction.
But which one
That's
is more
pretty good.
realistic?
Like in which way? Like in the impact or the aftermath, or how to deal with it for people, or what?
The way the
The
comet,
asteroid is coming.
yeah,
Yeah, the
the
comet,
asteroid, the
whatever.
way they
Like the
find it.
nuke thing, even if
What
you drilled, that wouldn't break. I mean, even if
I
that
feel
fault
like
was there,
Amazon.
it would just break it up into smaller pieces, and
I
it
feel
wouldn't really
Armageddon's
help.
more accurate.
I'm
I
just
think
explaining
Armageddon's
how
more
it's
accurate.
not. But I
Well,
haven't seen Deep
I'm
Impact,
a
so I don't
physics
know.
major.
But the whole
I'm
nuke
a
thing wouldn't
physics
work.
major.
I've talked to several physicists about it. The whole nuke thing on
You never
Armageddon
seen
wouldn't work.
Deep Impact?
Never seen Deep Impact.
That's the one where a part of it actually. Oh, actually, I don't want to spoil it. Never mind.
No,
Yeah,
I don't really
Yeah,
care.
I mean, he ain't gonna watch it.
I
A
ain't gonna
part
Well,
of
watch
it
yeah,
it.
it
lands
lands
on
in the
a.
ocean and then it creates a big wave.
Yeah, I don't.
There'd be
Yeah,
more than
man.
one. There'd be at least 18 or 20.
Man,
Because
I saw this
it would everything in the, hang on,
horrifying.
everything in the center would vaporize immediately, so there'd be like a giant gap in the water that would collapse and then refocus its wave back and forth and oscillate for fucking days after.
I saw this terrifying. Now, this isn't fiction, Donald. I saw this terrifying thing on YouTube about these drifting planets that no longer are part of like a solar system. They're
Rogue
just,
planets.
yeah, rogue planet. And they came up with a scenario that terrified me. Like, if a rogue planet just drifted into our solar system,
We'd be fucked.
it could actually knock us off the orbit,
Without ever
and
touching
we
us.
could, and we yeah, without even touching us, and then we would be a drifting planet.
Yep, we'd be the rogue
And
planet.
it just everything, yeah, a rogue planet, and then everything would just turn to ice, and we'll have to bury ourselves
Maybe.
under it. That was horrifying. That
We'd
was
have enough
terrifying
radiation to
scenario.
keep the core moving for several million years after. But yeah, the atmosphere would be cold. But
Yeah, we would have to go underground.
Fortunately, we know exactly how to deal with that. You just pump CO2 into the atmosphere and you warm up the planet. So you just start using fossil
So you're
fuels
talking
again.
about we could be drifting into space with no sun.
Mm-hmm. And still have heat.
Because it'll take. They said within about a month it's over with, right?
Well, unless you pump mountains and mountains of CO2 into the atmosphere.
How long would that take?
I mean, we could probably get it arranged in 3 or 4 weeks. It'd be close, but we could probably do it.
That's interesting. Write a movie about that.
No, I don't like fiction.
That so growing up as a kid, you didn't watch any.
I watched them. I just didn't really care.
You didn't. So you didn't like Star Wars,
I mean, I watched them. I just didn't really care.
Indiana
I
Jones.
watched them. I just didn't really care.
No, I'm talking about you didn't like any of them. Back to you didn't
I mean,
like
yeah,
any of
I
them.
liked some of them and I disliked others, but I didn't really care.
So what movies did you like?
Well, I did like the Star Wars movies. I did like the Hobbit movies because I'd read the book.
Okay.
Then I was disappointed with the Hobbit movies.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the problem is they could have just made that 2 movies instead of trying to stretch it out to 3.
Well, they missed out on a bunch of the subcontext that could have been in there that would have filled in the gaps that were missing in the movies. They just left it out. Because the actual books were much more complex than the movies.
Yeah, I think Tolkien, by the way, it helped translate one of those Bibles. He was a biblical scholar. Tolkien was, yes.
Did not know that.
It was a Bible he helped actually in the translation. I forget which one. Yeah. Biblical scholar. I know that's why you like the Lord of the Rings, right? Because it was written by a biblical scholar. Yeah.
I had no idea he was a biblical scholar, and I'm just looking it up right now.
The Targums, yeah, he helped translate some of the Targum texts. Yeah, J.R.R. Tolkien. Genius.
Yes, J.R.R. Tolkien was a contributor to the translation of the Jerusalem Bible, a prominent Roman Catholic translation published in 1966.
Yeah, the Jerusalem Bible, yes. J.R.R. Tolkien.
As a scholar and translator, he was listed as a principal collaborator, and the primary contribution was the translation of the Book of Jonah from Hebrew-Greek texts.
Yes.
That's just what you need to talk about the Old Testament is Greek text. That's where I go. That's cool. I didn't know that he was a biblical scholar.
Yes.
I just read it because my brother had it lying around, so I read it also. I was immobile a lot as a kid. They put me in a knee immobilizer 3 times, twice in high school. I've had ankle braces that immobilized me. I've had shoulder braces. It didn't really immobilize me, but made it really hard for me to move around. I've had hip braces that have immobilized me. I've had arm braces that have immobilized me, like at the elbow. So I didn't get into the sports balls very much because I was always immobilized. But when I did do sports, I didn't do the sports balls games. I did like track and field. I liked the long jump and the javelin and the pole vault. That was my favorite. I loved the pole vault. I set an informal record at my school for the pole vault. I asked the coach, what's the highest that anybody from our school's ever done? And he put it there, and I said, put it up one more, and then I did it. But it wasn't like in a tournament or anything, so it didn't really count. Alright, well, if no one's going to talk, I've been here for like 6.5 hours. I might just leave. Now, what do you do in the audience? Phoenix Rises. Feel free to come on stage. Yeah, a cove. Feel free to come on stage. I'd love to have a conversation. Did everybody just move to the audience? Is that why I'm up here alone? What happened? Ron's here, and that's it. JT, welcome. Feel free to come on stage. shit. Watch some YouTube for a little bit, decide whether or not I want to end the room. Much love, Donald. Thank you, Ecclesiastes. I appreciate it. Much love reciprocated to you. I like Goonies. I remember the Goonies. My empathy is very, very restricted when it comes to cows, because we invented them to eat them. So I don't have a whole lot of empathy for eating cows. That's what we made them for. Swipe, welcome. Feel free to come on stage. I'd love to have a conversation. Or not. Do I do MAGA nonsense, or do I do Christian nonsense? Hard decision. MAGA nonsense, since no one else is really listening. Oh, or a video game nonsense. This is a normal game about moving houses. That's about moving, like, okay. Year old. That's what it is. Just at least a half dozen that are being protected in Epstein files. A half a dozen? Wow. That's disgusting. Joanna left. He's getting torn apart. Magastar roasted for lip syncing in disaster performance. I noticed that he was lip syncing one of his performances. I didn't know which one it was. The MAGA podcasters are finally starting to understand that he actually is in the Epstein files. Spiffing Brit. Oh, it is spliffing. Is it? No, it's, I can't tell. It looks spiffing. I think it's just spiffing. Yeah, it's just spiffing. Care to explain? Civilian calls BS an alleged ICE agent. Makes him flee the scene. Alleged ICE agent. That doesn't sound good. Turns out that the administration may have drafted Epstein's death notice just a day too soon. No way to know if it was a clerical error or if somebody just accidentally put the wrong date on there. What happened? But they drafted they drafted his death notice the day before he died, which is kind of weird. Ugh. This race bullshit is getting on my nerves. You got Nazis going to fucking bars in full Nazi garb with the arm patch and everything. Fucking bonkers. Someone has raised their hand. Honey Badger, feel free to come on stage. Okay, I invited you. There's a little accept button on the right. Or at the bottom of your phone, I don't know. Excuse me. Oh, man. Trump's already being accused of stealing the election. This is bonkers. My dog is howling. He lost his best buddy recently. He gets lonely sometimes. Well,
Hello.
Hello, welcome Jason, and welcome Honey Badger. Thank you for coming up.
Yes. Are you a Christian?
No, I'm an atheist.
Right. Sure you are. You know there's real God.
I think that all gods are impossible, actually.
Do you know everything in this universe?
I don't need to know everything to disprove some things.
How can you say then with a positive claim to knowledge that there is no God?
Because I can disprove things without knowing everything. I just said that.
Give me your quickest.
No, bro.
Give me
You
your
don't disprove.
Give me your quickest argument against the existence of God.
All right, God is a creator. Nothing's ever been created. Therefore, God does not exist.
Are you saying that it makes no sense that something can come from nothing?
Yeah, that makes zero sense.
You know, I tend to agree with you. You know, that was a very, very persuasive argument. I can't argue against that.
I know.
All right, yes, you know what? Now I'm not a dumbass fucking theist, you know, lying to everybody. Thank you so much, Donald.
Whatever. You wanted, like, the shortest, so I gave you the shortest. I've got 23 more.
That's going to be my new strategy. I'm just going to come up, act like a dumbass, have someone give me a rational, logical argument that disproves God, and then just agree with them and pretend that you flipped me that quick.
I mean, if you want to be a liar, go ahead.
Well, it would be more of an act and like a demonstration just to be, you know, making a point really quick.
People are going to take it as disingenuous.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. I don't care.
As long as you don't care about being a liar.
Yeah, I don't care. I just told you my intentions, so that should be enough.
Well, it's not me. It's going to be everybody else that you do this to that you're going to need to worry about.
Well, it's better than being asked simple questions, right? It's better than being simple questions and lying about them every time and saying that you're a Christian. You know what I mean?
Or you could just not.
I'd rather do that than just lie like a Christian does all the time.
Donald, how come you're like so silent?
Well, because I'm moving around trying to get stuff situated on my desk because I just grabbed some food.
Donald?
Yeah?
Or is it complete retard?
Please don't use that word. I'm on YouTube.
What are you doing on YouTube? If you're on YouTube, that means I'm on YouTube.
Yeah.
And I don't need to be on YouTube.
It's in the title of the room right there.
Everybody's on YouTube.
Live on YouTube in the title of the room that you came into.
And who's the audience?
Well, everybody else that's watching.
Yeah, the 11 people that are watching his YouTube channel.
There's usually only 1 or 2 people watching my lives.
But that's a lot. 11?
I don't think there's 11. There's usually only 1 or 2 people watching my live streams. But they get like anywhere between like 40 and 70 views, like within a month or 2.
Oh, that's cute, Donald.
I'm proud of them.
As long as you're enjoying yourself.
I can see that you have a really
That's
good
like 2 a
interest in,
day
like,
on
social
average.
media.
What?
Like Donald has a
2
good
views
interest
a day?
in being into
you said
social
40
media.
to 70, right?
Listen, catch me on a day
Per
when
month?
I'm high and drunk and I go off on one. I'm telling you, you will have like thousands of views. Because it's very funny when I go off. Have you never heard me?
Cool. No, I don't think so.
Well, it would be better than your 11 views.
Okay.
Jason, are you a Christian by chance?
Oh no, but I have read
Well,
the Bible.
you seem
Yeah.
like a fun bunch.
Are you a Muslim by chance?
Actually, no, I don't really rely on my religion. I mean, I just
Okay,
read
I was
all. I
checking.
just try to get the good parts of it.
I haven't found a religion that's got.
I was just trying to find out who's a theist on stage, if anyone is.
I mean, yeah, I do believe in God.
Oh, really? Where'd you learn about it?
Well, I feel like you would agree with this. God is just like a construct that we create.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah. I think it's a construct too, yeah. So you don't think it's like an ontological reality?
Something supernatural? No.
All right.
Or no, just not even just a natural. Like, is it a natural thing? Like, what is it?
Well, like, so like we are able to like create gods, right? So much of different gods. But if you want to know like what if there's a creator, let's say, I'm not. I don't think that we can ever find it out because they're probably not even in like our dimension, right? You're not going to be able to go beyond that.
I can disprove all creators, actually.
Well, you said that there's no beginning. I understand, Donald. What are you gonna say?
Well, I can demonstrate that nothing's ever been created in the entire history of the universe.
It's really simple because it really is just saying that like something from nothing is an untenable concept, right? That's all you're saying.
No.
Thus, why would something be created ever? Like even at its most base state, something has always existed. So when was creation? It doesn't seem like there was.
Well, do you believe in the Big Bang?
Of course.
Yeah, but that's after something already existed, right?
Yeah, stuff already existed there. Big Bang's not the creation of anything. There's inflation, which came before. And ADS CFT correspondent says nothing about creation either.
See, Donald, this kind of thought right now, like this alone is like defeating of God to me, just by what we mean by the words and what the concepts mean. And then just like trying to wrap my head around what we're even conceiving of to begin with just shows me like that I'm an idiot and I don't know what's going on. So like, what are we even talking about? Why would you ever call that God? You know, that's why it just kind of goes away. It makes no sense.
Wow, Donald
To me.
silent.
To me.
I'm right here. I thought y'all were talking.
So I was talking to this good guy. Like he was really like practical about it. So he said that like after Big Bang happened, probably time started like being a dimension
No.
about
Big Bang
us.
doesn't
Like,
say the start of time anywhere. There was already time the entire Big Bang.
oh really? Because I don't know. I mean, that's what he said according to astrophysics or something. I never knew that. Like I just didn't know what he was saying was true or not.
Nothing begins at the Big Bang, at the earliest moments of the Big Bang, except for more expansion. That's it.
So no, like I don't, like I like to know what you're thinking, like your ideology of this, but so hard, man. It's like reading a book that I have no idea what that language is about.
Yeah,
So
learning's
wait,
hard.
you're saying that none of this is actually even important?
I didn't say it's not important. If you're talking about the religion, yeah, the religion's not important.
No.
What
like,
are you talking about when
there's
you're...
no beginning, there's no end.
Oh,
It's
no.
like us, like our lives.
It's not that they're not important, it's just that they don't exist. I mean, our
Yeah,
lives had a
that
beginning.
alone makes it like, like what's the point?
Well, I don't understand what that means because you're
I don't
alive
know.
and
What are you
living.
talking about? Why would you say that?
I don't understand what you mean by that. Of course there's a point to life. You are alive to live, right?
But you also said we don't exist.
I didn't say we don't exist. What part of what I said had anything to do with us not existing? It's like you hear words and then you just change them.
Well, okay, maybe you said nothing exists. Like there's no beginning. Nothing is like actually
Nothing
real.
has
Like
never
no beginning, right?
existed. Nothing is not a thing that has ever existed. There's always been something. Because energy cannot be created or destroyed, and it exists today, so it has always existed.
Yeah.
And yes, learning is hard. Suck it up.
Donald,
Yeah.
this is what I'm talking about. Is like, look, I'm not an astrophysicist. I'm not a physicist. I'm not a philosopher. But to think of something coming from no thing,
Doesn't make
even
any
just
sense
to
at all.
me, to my mind, I'm like, that just doesn't make any sense, right?
like
so
magic.
then so I would just go, well, what's
Dead,
the
man.
default position? The default position is like, I don't know much about the universe and what happened billions and billions and billions and quadrillions, a zillion years ago. So I can't speak on those things. But whatever it was, I just think something existed. I think like existence is and just always has been kind of thing. I don't know.
Stop using just. It always has been.
Okay. Yeah. Right. Existence is. It is. Is. I don't know, man. But I can kind of get that, right? So then when we're having this, like Jason come in and go, "Oh, you said you don't exist." Like, what the fuck's he talking about? Where did he get that shit? Like, what is he? Is he tracking?
Yeah, it doesn't make. They do that a lot. The theists.
No,
the
I meant
apologists do
like,
that a lot.
well, we do exist, right?
Yeah.
Like,
I exist.
we do exist, and when you say there's no
I
beginning, there's no end.
People have
it
beginnings
just
and ends, not the universe. That's a category error. We are things that exist inside the universe. We are not the universe.
What?
Don't do that.
But then what, Jason? Like what? Look, you understand that all we've talked about, because already you went, well, do you believe in the Big Bang? And it's like, yeah, it's an expansion of something that already existed, right? So what was before that? We don't know, right? And you think like there's a creator force that like you know
No.
about something, right?
Oh,
Yes,
you
you
mean
do,
like
because you said you believe
creator
it.
of?
Well, do you believe God's real or just stuff in people's heads?
What do you mean God? Like someone who creates this world,
Holy
controls
shit.
this world,
Okay,
right?
well, again, so then again, see, we don't even know what we're talking about. So God doesn't exist so far, right?
Yeah.
Right, but
That's what
you
I said.
earlier were saying that God did exist.
Oh yeah, so
Okay.
that's why I said
So
like
wait,
we create God.
wait. See, you just did it again. Like, what? Which one is it? Does God exist? Yes or no?
If you exist, God exists.
Holy fuck.
That's stupid.
You don't understand it, do you?
It just doesn't make sense why the existence of any human would cause the existence of
Imagine
anything
all
else.
humans are dead. Do you think God exists?
No.
No. Even with
That's my
humans
point.
alive, God doesn't exist.
Humans'
No, we can
existence has
create.
nothing to do with the
Like
existence of God,
Jesus,
except
we
that we
created
make up
Jesus
God.
God, right?
Oh, dude, this guy. What are you referring to? Remember, I even said ontologically, and you were like, "Look, do you know what we're talking about?"
All right. So you're telling me we cannot create anything, right? Through our
Nothing can be
minds?
created. It's impossible to create.
This is where Donald and I part ways, because he's being like a literalist about the word create, and he's not allowing humans or other animals to fabricate things out of already existing materials.
Well, no, we can do that. It's just not creating. It's just building stuff from other stuff.
Right. So that's what he's referring to, but he doesn't differentiate verbally before he does this. That's why I'm saying we part ways, and I explained why. So now we know what he's referring to, Jason.
Creation, I define creation as the bringing into the existence of the universe generally by God. What's up, Hermes?
Hola, I just came back from another dimension.
You don't know what a dimension is.
Oh, yes, I do. I was just there.
Well, our theist ran away.
But Donald, I see a lot of contradiction with what you say.
No? Oh, you're the theist. Never mind. The other guy ran away. No, I don't have any contradictions in anything I've said. Show me the contradiction in anything I've said. Excuse me, you just
Let
said
me
I
get things
contradicted.
clear with what you said, so I would know what you're exactly meaning by your words.
Say it
Because you
again.
just say it quickly, and I feel like, what the hell does he mean? Like, which way does he mean? So you said that we cannot create anything at all, right?
Nothing can be created.
Like even through us.
Nothing ever can be created. We build stuff from other stuff. You can't make a tree. You can't make a wooden chair without the wood.
Can you make it in your
imagination?
imagination?
You can't make a metal car without the metal.
Yeah, those are physical, but can you make it with your imagination, your mental
Well, it's just not
state?
real. So until you actually put it in objective reality, like invent the thing, then no, it's not real. Once you've invented it, you're just building stuff from other stuff. It's just a new arrangement of stuff. That's been happening in the universe for 13 billion years. Daniel, welcome. How are you?
Oh, hey, how's it going, Donald? I'm doing good, thank you.
Excellent. I'm always the same. Today I'm a little more and a little less shitty than usual, which is kind of weird.
Yeah.
I'm a little more shitty because I'm starving and I can't eat because I have a skin condition and it's happening on the inside of my mouth right now. So everything feels like lava. That's amazing. So I'm a little shittier because I'm
Are
fucking
you?
hungry. Huh?
So you feel like you're starving, but it hurts if you try and eat?
Well, I am hungry, and yes, it feels like I'm chewing lava anytime I try to eat something.
Oh my gosh,
I have
dude.
so my wife calls it eczema, and it happens on my skin, and right now it's happening inside my mouth.
Yeah, congratulations on I heard that you got some help
Yeah, my
with
disability case was approved.
Social Security. Hell yeah, bro.
Thanks, man. 10 years I've been working at that shit. Welcome, David. You really should change your PTR. Nobody likes that PTR.
Donald,
What's up?
I like how you have the same topic every time. Have you ever been convinced by God by anybody? Like
No.
anyone?
No. Every time I talk to a theist, I am more and more an atheist. 'Cause y'all got garbage as far as anything at all. Y'all got nothing. Y'all can't even demonstrate it's possible for God to exist.
I could, but I don't want to.
No, you couldn't. I've talked to literally thousands and thousands of theists, and none of them have ever
No,
been able to do it.
you're talking theoretically. I'm talking about experimental, like with your own self. Then I guess you would understand it, but
You can't do experiments on yourself. That's too small of a sample size. You have to have a large sample size to do experiments. Otherwise, it's just
Yeah, I've heard
confirmation bias.
thousands of people try to describe God or explain how God exists, and I just every time it's just come up short.
Oh yeah, it's garbage. There's never been a single decent
Absolute.
argument or evidence or demonstration that any God is even possible, much less exists.
but here's what the difference that I see from I was an atheist, right? So from that to this,
What changed your mind?
I don't. That's just not something I want to like talk
Personal
about. But
experience?
no,
What?
but there's something else. Anyway, like you know the difference between before, like I was an atheist, right? I did have a lot of logical questions, and I didn't know how to solve my own problems, right? I didn't know, like being alone, relying on myself. Sometimes you lose your self confidence and all that stuff. But after things happen, and now I believe in something, have faith. Those kind of like self doubt problems, all of that is gone. Like most of these
You
insecurity,
understand there's
self
secular ways
esteem.
of accomplishing that without God.
Yeah, like
Okay,
like
well then the
therapy.
God thing is useless.
Yeah, but like therapy.
Yeah.
I'm a psychologist, so for therapy you gotta pay a lot of money, man.
Well, it's not in every country. In America,
Are
you do.
psychologists or therapists?
Like, yeah, psychologist, like counseling and all that stuff.
Can you prescribe drugs?
I don't. That's psychiat. If
That's
you become a
psychiatry.
psychiatrist, then yeah, you can prescribe drugs, like give drugs.
Psychologists can't.
Psychology is all about just techniques to kind of like heal your own self. So I used to work with like healing your own self.
You ever tell your patient God done it?
God, no, I said you done it.
Ah. I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette. I have to smoke outside again because my wife is coming home tomorrow.
Oh, it's getting cold out there.
girl. She's stubborn, not supposed to leave. Alrighty, I'm back. It didn't take too long. Oh man. I'm gonna stop with the YouTubes unless people are gonna be talking because it's probably